There we go.
You're live now.
That's the noise it makes, by the way.
Yeah, you don't want that going off on you. Of course, we're never playing during the regular day, so it wouldn't be an issue.
Well, whenever I get home, eventually you will make a noise. I'm like, oh, it's just dead.
Is that what you like?
Yeah, because it surprises me while I'm doing my homework and like dead silence all of a sudden. Cut it out. Oh, now it's gonna be all echoey.
All right.
Oops.
All I know is last week or 2 weeks ago I was watching it again. I fell asleep. I woke back up and you guys were dealing with I don't know. It seemed like maybe there was some sort of mind control on a troll or some shit. I don't know. That's all I really know about what happened when I was there. So,
Well, before we give a recap, let's say I'm Cobb and I'm your Dungeon Master, and welcome to episode 4 of the Northern Realm Saga. These are my skeleton crew. We have Darrow playing Kelf, the Elven Monk. We have Lee playing Ine, the Human Barbarian. We have Sean playing Rock, the Ogre Fighter. And we have Caden playing Muglev, the Goblin Rogue. We have Clark, who's not in attendance, so his NPC will be in the background as Michael, a Dwarven Cleric. And Chris is not here. And his character is Addie, the half-elf druid, and he will be in the background.
Just nip at his first
well.
way and that'll go.
So you can join us in the chat room if you're watching this live on YouTube, or you can leave comments and hit the like button at some point after the file is archived on YouTube. You can also go to www.worldofskell.freeforums.net and see other stories about the characters or other things about the game there. So since Sean was not present,
And I don't remember anything.
no. I can tell you that there was lots of traveling. There was challenges to the monk from other monks along the way. They passed Port Sebius and avoided Port Tucket. And Ine is training the guard dogs that Peichel purchased. Kelf managed to identify one of the magic items that was taken from Caractus.
Well, I
Or-
paid to get it identified.
That's
Well,
right.
yeah, we're waiting
You
on
paid.
We don't know yet.
I think we're waiting.
We're camped outside of Thayer.
And I'm gonna see if I can sell off this coat tour, maybe, or all the stuff inside the
We've
coat.
got other items. If Junk Monkey would cough up the cash, we could get them identified. But he's like, "Ooh,
well, we can sell these things for more.
Yeah, I know. I might
Or maybe they'll be useful to somebody like maybe you. But we
Well,
don't know if they-
I'm gonna try and give it to a potion shop owner, and this is all like stuff that could be used to make potions.
No, we're talking about Cobb the one who has other stuff identified.
Well, how much is it all? How much would it be to identify?
How
all
much
that?
do they want?
it was 500 per piece."
Oh, that's just dropping the bucket for you there.
I can pay for one.
I don't have that much because some idiot stole my shit in the middle of the river.
Hey, I gave
We
you. I thought I
have
gave you-
we
I
have
get back after we got
two-
paid from that one place.
two
But still,
more
I don't have that
rings,
much.
some boots, and some leather straps.
All right, so you want to identify all that.
Let's start with the rings. I think those.
I'm
Rings.
having her identify the one ring that had overwhelming magic. The other two rings have strong magic, as do the boots, and the two leather straps have faint magic. It might just be components.
I don't think we need
For-
to identify the straps.
Try the boots on. See what they do.
I don't think we need to identify the straps. I mean, like, why would
Here,
you?
try these boots on.
Oh, before we start, do we want this to be a you say you do it or not?
It's fine with me.
Vote yes or no.
I don't care.
Yeah, yes or no.
I don't know what the difference is.
If you make a stupid comment, your character does, and if you say anything like, "Well, I'm gonna fall on my sword," well, then you fall on your sword. No backtracking. Once you say it, it's said. It's out there.
I vote yes.
Jokes that you make, your character makes, and if they are metagaming jokes, I start to give you negatives to certain roles at my discretion to penalize you.
Makes it more challenging and fun. I vote yes.
So, anyway, you're allowed to vote no. I'm just saying
Yeah, you
that's
can
what
say
it
no.
is. So anyway, while you think about it,
Yes.
you vote yes.
Yeah.
You okay?
Yes.
3-1.
I don't really care.
outvoted.
I wouldn't really care.
So be careful what you say because your character will say it.
Dang it.
Be careful if you say, "Well, I go over there and tickle his balls." Like, yeah, you really do that.
Not more tickling.
Let's hope
This
Caleb wouldn't say that.
And one of the very last things that happened in the game was you fought the treasure troll, defeated him. Those of
Why was it
you
called the
that watched,
Because there's some treasure buried somewhere.
and
And
Nate,
wait.
who has no compunction about killing, proceeded to kill the tied-up creature by choking it to death in front of everyone.
Yes.
So everyone should now understand
Oh.
that
Hey, there's
whatever happens, karma is a bitch.
Was it not a large treasure?
Someone drew it.
It's like
It's
weird people signs.
where did I write that thing down?
I
So
always imagine trolls be larger. I don't know.
first off, I will try on the boots.
Oh, right.
Second,
Yeah, I'd try them on.
All right. So, do you guys remember where the treasure troll was
It's-
keeping his treasure?
the treasure is by an old tree by the river.
A bent oak tree by the river in a hole.
Yes.
And so we're gonna need to.
What if it's in a hole
So we're
by
gonna,
the river by a bent oak tree?
it's all the same.
Oh, rock confused.
So
Or maybe the hole's in the tree. That's another possibility.
Oh, rock really confused.
when are you going back to get the magic item, Kel?
In the morning.
In the morning, she said that she would be done. She would spend this evening doing
Oh, it's
what
still
she
night?
needed to do. Well, that's where we left off. We were
Okay.
camping, and the troll approached and tried. He was effing with the
Body,
coffin.
coffee.
Fire trap exploded.
Oh yeah, the
Burned him.
indefatigable donkey caught on fire.
No, I don't think anything caught on
Well, I think
fire.
it took some damage.
Oh, it might have. It might have, I guess, because it was right there by it. But
Well,
it
let me go ahead and try on
didn't.
those
It
boots.
doesn't destroy the thing that it's protecting. So we didn't
I seem to remember that being explained.
So I guess we got to set another one
Who
then.
cast it on there again? That was Pikel,
Pikel,
wasn't it?
yeah.
I seem to remember that.
I'll go ahead and try on this boot.
That was really useful though. He didn't get away with it,
That's right.
and he also didn't unleash the stink of
Did
the crap.
Pikel
body.
recast it?
He has not.
Okay.
This is like just happened.
Oh, this is.
So
Oh,
that's where
okay.
we ended.
I got you.
So do you want to try on those boots to see if they do?
Yeah,
anything?
give me those boots.
Here you
I want to ask a question though. On catch up from the last game. Was I listening to it wrong? Did you have some sort of mind control over this
No.
troll at work?
No, I had mind control on you.
Well,
Because the troll was trying to mind control you.
So yeah, he charmed you.
and then
Troll
I
did.
used my anti-mind control ring. I gave it to you. It stuck itself onto you, and then you broke control of all of it.
Oh,
And gave it
okay.
back to normal. Then I took it back. And
Okay. Cause like I said, I woke up in the
I
middle of you
forgot
guys.
that
It seemed like you were interrogating him, and he was
Oh.
like under mind control.
No,
Maybe it was me.
I
I was just assuming you were. I don't know.
He was
It
reading
weird.
his mind.
I had a mind
Okay.
reading potion.
Maybe
and then
that's
it's
what it
like,
was.
I
I'm
used
trying to
it-
understand.
I'm crossing
close
those.
listen.
I used one of my new spells
Weirdly, you have a lot
to
of static in your
establish a mind link with you because he charmed you and said, "You need to kill them."
Oh shit.
And I was like, Rob. And I was able to control your actions.
That's cool.
So I put your weapon down and you just stood there.
And
I didn't make you do anything stupid. I just kept you from doing anything harmful.
Good.
Does the duck dance?
I will put on the boots that,
That
have the
word
magical
co-raptize.
Correct. Is that like a ailment? I've got correct. I've been correct.
It's like baptized, but worse.
Yeah, but evil.
What baptized me?
You sprinkle some water. A church sprinkles some water on
What
your head.
baptized me? You say it like baptized, but worse. What baptized?
It's a
God
holy
stuff.
ritual.
What?
God stuff.
God stuff. I don't get it.
That stuff.
It's a holy ritual that people
Holy
undergo
ritual?
when they worship a god.
They sprinkle some water on your
We
head.
have to
before
do
they
that?
dunk you.
No.
Oh, okay. Good. I don't know how.
Something having to do with water.
You see Cobb's dice slip and slide?
Yeah. Checking it
Works
out.
with D30s.
Wham.
20.
Shoots it out of there.
Oh yeah, they'll fly out of there.
He doesn't like it when you use the dice.
It's loud. All right. Yeah, you guys.
So what am I remembering correct? It was nighttime. We were camping, and that's when he attacked.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I
So
think
and that
somebody was
like
on watch.
second watch, or was
Yeah.
that first watch? That seems right.
So in the morning, we're
Normally,
gonna have to
I
get some
take
shovel.
first. I don't know what I was that night, but
Oh,
normally I
wait,
was
does anyone here have a shovel already, or do we have to buy
I
it?
don't.
Michael has a shovel.
That'll work.
Why?
Because we might have to dig up the.
Oh, I thought we were going to bury this thing.
Oh, we might bury it too. That might be good.
Seem to remember something about trolls.
Wait,
I've run
did-
into them
whenever I
before,
killed
but
it, it
something
just
about
kinda-
them I just can't remember.
No,
Okay. I thought you. I heard.
I don't remember that anyway.
Oh,
Yeah,
he-
somebody searched it.
Troll?
when Mugleb was reading his mind, he was thinking something like, "When the sunlight comes, I'm gonna turn to this."
Oh yeah,
Stuff
he
like
was
that.
gonna escape, and
That's right.
whenever the sun comes, he'll teleport, and then we choke him out and kill them.
I put on the boots that he has to have magicalness.
Magicalness. All right, now go off a
Okay.
cliff. They might be some like feather fall boots.
I
What'd
know
that
what to
mean?
do.
You don't get hurt if you fall.
Is
far
there-
enough.
You're a barbarian, correct?
Yes.
You can like jump off a mountain and not get hurt.
Why jump off mountain? That's stupid.
I don't know, because it's cool.
That's not cool.
It's cool if you don't get hurt afterwards.
Not worth a chance.
Yeah, I can't fly.
Oh. Well, look, goblins are stupid. I mean, they would hurl themselves off cliffs if they thought it was funny.
Goblin talking about himself again.
No.
Okay. So you put the boots on, and they're on your feet, and you take your like other boots or whatever you wear on your feet are there, and
You feel evil now?
Do I feel anything strange or different or anything?
Jump
Able
up
to
and
use
down.
spellcraft on them.
I jump.
okay, you jump.
Maybe you could like walk on water with them.
Run around and see if you're faster.
I will run around.
Say you start to run, and you seem to run just like you always do.
Try it on water. Maybe like water walking.
Nice
boots.
leading there, cow dough. Maybe it's up though. Very good.
I will go over to the river and I will put my foot into the water to see if it goes into the water or just stays on top of the water.
It goes into the water, and then when you're over there at the water, roll me a level check at disadvantage.
Well, I'm over
Yeah,
there.
30.
We're probably over there with them.
There's one right here for you. The big red one.
Okay.
The rest of the game, I'm just saying.
Well, that's a 30.
Okay, never mind. Okay, and then what do you do?
I walk back to them and say, "Well, my foot went in the water."
Well,
Well,
do
that's
they,
where
think
you
it's
can
gonna-
be.
do they feel
Hey,
more
get 'em.
comfortable than normal boots?
They
What else
appear
could
to
a pair of
be.
boots be?
They're
I have
super.
no idea.
No one has really said this, but no one's really like examined them.
Yeah. That's what I was gonna say with
Are they
spellcraft. That's what I was
fancy looking?
May I
on them?
examine these boots?
Are they
Of course.
look like ordinary boots?
Yes, you may. You take them off, or you bend over and try to snap yourself
I'll
in
take
half.
them off.
All
Ouch, you
right,
ran.
so you take the boots off, and now you're standing there, and you look at these boots, and you notice that apart from some of the very fine, super deluxe leather and some stitching, you notice that on the soles of these, you see what appears to be this.
Does anyone else see
peanut.
it?
That is not what you see. That's a terrible drawing.
Bad infinity sign.
Bean.
He's getting better.
Man,
Now it's straight line.
welcome to Pictionary with.
It's a bus.
Wait, that looks nothing like.
No shit. That is like totally different.
It's a coin slot.
Does it look like a?
So that's what you see on
Oh God!
the
I don't
bottom
wanna-
of the shoe.
Does the
I don't wanna
sole look
say
like
it.
a spider?
So,
Maybe.
so the big drawing
Maybe.
is the shoe. Is that what
Okay.
you're doing?
Yeah.
I get it.
Okay.
Lee thinks he knows what this is, and A has no
What
idea.
is it?
Well,
A star?
so you see that, and then there you go.
Hey, there's like a spider-shaped
Can I
something
use
on the
spellcraft?
on the
Did
heel.
you
Did
See
you
if I
forget
can-
your dice?
I forgot my large bag.
See?
Yes.
See if it helps you climb.
There's a jar. What is that?
Okay.
Oh,
I have dice.
Boots of
We have
spider
dice.
climb. Oh,
It's all the same.
Oh, you've got some dice here.
it's a jar
Yeah.
full of shit.
I'm just being a resident tizzle.
See if it'll help you climb that tree.
I go over to the tree and I put my foot on the tree.
Okay.
Like I try to.
And you, your foot sticks to the tree as if it was
I could use those.
somehow able to stick to the tree.
Oh, I put my other foot on the tree.
They're boots of spider
Okay, so then
climb.
you're like,
I start running around in circles on the tree.
okay, you need to make a dex check
Oh.
because you've never done this before. Make it a disadvantage. of a
Oh, you
20.
could like fall off the
Okay.
tree.
6 was my lowest. 9 was the other one. I forget
Okay.
what I mean.
You're trying to get under your dex.
Well, I did.
Okay, so
So
you
the
run.
high
around,
one would be your disadvantage.
you run around the tree like you
Fine.
said, and
Whoa!
Dude, I could
That's
use those.
cool.
I could use those.
I
Anybody
step
can
back
do
onto the
that.
ground.
Well, I don't know. What
They don't fit me, I'm sure.
Man, we could bring down.
I
the
don't.
wall
I
if
don't
we
need to run on the side of trees.
Well, you should write that down.
Oh, can I have?
Well,
Um,
maybe. I mean, let's see what else if we can figure out what else these items do.
So if they're useful.
maybe the
that's whole
ring.
point.
Maybe we could just try on these rings.
Here, try on this one.
Eddie,
which ring do
no, Michael.
It is one of the two that have strong
I'm
magic.
gonna put on that ring, on like my other hand, away from there.
Oh, no, the rings fit me. So they don't-
Yeah.
Well, where are you're the one that has all
I have.
these, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I
So
think
what did you give something to him?
Yeah, I just
Oh, okay. I
said
didn't
here,
know that.
try this ring.
So
on.
you try a ring on. Which one? The one
There are
that's
two
not, the one
that-
that's not being identified.
Yes, one of the two that were strong.
Okay.
Quick, shoot some fire at
This
me.
is this is the one that the
He explodes.
Yeah,
Dang
It's
it.
just the rings that are.
it's a ring of goblin killer.
Oh
okay.
no!
So you put that ring on.
It was
and
random which
you
one.
start to think that you're and you
It's the ring of finger severing.
you don't feel any different.
Doesn't feel it.
Oh, I don't feel
Is there
it.
any inscription or
I will
engraving?
examine the
You
ring.
start to feel like a goblin.
The one ring to rule them all is what's written on the side here. I wonder what that means.
Hey, what does that ring look like?
You are according to this, if you have spellcraft, characters with
I do.
proficiency can also make checks to determine if an item is enchanted. Well, I guess you already know that because somebody
I
has
didn't
to
Yeah,
check
but
magic.
can I get more specific?
No.
See- no. Can I still
But-
look at it?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm
you look at this
examining
ring, and it's made of metal. It has a gem.
What kind of gem?
Are you let's see.
Gem.
Is it what color is it?
No color.
It's
What color is it?
white.
Oh, so it's like a quartz, I guess.
Or diamond,
Yeah, that's another.
Quartz or diamond or some other type of
opal.
white. Nah, I mean opals.
Is
It
it
would
cloudy?
definitely be closer to quartz or
Is it-
diamond than anything else.
So
is
more
it
of a clear.
Is it clear, cloudy, or opaque? Opaque means you can't see.
It's clear.
Okay.
It's just about
I know.
like half the size, even smaller than this dice here. So half and then half again. So a quarter of this dice is the size of the diamond, not maybe
That's not very
Still a
big.
pretty big diamond.
Quarter
For
carat,
diamonds,
maybe?
yeah.
Quarter
If it's a
carat,
diamond.
No.
not that. That's big.
No,
a
that's
quarter that
a quarter of
dies.
that.
a quarter of
Quarter,
that
that's
would be
a
like a
several
20
carat.
carat
Yeah.
diamond.
Yeah, very much so. If it's
That's
a diamond.
for a diamond. That is
Yeah.
a big gem.
A speck.
I mean, it ain't
quarter
a D&D
Ooh.
Yeah.
big gem.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome, ring.
And
I might keep it. No,
The,
I don't have it.
the band looks
So
to
you're
be like a
planning to
polished
keep it?
silver.
Not give it back. That's what you said.
And that's all that you can. And when
Any
you look on the
engravings?
inside of it, you can roll a spellcraft proficiency at disadvantage. Do you know what you need? It'll be on the front sheet.
Well, I need 7.
So he sees
Okay.
a marking.
So roll 7. You want to get a? What you
I got
missed it?
16.
Okay, so there are some tiny little runes, but they're so small they're hard to make
I
out.
found some runes on this thing if you want to take a look at that. But that's a pretty good diamond that could probably go for a good bit of money.
Now let's find out what the magic is before we
yeah,
consider
it's
selling it.
magical. It's. I don't think the diamond matters.
Yeah. Well, maybe the diamond is enchanted itself.
I'm gonna look at the other ring.
No, here's what I have: leather straps, 2
Punch.
rings, and the boots.
I thought they were.
And 1 ring is being identified by the potion lady or whatever.
I had 2 rings with strong magic,
I
1
got-
ring with overwhelming magic. Boots had strong magic, and leather strips had faint magic.
Okay. Well, I only have 2 rings written down.
Okay, so is that what it is?
Yes.
Okay, all right. That's
So one of them's overwhelming, the other one's regular,
strong.
strong, or whatever.
Okay, in that case, if someone were to put up 500 gold, we could get this other ring identified.
I'll do it.
We don't need to get these boots.
Right, now that we figured that out,
That's good.
What else
I'm
you got?
gonna-
You got straps now.
leather straps.
What exactly are these? I mean, can you describe what?
Yeah.
Just a strap of leather. I mean, I'm trying to
It
understand.
looks like something that has like a
I just
tiny
gave
leather,
500.
maybe like a button or something, and it's got, and the other end's got a hole, so like it could be formed
like a
into
bracelet, maybe.
I just gave you.
Put it around my
Yeah.
wrist, and it's like, hey, it fits.
I just gave you 500 gold
Got anything on it? Any,
Okay.
for funding purposes.
I will look at them.
the leather
markings.
strap, other than
More
appearing
closely.
to be of perfectly polished and 0 like cracks or frayed parts, it does not appear to have anything else about them.
Maybe if we strike at it, it'll like deflect the blow.
I will give them to Rock. Put them. Will they fit around your wrist like it does mine?
I don't know. I try without breaking it. Does it seem to go around
Okay,
my
as
wrist?
soon as you touch it, you don't even have to roll. It makes you ill.
Oh.
Then as soon as you let it go, you're like, oh.
Oh, that made me feel really bad.
Damn, maybe
don't
I
know what
was
it is.
here. I'll,
Strange.
let me
I have
touch
no
it.
idea.
I go and touch it.
I'm gonna put
I've never
them
felt that
both
one.
on my wrist.
That's
Okay.
like drinking
So
way
you
too
put them
much.
both on your wrists.
One on each
And-
wrist.
Oh, there's two. I got you.
Nothing happens.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna wear them for a while, see if anything.
There's
When I go into battle, if anything.
Maybe if
happens.
maybe it's
I
only him,
touch-
but what happens if
I touch
it?
him on the shoulder just to see if I feel ill. Just touch him on the shoulder.
You need to say versus spells.
Me?
As he's doing that, I reach my other arm out. I say, grab my wrist there and see if it makes you ill.
I'm gonna try it. I'll try it.
I rolled a 15. I need a 13. I did say.
Okay.
What happened?
I don't know yet. Did I get some?
Hang on.
Or,
You,
Let me go and get some instructions. Hello?
You know that
so I yanked my hand off.
There's
real
something-
Quick, right? I assume.
there's something about him that like he's got like he smells like he's putting off this smell. Like, ugh.
That's what my saving throw. I mean, like it wasn't.
Well,
I
you're
didn't
not-
feel something.
Probably you're
overcome me.
not
No,
repeating
it's-
spells.
I'm only describing it as the
Okay,
best
I'm
I
just
can.
trying to understand so I can
So-
play it.
Makes you nauseous
So-
when you touch me?
So I touched you, and then I yanked my hand like, oh, you smell bad. But I don't smell anymore when I'm not touching him.
Right.
Correct? But, oh, you're fine now. I touched him again.
And that same and the longer you hold it on,
Oh.
then like
Oh.
let's say you were to just be like holding on to him.
I tried.
Okay, then you make a save versus spells.
he just fall over unconscious.
19.
Okay.
Oh,
So then if you continue to hold, it's
Oh.
like now
you really smell bad, but only when I touch you. I sniff you without touching you.
That's
Now you normal now. What? Them weird.
Yeah.
I meant
They
so I tried
have
to
some
touch it.
magic to them.
Well, you said you put your arm out.
I
towards
reached
him.
out for him to. I told him go ahead and try see if it made him sick like
tried.
it did him when he
You don't
touched it.
feel any different than you would if you touched Brother.
I don't feel any
I
different.
also try.
Okay, you touch him and you feel no different.
I'll just touch another kelp here. Well, I guess it's ogre repellent.
Something. Maybe that's it.
Oh,
Maybe it is some
I guess-
sort of protection from ogres.
it works.
I guess that's useful if we ever
Correct.
find a bunch of random ogres.
Did Caraptus ever smell bad whenever you were
Nope.
fighting him?
No,
Well, probably because you're hitting him with your
Not
weapon.
that I
Oh wait, no, you were touching him on the.
I was holding him, trying to rip his head off.
Maybe you didn't
He
have
never
him on.
smelled at that point, or at least it never described.
Correct.
Yeah, I don't remember
Although
him wearing them.
now that you think about
He
it,
didn't wear.
you're like, maybe.
Maybe he did.
Maybe it was just
Yeah,
plot
but maybe
convenience.
because you were in the heat of battle that.
I don't
But
remember.
you're like, and I'll let you make a wisdom check
Oh,
at normal chance.
So that's gonna be.
see, wisdom's a decent chance. It could be intelligence.
A 4?
Yeah,
I thought your intelligence was.
No.
I thought your intelligence was high.
Yeah.
Or I mean your wisdom.
Quit the meta talk.
What'd you say to roll?
Wisdom check.
What did I just roll?
Said you rolled.
Did I say what the number was?
I thought you said
Oh.
4.
What was my-
I don't think you
Oh.
did say what it was.
I don't remember what I rolled. Can I reroll? I rolled the wrong roll.
Sure.
I don't remember what I rolled. I did not. I made a save.
Okay, fair enough.
I did not make a check.
I'm just trying to help you out.
I know. I looked the wrong one.
I'm just trying to help you.
Well,
I don't know.
I'm figuring some
I
stuff out.
don't remember. It was.
Are you going to keep that ring on?
It was a busy fight.
Should I?
Well, I mean, it might.
I don't really feel anything bad about it. Maybe it'll come in handy. So.
You may.
I'd recommend we get this ring checked out.
I agree.
Unless maybe I punch something and it like
Oh.
breaks instantly.
What if you take ring off and then try to touch it? Maybe then maybe ring protect me
Alright.
from
Well,
it.
I'm not-
Hey, maybe I'll try it. And I take off the ring.
Yeah, he
Then
didn't
I-
get. He didn't smell nothing
Yeah,
weird.
then I try-
Well, I'm.
And then you try to touch
He-
yourself.
yeah,
and
He
you-
a weird monster
You
like
do.
me.
Oh,
and then nothing unusual happens.
All right, that's
You don't
it.
get any weird sense
Oh.
from it.
Oh no.
It's over repellent or something.
It-
Apparently.
Well, I guess he was planning on killing us all, so I guess that would be a good thing to have.
Yeah, that's weird, but okay.
Well, I don't know what this ring does. Maybe if I punch something, it'll like
Well,
explode.
I can put it back in my pouch.
Here.
Okay,
Hey, let's try out the other ring that you have.
I don't.
That's the one being.
Yeah, the strongest one
you had
is
3.
being identified. I thought so too. I thought so from the start,
You got 2 dollars.
but I found out that
That's
there
how
are
they
2.
bought it the
All right,
last
so we
game.
have 2 bands of
Yeah,
ogre
or-
repellent,
Maybe it was the game before.
one
Yeah,
boots,
Michael
2
purchased.
a pair of boots of spider climbing, and 2 unknown rings.
And I marked that off of my list, so you did write them down, right? Okay.
Boots of sticky feet.
Do you need? Do you need them, or could I have them?
Well, what need you have for?
Oh, I'm good at climbing, and that would only help.
Well, then you wouldn't need them.
Alright, you don't need it if you're good at climbing.
Yeah, but I can. I'm
You
also.
can't climb.
I'm also need ways to sneak into places, of course, for whenever that's needed. Not that I'm.
Well, maybe then it'll be to
You found
rediscussed.
dogs.
What?
I did.
Anyway, what?
So maybe then it'll be rediscussed if you need a
Oh.
specific instance.
Yeah, I guess so.
Just like the hat. We discovered that I needed the hat, and then we dealt with it at that time. You know.
Oh wait, can you walk up the sides of people though?
Maybe go, go over here and let's try.
Oh no, not
Maybe someone big enough.
Yeah, try it.
I don't think Rock would enjoy me.
I
climbing on him.
actually would like to see it.
You want me to climb
Yeah, I
up?
want to see if it works. That seemed fun.
I attempt to climb up Rock.
It's ready whenever you want it.
Awesome.
You want some now?
Yeah.
Black?
Yeah.
Hey, what's it blue?
Yeah.
Add some food coloring in there. It'll be fine.
Have you got any Avatar coffee?
I attempt to climb up Rock with my boots.
It doesn't look as dark as I should have been.
Your alchemy skill is not high enough.
Failed your alchemy check.
Alchemy 1.
I told you, Cap, you gotta start using fresh crowns, not the ones you've been using all year.
Uh-oh.
There's a difference between dirt and coffee grounds.
He's rejuvenating.
I climb up
You can
rock.
tell me if this
with
is acceptable.
my
If it's not, I'll.
You have to say 8 or
Thank
9
you.
more.
Worry monkey.
Anyway, we're trying to climb up rock.
Yes, I attempt to climb up rock with my boots.
I told him I'd like to see it work.
You can.
All right, I'm standing.
So is he
on
like
rock.
literally like walking up like this? That's
That's
Wow.
amazing.
I just start climbing around rock
That's awesome.
until he tells
It's
me to
really
get off.
very kind of odd looking.
It is. It's weird.
Tall barbarian walking on this even
Rocks.
taller ogre.
Taking a
Wait,
stand.
That's really weird. That's really
Is
weird.
that okay?
Yeah, it's not super strong, but it is
Coffee.
tasty. It's strong enough.
I wonder if you jump, will you go and reattach to him, or will you flip and then land on the ground?
Well, I don't think these are changing gravity. I'm just kind of standing
How do you
on
know what gravity is? How do I know what gravity is? I don't know.
the power from the god that pushes me down. I don't think it's gonna make me go at him.
Well, I guess.
Okay.
Make an intelligence check, or I'll strike that from the record.
Okay. 6.
Is that successful?
Yes.
The god that is pushing me down.
The power
Well
of the god
worded.
that makes me want to go down.
I don't think Isaac Newton exists.
I climb off of rock.
That was different.
Yes. Let's never.
Those
do
could
it again.
definitely come in handy, I guess.
You know, they might fit you.
I don't really want to climb the sides and stuff.
Oh my god, we could like bring down a wall just by having you climb up on it. See if we
Yes.
can-
Very convenient. Very, very
Maybe I could have gone
If
after
I had
Badger.
my choice of something that had some magic on it, I don't really know what it would be.
Maybe I could have gone
Maybe
after
one
Badger.
of these rings will be helpful.
I'm trying to think of how these boots will come in handy when we're in White Plume Mountain.
I don't see
Oh,
how I would
we
be
can
able to
climb
do this.
around.
And the boots just don't seem like that.
Wait, remember there's a pit of water, like that pit,
Like that hat
in
of
White
his
Plume
was
Mountain. We could
Oh,
like
the ceiling.
climb above the ceiling, toss the boots, and then everyone could climb up.
I don't think we should risk throwing some boots across a giant pool of water.
No.
Well, there's no water in there now. At least I don't
There
think so.
could be.
Who knows?
Well,
Oh wait, there's also
whoever's
that
on
slidey
watch
trap.
should get back to it.
There's also
I'm
the
gonna-
slidey trap.
Are we
Get
still
some
in what's
rest.
considered first watch?
Yeah, what watch was it?
Pike will purchase tents too, so there's a big tent that you sleep have.
Oh yeah, we need the tents.
Are we on what's considered first watch still, or what?
I'm going to. I thought I said it. Maybe I didn't say it out loud. It's already the next morning. All this happened in the morning.
Okay. Okay.
Well, that's fun.
Well,
So
I
should we
feel
go?
well
Should we go and find the treasure trolls?
I think-
Yeah, let's find the treasure trove.
All right.
Health, you
That sounds like a
have
plan.
his gold. You can go get the other ring identified.
Yeah, we'll,
wait,
dig, we'll dig up the treasure.
Hey, do you want this coat to go and see if she's interested in anything? Inside?
Sure, I'll take it. I fold it neatly so nothing falls out of the pockets, and I put it in my duffel
Hey,
bag.
you know, I wouldn't be too adverse of keeping the actual coat itself once the ingredients are gone from it. Because
Okay.
that would be nice for some space for stuff.
Oh, definitely, a lot of pockets.
Here, lady, take these ingredients.
Hang on, it's gonna take a while.
So I say, you go with the ring and get the ring back and have her, you do that.
That rock tent.
I will.
And then Mugleb and I and Rock, if he wishes, we can take Pike's shovel if you're okay with giving it to us, Pikel, and we can go try to find some treasure.
Yeah, I'll dig.
We've got all
show.
day.
I'll dig.
You can use my shovel all you want.
I will take his shovel.
Great mortar and shovel will find
I'll
the
shovel.
treasure.
And then
You
you
can shove it till your dick
Tell me
falls
where.
off, bro. I care a lot of you.
All right.
That's,
Just throw it on the floor.
that impression was on point.
Okay, so you guys go first
No.
then.
Oh,
Okay.
I see
Well,
you're still outfitting your
We
people here.
set out on a riveting adventure to find a bent oak tree next to the river.
And Kel
No,
goes
a
into
hole next to the river with a bent oak tree.
Or a hole
Yes.
in a tree. We're just looking for a bent oak tree right by a river first, probably.
And what were you doing?
I'm
We're
going
doing a
into
whole
the town,
bunch of
into
stuff.
there.
Well,
And-
we have all day.
Mugleb, did you mark off
Then
the
we'll have
500
you
gold
knock
that
on
you
the
said you
wall.
Yes,
gave me?
I did.
Okay,
I always mark off the gold.
so I've taken that to get this other ring
I
identified.
always mark off my gold.
Nobody laughing. So
I
must
have
not
like
been doing.
I have just a bunch of numbers that are crossed off on the sheet. It's like, all right, no.
All right, so
What am I, a bank?
we'll go with who's looking for the lair of the treasure troll first.
We're all of us.
Hunting. We will go.
Okay.
Muggleb, Rock, and
Pykel, watch the cart. And
Yeah, Pykel
shit.
and
Addie,
Addie.
have fun with your cat.
Now this is after we do our morning rituals, and
Yes.
I pray with Brother Cal.
Let's see if he can learn the ways.
I'm interested in learning the ways. I'm interested in praying to this guy.
yeah, I do.
I'm
I
never
I
going
tell you
to
some
do what Brother
simple-
Cal does.
I tell you some simple prayers that give praise to Gahul.
That's just
I tell Janice to keep Addie and Pykel company.
Okay.
And then we set off.
We're down by the river shooting today. Mississippi. Shoot, I bought an AR-15. We put a bunch. I bought 2 cases of those clay targets. We put them into it.
Those work great for
Oh, they
target
do,
practice.
man.
I've used those too. I had a board, like a 2x3 board with screws in it.
I'm gonna
And I
make
would-
something
I
to
would
put them on
hang
because we
one
were
on
putting them
each
behind
screw.
vines on trees and they weren't going
Right.
very well. We're gonna do that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make something they can sit on.
Buddy's got a bunch of property on Merrimack, South Kinswick, or I mean on Mississippi.
Nice.
So yeah, I'm shooting across the river, seeing it splash on the other side.
That's illegal, just so you know.
Why?
You're not supposed to shoot across an open waterway.
It hit in the water.
Well, I'm just telling you, Sean. I'm just.
We're
If
using,
somebody else was
we're using the
there,
waterway for the backdrop.
you might consider that.
I wasn't the only one. There's about a dozen. But yeah,
Just
I didn't know
FYI,
Well, that way, if the cops came, you could shoot them all, throw them in the river.
same as you're not supposed to shoot across
take
a roadway.
take their outfits.
makes sense.
Yeah.
So
So
he stopped when the barges went by.
the people
Good
that are
idea.
going
I
to
just
visit
want
the
to-
treasure troll, please
Yes.
move your figures away from the campsite.
That'd be Rock.
Me.
Just you?
No, that's
That's
Addie.
Addie.
Oh, that's Eddie.
The big guy with the horn helmet.
This is you, isn't it?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's me.
And Brother Cal.
No, he's not coming.
He's
He's
going
going.
to town.
Oh, that's right. I'm
He's
sorry.
going to town,
Is
and I'm coming to.
this you, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so who's leading the way?
I guess I
Or
will.
is everybody
since
just
I guess
kinda
I
going
will
side by
since I
side?
got the most
I'm looking
info.
for a hole by a tree that's bent near the river.
He's small, so he's in front. I'm in the middle because I got the shovel.
I
and
also
rocks
have the
behind
most data over it since I read his thoughts directly.
You have the most what?
I have the first-hand experience of hearing it directly.
No, what did you say? You said I have
The most data.
most. What is that?
Information.
You're weird.
Yeah,
It's goblin speed.
it's too many books around a 10 upside-down pyramid.
What are books?
Uh, oh, I remember.
I didn't even know that did that.
Oh, that thing's always annoying.
Well, there you go.
Crap.
Now you don't need to do your special effects sound.
I wonder if it's.
No,
Oh.
You might have to press it.
that's
Do they both
gonna
do it?
come up great
It's
on
Do
depressing
they both
me.
do the cops?
Yeah, I think
Press
this
them both
other
at the same
one-
time.
Yeah, no. That's
Oh, not the
You go in the
Oh.
Oh.
We could always take out their speakers. That's an option.
Couldn't take the battery out. That's better.
I didn't know that was even there. That's makes them that much greater.
Yeah.
All right. So you walk to the edge of the river, and there it looks like there could be 3 different bent trees by the edge of the river.
Well, if only you had 2 more shovels, we could all just.
I have
And
my idea.
what I'm envisioning is that the river is not like you can't walk like la 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 to it. It goes, and then there's a 3-foot drop off,
That's what I was thinking of too.
and the
That's not
the
too bad.
trees are at the edge,
Well, at the
or
river's edge is what we're looking. Or is there one by the river's edge?
they're all 3 by the river's edge.
Well, is there any ones with like holes you can stick?
Not from where you're standing.
Look, I got an idea. See if Troll left marks on with his feet in the ground or disturbed ground or something like that.
I
Maybe.
guess.
Search for troll marks.
Anybody track?
Roll 30.
We do not roll. We do not track. Oh, should we all roll home?
If you want to look for troll
That is a
tracks,
22.
I'm also
you don't see any
I'm
troll
looking for
tracks.
tracks. 28.
You don't see any troll tracks.
11?
You don't see any troll tracks.
All right, let's go. Well, I go up to the first bent tree. Then.
What do troll tracks look like again?
I don't
And then
know.
foot of a troll.
All right.
Big messed up leaf area or broken branch.
As you all look back at the dead troll still tied to the tree.
Is the sun hitting it? Did it do whatever they said it was going to do? Or
Just,
something?
just hangs there with his tongue.
No.
Its eyes all little back in its head,
It's not.
starting to turn colors. Yeah.
But which way is he turning?
Huh?
Which way is he turning them?
So it's turning colors?
Yeah.
Left to
Which is he
right.
turning this way?
See a true color. That's why I
Oh, God. It repeated.
Enough.
See, that's the noise its victims make whenever it's
Very
in.
true. Okay, so you walk over to one of the trees.
Yes.
You guys remain how far back, or do you go right, stay as close to him as possible?
I got a shovel in my hand. Just show me where to dig, and I'll dig. If we are digging.
All right, I'm gonna go up to the first.
So let's say you walk up, and you're walking this way.
Stick his hand in a tree hole.
And-
I'm going to eat it.
This is where the river is. So to see where the tree is coming out, you don't see any holes by the tree up on this part.
Do I see the tree? Any holes in the tree?
No.
Like, you know how like some trees open up and
Sure. Yeah, you don't see any.
I will walk
do I
to the
see?
embankment and then make my way down.
Maybe
Okay.
there's some
Do I see
brush
any
covering
marks?
the hole.
Do I see any marks?
Nope.
Anywhere?
Okay, so you walk doop, 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 like that,
Yep.
and now you're looking around, and you don't see a hole here, but this next tree down here, there is a hole, and it's got some kind of weird, like wood around it that's it's hard to see from there. You're like 30 feet away.
Hey, there's a tree down that way and it has a hole with some weird wood stuff. Let's go check it out.
Man,
And then
I
I go
couldn't have
that
said
way.
it better.
Okay.
I'll go and
What do
check
you
it
guys
out.
do? You go down there?
Okay.
Okay, so you go down there.
Well, I
continuing
go
on
on
the
the top
wall.
side till I get to the tree. And then I'll
You
go
can
down.
see the hole in
Yeah,
the embankment and the tree, and on the hole it looks like it's got a wooden door,
Cool.
and then this little wooden
I wonder if we get to
like
meet
a
his family.
triangle above the door, and it's got something written on it that you can't read.
Can I read it?
I don't know. Are you gonna go over there?
Yes.
I will go-
I'm going over
I
there.
will walk up from the wall, look over, grab Muggleb, and then bring him down.
Okay. Okay. So roll your. Do you have don't you have like a read languages thing?
Oh yes, I do. But I also was able to understand the troll. I'm not sure if that would help.
I like to imagine that
What's
Muggleb
your-
has
what do
to
you
roll
need?
that in kind of closer to some
45.
language.
I made that with a 31.
So you roll the 31. Okay. It says home sweet home.
Oh, it says home sweet home. I wonder if we're gonna meet the troll's family here.
Rock, you want to come on down?
Come on down.
Hop on down to your bank, I guess.
So if you get down, you would be basically standing in the water.
Okay.
So that's what you do. Okay.
I come off the wall and onto the ground.
So
Okay, I don't just like, ha, but I.
You mean you jump in the water as well? The water, like I said, comes up to the bank, and then there's a hole in the cliff, for lack of a better
Here, I
term.
stick an arm out. Here, come on, walk on down. On the
Oh my
bank.
God.
Okay, I walk onto Rock's arm.
Okay.
See, useful, right?
Dude, and then as you put your
So
arm down.
you got Ene carrying Muggleb who's walking on right.
Man, this would make a whole lot of money on like a show. Chicken.
Okay, so you're all able to see where the tree comes out and the bend, and then the door in the cliff face.
Muggleb, go open that door.
No,
All right, I
no, nah.
Muggleb, go knock on that door.
Nothing. The only thing you hear is the running water going past you, and
I checked for
the
traps.
sound of wind going through the tree.
Oh, maybe
I
no.
checked for traps
That's a good sign.
Okay, where are you going to check for
at the
traps?
door.
Okay.
Does it look like Rock will fit in this hole?
So how are you going to check for traps when he's holding you?
Oh, can you put me down?
Oh, I figured I'd put him down and let him run over to the door.
Yeah.
For him to, there's nowhere for him to stand. There's water that goes up to the cliff face, and he's so short.
Fine, I'll tell him.
I'll
tell him where to
I hold
point me.
I hold him out to check the door. I
Okay.
give him something to stand on me,
All right,
Okay.
so he
roll
can
that.
reach
roll.
the door.
I don't remember. That was a worse roll. I know that though. I think it was like I didn't make it anyway.
Okay.
You may have not heard
You
this
don't find any traps.
All right, I don't find.
So you heard a question he asked before. I'm curious too. Is this hole or this doorway look big enough for me to go through, or does it look like?
No, it's
Okay.
I'll
I'll wait
my
it's
size?
very
It's
small.
about my
I'll wait
size.
outside then.
Muggleb might not even be able to fit in it.
All right, I
Did
opened
this
the
troll
troll
look
that
like it
small
would fit in it?
also?
No.
Well, I opened it up though.
So you turn to open it?
Yes.
Okay. Well, it's doesn't want to open.
Well, then I'm gonna pick its lock.
There's no lock there.
What's the triangle? thing you
Punch
described?
it.
You said there's a triangle, and then there was something you couldn't read
It
about.
says "Home Sweet Home."
I know the home sweet home, but what was the triangle?
Oh, it wasn't a triangle. It was just a rectangle shape of the sign above the door.
Oh, I thought you said triangle, but that's fine. Okay, so it's just okay.
All right, if you
Oh,
want to
so
get
this is the next thing on the door. It's like let's
quick, punch the door open.
punch the door.
Yes, it won't open. I want you to just break off the door.
Is there a handle?
No.
Is there a window?
No, not that you can see.
Is there anything I can get my hands on?
Just punch it.
I mean, you can certainly grab the door frame.
Is the hinge? Are there hinges? Are they in the inside or are they on the outside? If
You
there
don't
are-
see any hinges.
Just rip it off.
Just punch it.
I'm gonna lean into the door and see if I can push it. If it wants to start to give way as I put more
Roll me a dexterity check.
check.
Yep. You went low.
No.
Okay. You think that as you kind of start to push, the mud in the river starts to slip, and you're unable to get a firm footing to be able to put your weight into it.
Okay.
Like you're like, start leaning.
Yeah, I got
Which
you.
means you're like on his hand. You're like going, "Arr!"
Well,
So you need to make me a dex check to see.
well, I may have not said
Well,
it, but I would have not. I would have put him down to lean into the door. I wouldn't. That wouldn't make sense to me. I didn't
I made
specify.
that
But
five.
when he said we didn't find any traps, I didn't think I was thinking. Does that mean he would have to be in the water at that point?
Yeah.
Oh well, here, hold on.
But as it turns out, you didn't fall, and he didn't
yeah.
fall.
Okay.
So that's the way it works.
I know. I
I
put him up
will-
on my shoulder.
I will move back
Okay.
to
Not
the wall, and I will take my glove and I'll just put him back up on the land.
I can try to axe it open.
Yeah, just
That sounds fine.
that's what I'm talking about. Break it.
Yeah, just break it
You
open.
said punch.
Yeah, make a hole so maybe you could like.
Like I said, you're standing in not
I understand.
firm footing, so
I understand.
So
Maybe we got that shovel. We can just dig from the top down into it.
yeah. I mean, I take the shovel, and
Okay.
I'm gonna try and dig around the door frame and see if I can just like scrape it away to where it's. It looks like it's in the mud embankment. Yes,
Mhm.
I'm gonna see if I can't just scrape around the door from the outside
can.
of it and see if I can get at least enough to put a hand on it and maybe pull it out the
Okay.
frame.
You just with a few good. Make me another dex check. See if you can do that. No, okay. So you take the shovel and you start to go like that, and then your feet start to slip again, and you're like,
Is
"Oh,
there a tree branch?
there's a tree right next to the hole."
I hold on to that tree with one arm and use the other one to like carve out around the
Okay.
until I can get a handhold like through and around the door
Should we
frame.
like get a rope?
And then I'm holding on to the tree. I'm gonna pull it with all my might to pull the frame and door outward.
Okay.
That's my thought. Or goal.
Roll a simple strength check.
Ooh.
Throw a different die because that one keeps rolling extraordinarily high.
I think that'll be your battle die.
No problem. 7.
All right. So you reach in and you pull the door out, and some mud falls or what have you, and then as you look in there, you see in this. Well, you don't really look because you just pulled it off, but you see there's a hole there, and there's it's dark in there.
I put a hand up to grab Muggleb. Here, come here.
All right.
And I grab his whatever he's wearing and hold it tight. So I lift him up. And put him
Just got
down.
me by the back. Like,
And then set him in the hole where the hole's above water, right?
It is.
I set him right in the hole so he's not in the water.
So the only way you can get in this hole is if you crawl.
okay, I'll crawl. Do I have anything on my infravision?
As he puts you in the hole, and you like grab in, you start to crawl, and with your infravision, you can see in there what appears to be miniature mama and 2 baby trolls.
Oh.
And they're all
I knew we were gonna find their
Hey.
family. Oh, pull me out. Pull me out.
Is his feet sticking out? I mean,
Yeah.
All right, I
Pull
pull
me
his
out.
you pull them out, and then from the inside you hear.
I found his family.
Did you see treasure?
Can you talk to him?
no, I don't know.
Can you talk to him?
Well, yeah.
Tell them to get out.
Hello in there, Goblin.
Just
Trolls
demand
evil.
their treasure.
Look at the
Just be
Goblin.
like, hey, give
Well,
us your treasure.
hang on. Maybe they'll give it to us before we have to threaten them.
Okay, you hear a couple sounds from inside, like something's moving around.
I think they might be trying to go somewhere. Can we like carve out this?
I take my rope, I tie it around his feet or one of his legs.
Okay.
This way we can.
Now I can pull you if you go further in and need to come out. Just holler and I'll pull you out.
All right. I'm gonna go in.
Okay, so when you go on in, you see with your infravision, you see them moving further back into smaller tunnels and fleeing.
Oh, there are a lot of
But
tunnels.
then as you get in there, it kind of opens up into a bigger room, and you see like miniature furniture and a little table and a
This is perfect. It's like
kitchen
good for
area,
food,
and
yeah.
but you're all like
I-
cramped in there.
I
You
feel
have
much-
a very hard time
I feed as much rope as he needs.
situated. You know, everything's like a pain. It's like being under a car and you're working on it. Everything's a pain in the ass when you move. You bump into something, there goes like a bookshelf, and you try to roll over and
So what? Wait, I'm gonna just pull out one of their miniature books.
okay.
Do they have words on it?
It's got something in it as you try to open it up. It's like that big,
Huh.
but you do see something interesting
Where?
out of the corner of your eye.
It's the
Appears to
naked
be
mama
a
troll.
little yeah. And she's she's definitely gonna give you the business. All right.
Oh, you said it.
Yep. There she comes. What do you do? No. You see what appears to be a miniature chest. You will.
Wait, actually, no. First of all, I'm gonna check it for traps.
How?
Check the lock.
Yeah, it's really small. You need
So?
to. You can
He
go ahead and
sniffs
roll your find and remove traps
Not
at
traps,
disadvantage.
Okay.
And you got to roll it twice and
Three
take the
gold.
highest of the two
Well,
rolls.
84. I
Okay,
messed
you
it up.
automatically. So as far as you know, you check it for traps. You don't see. Anything.
Fine, then. I'm gonna hold my nose in case it's some sort of weird gas trap. I'm gonna.
You gonna grab it. Okay, and then what?
Like, open
So you
it.
have
like
it.
no, I like open it. Well,
So you go ahead and open it.
yeah. but it's-
Okay.
Or,
It explodes.
and however, if it like starts to lift up, then I'm gonna put it back down.
Okay.
Oh, like,
So
yeah, like
let's
that.
see. You need
So
to
let's
save
see the
versus
kind of-
spells, but
Oh.
at disadvantage because there's nowhere for you to move. You're stuck.
If it's some
So roll a 20. Take the lowest of the two rolls.
sort of-
Meow.
12 both times.
And is that a save versus spell? You know where to
It
look?
was,
All the way to the right.
yeah, no, it was 13. Yeah,
You need a
no.
13? So you fail.
Yeah, no.
So
Yeah, no.
the chest bursts into flame, and it's like in the air. You're like, ah! And you, from the
I
inside,
pulled.
you hear,
I pulled.
when
I
you
heard
pull
him.
out.
He said, "Ah."
He's like on fire.
I tried to.
I pulled out and then watched. With fire.
Margleb, on the initial blast,
And then I raised him out of the water. If he's still on fire, put him back
you
in.
take 14 points of fire damage.
Did that in
Yes,
the water.
and you did exactly
I
what you
dipped
said.
him if need be a couple times.
Did I
In
see
your
the ground go like
face.
No.
Poof.
Yeah, and then a little smoke comes out of the ground.
the grass starts to burn from the bottom?
But you do notice there is a little bit of smoke that does start to come out from a little thing.
What happened?
And you're like, you
Oh,
look at
tried
it,
to
you
open
can
up their
see
tiny chest
a
and I
tiny
got
little
blasted with
chimney.
a fire trap.
Was there anything in it?
I got a taste.
I put my finger.
Was there anything in it?
I don't know.
Well, go back and find out.
Fine.
Are you
You
okay?
try to break it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I start
Go on
to
in.
like open it up.
I'm fine, but I don't
Okay,
know.
the
when
ground's
I'm-
really hard, so you can destroy the chimney if you want, but then if you want to dig with your claws into the dirt,
We
you
have a
can.
shovel. If hey, you know we have a
That's,
shovel if you guys like
too much work.
excavate.
I
Go on in there and
All
find
right.
out. Grab whatever you get. Bring it out. Don't
I
open it.
go in again.
So you go back in there.
Is it on fire?
Yes, the whole place.
Oh, well, is there anything valuable?
No, the whole place isn't on fire, but you go back in and there's smoke. So
Well, I stamp out the fire.
If you breathe in the smoke, it won't be in the.
I
tunnel
blow
anymore.
away the smoke,
Then it'll
get
be
like
in the
away
lungs.
from it, and I pat out the fire.
eventually you go back in there and you can see that the chest is destroyed and
Anything in there? Well, like gold.
yeah, burn things.
Well, gold isn't gonna catch
No,
fire. Anything like intact.
no.
The magical scrolls are
It was his daughter's hope chest.
Oh. Dang it, the college fund.
Someday, Daddy, these spells will make me human.
Boom. Oh
And you
no!
won't have to beg down at the treasure troll slot house.
Tragic rolls.
Maybe
Why does
that-
Daddy always come home with dirty knees? Quiet and do the dishes.
Oh no! Man, I killed the father. We killed the father. didn't
I
we?
killed the father.
Oh, well, now to kill the children.
If you want to become their dad, go right ahead.
Eat your dinner.
I'm your new dad.
Daddy's home. First, we're gonna paint your room a color that isn't stupid.
Then we're gonna throw your toys in the trash.
We're reading books from now on. Give me your Xbox.
What are you guys talking about?
I don't
He's gonna
know.
rub his junk on his drum set.
You don't get me, stepdad. Shut up.
Nice. Okay, now what?
Well, I guess I'll look for anything
Nice.
else that's interesting in there.
Okay. There's
Smoke.
yeah.
That's it.
There's like I said, there's all this
Are
other
they eating
living
anything?
things.
Are they eating anything?
I'm sure that there's something in their tiny little cupboard.
Sweet, I'm gonna check that out. Maybe you can find some tiny salt.
Okay.
A single grain of salt. It would have fed them for a month.
It's a troll salt lick, but to you it's a green.
I'm the only one who thought trolls were huge.
Why are they so small?
Like
The dad was like about
similar to
so,
rock
too.
size.
Yeah, how
oversized.
I thought
Oh,
like,
blow my mind
was
with
about as
tiny.
big as me.
It's like the one in Diablo, though. That's right.
Yeah.
That's a treasure goblin.
Oh, well, so these guys are
Well,
small.
yeah,
These are-
that's a treasure goblin. Not cool.
Not a treasure
Whatever.
I don't know. I just thought.
Wait, am I able to put my hat on this here? I wonder. Well, I'd probably grow too big. I was thinking I might be able to shrink myself, but I'd probably kill myself before I was able to shrink.
Okay, now what?
All right, I'm gonna take your tiny bookshelf. That's amusing to me. That's amazing. I'm just gonna take that. and I'm
Anything
gonna-
else?
No. Well, unless there's anything else that's interesting in the room, because I don't think I.
Whatever's in the whatever furniture you want to take, you can take.
All right, is there? So I can't go anywhere.
Well,
further,
does it
though.
fit
No.
through the hole
All right, I'm getting out of here. Well, yeah, it's probably not like that big. I don't know. All
Okay,
right.
so you leave.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I got there's nothing else in there, but I did get their tiny bookshelf. That's amazing.
You see him holding this tiny little bookshelf.
This is awesome, man.
I don't remember the treasure troll being tiny.
Yeah, well, I don't think it was, but whatever.
though? How big was this thing?
Okay, it's over there on the tree. It's
How
like
big?
size
Human size?
of mug love or maybe taller. Yeah.
Wow, that was a very small house then. Whatever.
Is it magic? Maybe in the hole or something? I don't know.
Maybe it
Can't
is.
be the treasure stash.
Well, so there were other trolls in there though before they ran
Maybe.
away.
How'd you know that this is where his treasure was?
Oh, I don't know. There's some sort
I
of.
don't know.
There was a treasure chest in there, and then it burst into.
How do you know? Because go look for this thing. What I don't.
Because there was a house in there.
He read the troll's mind.
Oh,
and
right.
coerced answers
That's what
from
you were
him.
talking-
And the mind said what or how did that
Oh,
work?
well, he said that there's a hole by a bento
Yeah,
tree
but-
by the river.
And that what was it that was supposed to be at this hole by the
Treasure.
treasure?
Treasure trove.
Do you think maybe
Maybe
his
another
treasure was his wife and kid?
Oh,
That's a dumb treasure.
Ding ding. The
oh,
dumbest character here is correct.
oh. Well,
Good thing I killed him. That was dumb.
oh, that's not cool.
Please,
This is a
please
waste.
don't have kids, Lee. Just
This
stay
is-
away from them.
This is a
If
waste.
that's the way you feel about it.
Well,
just
I
don't-
did get his tiny book.
Save them from your future beatings.
This is a waste of time. You can start to climb up on back.
Yeah, I guess it was. Hey, we found a tiny family though. Whatever. Well, I hope they're gonna be fun with a single mother now.
So the ogre grabs the top of the bank and pulls himself up, and
Can I come too? You pull me up too?
you're just sitting there in that hole, looking like, oh,
I yanked the rope
okay.
and just start walking with the rope behind me, dragging.
And meanwhile, an A's just still on his arm.
Okay, so you're getting keel hauled now.
I'm cool with it.
Say, well, no, you're not.
Well,
Say
Actually,
versus
can you lift up the rope a
do a
little bit
dexterity
more?
check, or you get
I started walking away.
drugged on a rope
And then-
and catches your arm. Like,
And then I grabbed
So
the
I
rope
went
and I
higher
just dragged the rope with
level.
me. So eventually, you know,
oh no! You suffer 1 point of temporary damage from your face getting caught on a rock.
I'm just falling behind
Which
Muggle
rock?
watching that
A
happen.
rock on the ground.
Oh.
not me.
I don't know how that works. Ah!
Okay.
Can you lift up the rope a little bit higher here, please? So I can not.
Yeah, so I looked the rope up a little higher. It's like 15
So-
feet long because I don't know how far in you
Well, I
are.
mean, so I'm not dragging on the ground. I'm currently getting my face smashed in by these rocks.
So I hold the rope up this high, and you still drag him on the ground as I walk away.
Oh, well, fine. I'm gonna get up though. I get up. And
There's a good idea.
I thought I was a little bit.
Please
Oh,
don't drag
or-
me. No.
Or maybe I'm tied to the rope.
I know the rope. Then I'm tied to the rope.
Can you just pick me up, Kip?
God, pick me up. I'm so tired today.
Rock, why can't you just pick me up? God.
Dang it! I'm taking too much of an impression
Okay.
on that family.
Get your own trolls.
I take the tied up troll off the tree, and I take it over to where this hole was, or the bank,
Oh.
and I drop
Where
it.
do you?
It was tied up to a tree.
Hold on. I was gonna say, where do you take the tied up troll on Tuesday? To the tree or to the family or whatever? Go ahead. So where do you take him? You drop him in the river?
Just put him in the tree if you're gonna.
I
do
take the troll over to where the hole
that.
was,
Oh my
off the
God.
side of the bank, and go.
Okay.
So yeah, it'll go splash, and then
Yep.
I walk away.
You're just gonna leave their father's dead corpse in front of their door.
Oh my God.
No,
I'm stupid.
No, we're gonna
I'm
impale it
walking
on the tree first. So they have to struggle to
I
get
didn't
him there.
think it through, and that's the way I roll.
I have nothing to say about it.
Why do they
There,
come out and
there
like,
was some point in
No,
that was
Addie
supposed
or,
to be good,
Michael.
but it didn't follow through in Rock's head, so that's what happened.
I train the dogs, work with the dogs. That's how I spend the rest of my time until
Okay. Meanwhile, in the town,
Meanwhile.
I give
you
Michael
go
a
into
shovel back.
town. And you remember the place that you're going?
Going to Wanda's magical elixirs.
There you go.
Fantastic elixirs. And
Wanda's, those are-
yes.
Mhm. I make my way. If the door is unlocked, I enter.
Ding ding.
A little bell. Uh-huh.
what'd you just call you?
Good
She
morning.
called you a ding ding. That's not nice.
And
Called
I
him a
head to the
bat.
counter where she
Ding
normally
ding.
is.
You look around, there's some weird ghost voice says, she just called you a ding ding."
I ignore it.
Good. And
Always ignore ghosts.
Ignore the
She
ghosts
comes out
of
and she
Muslim
says,
past.
oh, hello, Master Elf.
Greetings, Wanda. How was your evening?
It's pronounced Cal.
Very, very
The ghosts of Kelp past.
productive.
The ghosts
Good.
of Kelp present.
Um,
Ghosts of Kelp future.
This, and she pulls out the ring. She sets it on the counter, and you notice that the ring is made of a. Because I didn't describe it before.
No, I'm gonna
It's
investigate.
made of
Look at it.
a like a red stone material that's been shaped.
A ruby? Or
It with like it's got like a tinge of black to the red,
oh, a blood
Okay.
diamond.
and
That's actually really good. All right. What
it
kind
doesn't have any. You're not there.
of-
It doesn't have any gems set in it or anything, but it's just round like that.
Any
She says,
inscriptions or
No.
engravings? Just made
She
from
says-
smooth stone. I didn't notice how pretty this was before.
This ring
It's a piece of crap.
is
A ring of
has been in the possession of someone so thoroughly evil that the ring itself has some of that attached to it.
Oh my.
That's for starters. Second of all, this ring apparently was made from lava taken from the elemental plane of fire,
Whoa.
Wow.
and confers upon its wearer complete and total resistance and protection to fire or anything with heat.
Very cool.
I know how that could be useful. But for later.
You're not there.
I know.
So be quiet. You said you did it. You can't talk.
I know. I just had to for myself.
Bite your tongue, and then it'll remind you.
She says, I must warn you that the continued wearing of this ring may pose a danger, or, depending on someone's view of life, may fit right in.
Having fun downstairs, Colonel.
Yeah.
He's really excited about this ring.
Probably playing Roblox again.
Yeah.
Doing the exact same things over and over. Very repetitive.
Well, there's different
Oh yeah, but he
screens.
likes to stick with the same games on Roblox.
Well, this is certainly a powerful,
It is.
Magic
It's,
ring. Completely protects the wearer from flame and fire
let's put it this way.
and heat.
If you were if whoever wore this was to fall into a lake of lava, they would be protected.
Wow.
That,
Hence, I think that might have something to do with. And then she says, I dare not speak anymore for fear of attracting the attention of things that seek power, such as this. I'm guessing you probably know more of the history of this item than, and I don't wish for you to even tell me.
Okay.
I wish for you to take it and remove it from our town as quickly as possible.
I place it in my pocket, in my little bandolier pocket in a safe place. I do have another that I would wish you to identify. If you're able.
Let's see what she says, because she appears visibly shaken upon the presentation of this ring. Do you have a roll me a charisma check, straight charisma check on 20.
14 is higher than my
Okay,
I wonder
so
what the type
she
of
says,
the elements of
I
fire
don't
are.
think I want to do any more business with you.
Oh, Wanda, you've been such a big help and such a good merchant with your healing.
I appreciate your kind words, but the sooner that you leave, the better. And I feel like you carry secrets that could be the death of.
I am not an evil elf.
I don't sense that. I truly don't. But you are involved in something that I can only see ending.
And that is why I need your help. Because I am on a dangerous quest to rid the land of evil. And
Make another charisma check.
if I'm being totally honest, a 5.
Okay.
Which is below my
Yes.
charisma.
Okay.
And I must be totally honest, and these items did come from an evil wizard that my group defeated. And that's why this particular item was so, I guess, steeped in evil. But now this other ring did not have the same overwhelming aura of magic that the one because it was the most powerful, that is why I chose to have you identify it, and I could only afford to do one. But now I've gathered funds to ask you, please, to identify this other ring.
She says, because of your story I will do it.
I don't have another luck stone to help you get such a clear finding, but I do have the 500 gold.
Well, if you remember, the 500 was half because you added the luck stone.
I also have, and I pull the shirt with the many pockets, and I unroll it, and I say, this also belonged to the wizard. And these pockets are full of items, wondrous.
Yeah. Did you leave all the stuff in them?
Yes.
Okay, then you need to give me those sheets back. Because she says, let me see it. And she looks it over.
The stuff that other people took out of it should have been crossed off.
Yes, it has been crossed off.
All right, well, that's as long as they have it on their sheets.
A
it's-
few of the
it's not
items
gonna
have
matter.
been removed.
Okay.
But these spell components are wondrous and powerful.
She says, this is a very unique surcoat. She says, okay, for this, I will take it in lieu, and for 500 more golden coins, I will identify whatever you wish to be identified. At least I will try. Like I said before, I can't promise that it works every time.
There are 2 items. Can you do both?
Yes.
Fantastic. So I placed the diamond ring and I remove the bracelets. And I say, if you can tell us what this is all about, it would be such great help on our quest.
She says, okay,
I hope these items can help us defeat the evil.
You can come back tonight or you can come back tomorrow morning because it takes most of the daylight time to do this spell.
Is there anything I can do for you in the meantime?
No. Pray that your coming here is not a sign of things to come.
I will pray to Kahula
Since you are
to protect you and your shop.
And then she says, so will you come back at sundown or will you come back in the morning?
I will come back in the morning.
All right.
And I give her the 500 gold that Mugweb had given me.
Okay.
Does she give back the coat or does she keep the coat?
You're not there.
Well, I'm just asking for
You're not there.
details.
I guess you'll see whenever Kelp comes
When
back.
you're back.
Oh,
And then you leave?
I do.
Okay.
I bid her good day. Thank you again. May you have a safe and productive evening. Let me lock this on my way out.
I'll follow you out.
Thank you very much, Wanish.
And then when you leave, you hear the sound of a lock and another lock. And then you hear it unlock. A sign gets hung on the door, closed, and then goes back in, locks everything.
All right. And I saunter back to our campsite.
And just then, it starts to rain.
The refreshing shower of Kahula.
All right, and you go back to camp.
As I
is it raining back
scrub
here?
behind my
Yes.
ears and my
No.
neck.
Don't like rain.
I guess this is the first shower I've had since the desert.
Yeah, it feels pretty good.
So is he back?
All right.
At this point,
Unless roll me a d12. Let's see if anything happens on your way back.
you get mugged.
So I put my armor in my tent and whatnot, and I go out and I bathe in the rain.
A 5.
All right, nothing happens.
Uh,
So when you come back, everyone can be doing whatever you want.
I'm
You
bathing
said
in the
you're
rain.
doing
I
that.
take my clothes
Are
off.
you doing
I'm gonna
anything?
go and ask him. Hey, did she ever
Buck
bring back
naked
the
in the
coat?
rain.
Well, wait now. I just want to see if anyone else is doing anything.
Well, that's
You-
Working with the dogs.
that's my opening
Okay.
question.
All right. So
Hey, good idea.
And I'm buck naked standing
That's
there.
great. I start removing my stuff too.
Oh, hey, did you ever bring back the coat or ever leave me the coat?
you notice that he is not carrying the coat.
Oh,
It was in my bag. I left it with her. She wanted the that in addition to the gold to identify the other ring and the bracelets. You see, I'm not wearing them anymore.
So, do you ever get that ring identified?
Yes, it is very powerful.
What's
It
that
is a
one?
ring to protect the wearer from fire. I make sure that everyone is gathered around,
Okay.
as I
Very
described.
good.
It's made from lava taken from the
Michael, Eddie,
elemental
get over here.
plane
What?
of fire.
Sounds like it could be helpful in White Plume.
Well, I
Where's
do,
that?
Very
I do
much.
remember.
I don't know.
I do remember one trap in White Plume Mountain. It was like the metal heating trap. It would like
Mhm.
heat up the metal on you. We could all
This is made of stone, of lava, actually, from the elemental plane of fire. And because Caraptus owned it for so long, and it was made for him or by him, I don't know, there is an evil presence to the ring.
So we better not be wearing a cap.
What does that mean?
That means if somebody who is a righteous dude like myself
Righteous D.
would wear it, it could taint your soul, which is exactly what I'm trying to get rid of now
It'll taint your
because of
soul.
using his blade.
It's a tank.
Yeah, I did. With that in mind and knowing each of your beliefs and demeanor, I think the only one that could safely wear it would be our barbarian friend here,
Or
What do you
we
mean?
could just wear it very
because
sparingly.
he is more. He doesn't hold life in the same regard as the rest of us.
Oh, you mean like when he killed the troll yesterday? Or what?
Right. Or
That didn't seem right to me, but I mean, you
I
know,
would-
whatever.
I would have killed that troll. He could have come back. However, you know, we did find that treasure.
Yeah, I'm
troll's-
good with that. I don't care.
We did find that treasure.
I
troll's
don't even do anything
place.
good.
It was his family.
oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
However, I did get his bookcase. their
Apparently-
bookcase. And all
He
the
had
tiny books.
Small children and a wife in there.
So
Apparently,
that,
he went in and was able to see that.
that was
blew
his
up their
treasure.
house.
That sounds like probably what it was.
Unfortunately,
He did
we
return-
didn't get
he did
any
return
gold or anything. I was hoping that you guys might find a cool stash.
He
of
said he found
treasure.
some chests that blew up in this.
Yeah,
Oh,
if you see my
goodness.
burns here, I
Yeah.
Yeah. So
However, I did
who
get
knows
their
what was. He
bookshelf.
went back in, so there was nothing there.
it has a bunch of tiny
So he
books.
stole
Yeah,
their.
until you fix it, your clothes
He stole
do
it. He
have-
stole this
like burn
bookshelf
holes and-
of
yeah.
tiny books from the lair.
It's so awesome.
Huh.
I don't know. I thought I
They're
might as well
tiny.
keep it as a
What,
memento.
what
can't
language
look
are
at
they?
them.
I can't read them. It's super small.
And he's
Oh.
he's
Here, I
got
pull- I
like
pull out a book and I
burns on his flesh
Oh my!
that you notice.
You need healing.
Yeah,
No.
I have the rain house.
Improvement. No, put hat back on. You look fine.
Oh, so I put the hat on and
Does he look like a
does it-
burned elf?
He does.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Improvement.
Singe
when
on
he's
my-
when he's mug,
Improvement.
when he's mug love improvement. When he's nice looking elf boy, not so much improvement.
Perhaps.
Well, no, he
And the-
looked his. I think the hat changes it to look like whatever. So no, he doesn't look like a burned elf, but the damage is still there, no matter what.
Okay.
So
I
So he put
did
the hat
not-
on. I think.
I'm still like smoking off.
He looks so much better than before.
I pull the red ring out.
It's magic.
I have not put it on, so I don't know if there's
Hang on, here, let me see it.
a powerful thing that will try to take me over or someone who might wear it. But here's what I'm thinking in the sense of fairness, with you being the only
Not righteous, dude.
not righteous dude in our group, maybe
Righteous in his own way.
if you could let Mugleb wear the boots,
Yeah.
this could go to you.
But what
you
about-
could have the protection from fire.
Also,
What about
if you
you?
ever go
Maybe
back-
the boots work. This is just my opinion.
I'll be able to.
I got no problem with that because that sound. You know him better than I do. That sounds right. And yeah, it would probably hurt the rest of us or something. Well, why don't we wait and see what the other ring does? Because maybe the other ring might be better for him.
Right.
Then the
And
boots.
if that's
Why
the
don't we
case,
just wait? We're not going anywhere. Let's just wait and see what everything else is, and then you make the decision where things need to go. Then
You know what?
Well,
we don't know what the other things
I
are.
just
I'm really
wanna-
curious about these strap
Actually,
things. I
you
wanna
know,
why,
I want to know
why
too.
you smell.
I technically.
Yeah, that's kind of strange.
I'm not sure.
Mhm.
I'm not sure if that would work on me with this anti-mind control ring here. Would that be able to corrupt me?
I don't know.
well,
She said that a continued use, someone continues to wear it, it could cause
Okay, I
them
need a hug.
harm.
I need a hug. Hug.
Oh.
Turd.
Oh,
She said it
that's
could
sad.
cause them harm. All right, well, I
Well-
slip it on my finger. The
Oh,
red ring.
so you will give to him.
Well, we're just testing
Well,
it.
yeah, but I'm just seeing if I feel any.
What do you feel?
You slip it on your finger.
I have my ring ready to see.
We're gonna do an opposed wisdom. I'm successful, but it's very low.
I am unsuccessful, and it is very low. Oh, you
Well,
want to
check.
be okay?
What'd
so
you roll?
a 2.
Oh my gosh!
You got a
I rolled a
3.
3.
Wow.
Oh, man.
So
Your mind's taking over and you kill.
Oh, well, the,
your everyone here.
Yeah.
You
Oh, we're all staring at
No,
it.
yes, you all see this. No roll needed. He
Turns
blinks,
into
and his
Sauron.
eyes are now red, and he starts to clench his fists.
I grab him and I grab his hand. I try to take the ring off.
Anybody else?
here, wait, hold him still, and I can put on the ring. And
I'm also gonna help.
I'm taking the ring off. Hold him still. I'm going to
I
put
guess
on the
that's
ring. What
okay.
the fuck does that mean?
If anyone comes at you, you don't want that. So you have to tell me an action.
But I saved.
No, it was an opposed check.
You lost because his was higher.
Yeah, a 3D.
He rolled really low. You unfortunately rolled lower.
Yeah, that was a tremendous, interesting monkey.
There
Our
was
check
2 ways
lower,
for him to
yeah.
lose. There was 2 ways for him to lose, and you didn't.
Okay.
You
And you
beat him on
denied
the
Well, when he tries to grab me, then I will evade.
You'll parry.
Yeah, okay. If that's the term.
It is.
Yes, I'm trying to not let him grab me.
Okay. And you were just talking.
nah, I don't need
Do
it.
That's
nothing.
correct.
You'll watch.
Yeah.
And A, you're doing what?
I'm going to help try to.
Oh, actually,
Okay, so
Do you
basically
need
you're
help?
2 directions.
you're gonna do so
Here, I can also help.
roll. So you're assisting.
Well,
So roll a 20 to enter a square
Roll-
first.
if I see him helping, I
I
guess
can
I'll
reach
just
into the
parrying.
square without moving. What do I want to roll?
Wait, what did it?
You tell me what you
I
roll.
rolled
and
a
then
1.
I'll
Oh, I'm
narrate.
curious. I rolled a 1. I don't know.
Oh well, 1 is a failure no matter what.
Well,
You're
what did I
trying to
roll? I
enter a
was
square.
curious.
Do a level check.
What are the other?
I did a level check. I made my level check. What do you mean?
Do a level check. You rolled a
Oh,
1.
do a level.
When I said evade,
Oh, this was an attack. I thought we were gonna do like initiative.
when I said evade, I meant more like get out of the way, not
I
parry
rolled
and
2. I
attack.
made my level.
Use my
Dodge.
tumbling would be
Does the tumbling help your armor class?
yes,
Okay.
because I'm not attacking. I'm just trying to not.
Well,
be
that
grabbed.
I think. Well, that would just add on to your parry then. I think.
Okay. I'm not sure. Parry, I imagine, you know, parrying
Yeah.
weapon strikes.
I'll read you what it says.
All right. That way I know I'm saying the right
Yeah, I
thing.
think Perry.
Sometimes the best thing to do is to take cover and try not to get clobbered. Any character can choose to parry as a combat action.
Okay.
Parrying is a no-move action that's in effect for the entire combat round. If the character parries, he cannot move, attack, or cast spells. Parrying reduces a non-warrior character's armor class by 1/2 his level.
So I am trying to move.
So let's look up.
Try dodge.
There is no dodge.
I'm going to use my tumbling to reduce my armor class and make myself harder
Can
to
improve
hit.
his armor class by 4 against attacks. So
Well, apparently I reach out.
provided
and miss,
you
so-
have initiative and forego all attacks.
Okay. we
So
did
parrying,
not-
you don't have to win initiative for it to work.
Okay, and we didn't roll initiative, so.
So go ahead and roll it now. And let's see if
Okay.
I mean, but he rolled a 1, so it doesn't really matter.
All right, I just want to be clear on
That's
what
right,
I was
okay.
trying to
We didn't
do.
roll
All right.
initiative. We're supposed to roll initiative. That one didn't count.
So that's
Think
what
about it,
happens.
think about it.
That's what happens that round.
I wanted to also try to.
You assisted him, but he rolled a 1, and that says do it.
So I'm like,
When you assist somebody,
I
he
drop
gets to
and
add
roll.
1 to what he's trying to do.
We got it too.
Catch that elf.
Problem is you can't enter the square if he's already in the square. That's why assisting.
Okay.
Because if you try to wrestle him and you guys bump into each other, and then there's minuses involved for you. Okay, so now so that's what happens.
am I aware that something is making?
Yes, and mechanically speaking, what it is each round, if you want to try to break free, you would do a roll again,
I will do. Yes,
and
I
it's
will.
in addition to whatever. And then if you fail, like what you're doing is basically you're readying, right? So at the beginning of the round or at the end of the round, you'll try to break free.
Okay.
And then if you fail, then the next round you're like, no. And if they try to keep grabbing you, you're gonna.
Can I decide to take the ring off?
If you make the
If
you beat it.
okay, that's what.
All right. So at the end of the round, we're gonna resolve the jam. So roll it. Beat an 11.
4.
Okay. So he rolled. That's rolled higher than you. So no. So
Okay.
you start off the next round with red in your eyes.
I would try to do something.
Get away.
Okay. You.
I'm lunging after him this time.
Okay.
I guess I'll assist him too.
You'll assist as well.
I'm tumbling to
Okay.
reduce
now
my
you-
armor class.
Okay. So now it's initiative. So for your side, you can roll, and you roll for your side. Roll a d10.
6.
Roll a d10, brother Kelf.
5.
Okay, so you do win initiative. So all attacks against you are at -4.
And
So-
my armor class is 6.
All right. So you're gonna try
So-
to
so
overbear.
Does
roll.
2 assists help at all with that?
Roll a 1 again.
No, but a 3 ain't gonna help.
Okay. So once again,
Oh.
you guys all try to pile on him, and even with the bonus jam, he says, "Yep."
My movement is
I was
15.
rolling
I will
earlier.
take
I was rolling 19s and 20s all the time when I was failing that other check.
Okay, now if you move, they all get attacks.
Oh, that's right.
opportunity.
Right?
That's right. That's right.
But you're a monk. You don't
Except
get
I don't.
those.
They can't because I am an adept at evasion.
Correct.
All right, I'm moving.
Okay,
But
so
in order,
you only move. You only move half.
okay, I can. But for my tumbling, I can move. I just cannot attack. Correct. I just want to make sure I'm doing that. It was the parrying that said you can't move.
Correct.
Okay, so yes, I am taking my movement.
Okay, so he moves away, and being who he is, his class,
I understand how it
you
works.
don't get to attack him.
I'm continuing
And he
on pressing
moves,
whatever you want to
your
call
move
it.
is 15, so half of that is 7.
Okay,
Or 8, I'm sorry. So he moves 8 squares away.
I move with
So,
him or
stop it.
whatever. I'm trying to do the same thing. It's like keep moving.
Get back. Don't make me hurt you guys.
What's your movement?
Well, if you could take off that ring, that would help.
Oh no.
Okay, so
Or you could put on this ring. It's super shiny.
Kelp is 2 squares away from you. And if you guys try to move, your movement is even slower. So if you try to keep up with them, you're many more squares back. And in A, your move is probably what, 13 or 14 maybe?
I know, but it's bad.
Oh.
Yes, 13.
Okay, so you move 7.
Sweat.
And your movement was what?
So it's 12.
Okay, really?
So it's 12.
He's got
I
big
don't-
steps.
Do you have
He has
the?
big
do
It's
you
on the
have-
sheet. Says 12. That's all I can tell you. I don't know.
He has big
I don't know what dictates that.
Hold on. Let me
It's like a
double check.
freight train coming. Especially with the giant headlight.
Huh. Okay.
I just wanted to
Fair
see
enough.
if it was
She told
some
you it
sort
was
of evil
man.
presence, and yeah.
Could have given it.
I was gonna see. I was gonna
to
try and offer to put on the ring first, but
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm easy to
Just in the middle of
catch.
the day, right?
Well, not really.
It's not noon
Yeah, we
yet.
didn't give it to Rock. We'd never be able to keep him down.
It's between. Noon
Well, then
and-
you do the command
daybreak.
again, probably.
Well, we're
And I could do the. old
so
one.
I'm 2 squares away. He's 1 square away, and you're behind us somewhere. And then I guess you're backing away, trying to evade us still. And,
Yeah,
And
I don't-
we're
I don't-
pressing on. I guess
I don't have any
weapons.
weapons in my hand. My spear's over my
We don't
back.
have any out either.
Right.
Not that it
This is
matters.
where everything is.
We're
with that
just trying to hug you.
new round actions, and we'll start with you.
Flying hug at him, aka tackle.
This is where you are. You're having a hard time to keep up with them.
Well, I could. Can
I change
I
this
like get
a
those
little
guys to chase him too? What do they do? What is Pikel and Addy doing over there?
That's
It doesn't have to be in a straight line.
Well,
if I
then-
want to do something, he wouldn't be
if
necessarily.
it's not a straight line, then
he could be alongside.
do you want to
me
be
at
ahead
once.
of him, or do you want to be?
He could be ahead of me,
equal
but
to
I
him
mean
or
not
ahead of him?
directly.
I just want to be as close to him as I
Well,
can.
then you're going to be there because it's a straight line. That's the way it works.
Okay.
This is 1, 2.
I might try to get them to help because they're just standing.
They're running after him.
Well, I mean Addy and Pikel because they're just standing around. Come help us catch him.
Well, they're never going to catch it at this point.
Okay,
Well, I'm not
so
gonna catch him.
we'll start with
They may have
Actions?
spells that can
actions.
help contain me.
Anything? You don't have to do anything.
I can't. Well, I guess I can ask them. Can you guys do anything to help?
All right,
us?
that's fine. Okay.
You got to run away, Kelf.
I don't know what the book allows. Can I lunge after him? My size would give me the ability to move. I mean, my jump would be much larger than that. But can I lunge? I know he could roll away or whatever, but can I lunge after him at this distance? If I lay down, I cover this distance. I mean, I don't know. Is there such a thing?
No. But you can still try it.
I'm going to try and jump to get to where he is to like jump into him and grab him. Of course, he may not be there when I get there.
Correct.
That's what I'm going to try and do is jump after him to grab him.
You
Trying to grab him.
Or jump on it,
Okay.
well, however that works.
Tumbling.
All right, roll initiative.
Don't make me hurt you guys. Stay away.
Look at that. Straight down.
Like an 8. That looks like a 10.
3.
No, 3. Okay, you're first. So what do you do?
All of a sudden,
I
now
move
you know we could
15.
roll.
Okay, now
Did you
movement.
slam the dice right
You
down?
can
Well, it
move.
didn't even roll it.
You can run for
Like it was
twice.
a magnet.
You can do a strength check and move 3 times as fast. You can do a strength check at -4 to move 4 times as fast. So that's the way it is in the book, and that's what you can do.
All right.
So you tell me, like if you say, I try to run as fast as I can, as far away as I can.
I guess that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get away from them.
Okay,
I'm
so
gonna-
what negative, how far? Do you want
I'm
to
gonna
running,
do-
sprint, or?
I will sprint.
Okay, so roll a strength check to see if you can sprint.
18 is my strength.
Okay, so you go first. So you are now, so,
I guess back toward town is. I'll go toward town.
okay. So you, what's your movement?
15.
15. Okay, so half of 45 is 23. So 23 squares away.
Beyond you. Oh, he's not.
Yeah.
We'll just,
Maybe that's why.
Meanwhile, Muggle was like, oh,
Where'd he
just
go?
in like dust, just dust cloud. I'm like, well then,
Hey, slow down.
I'll catch you eventually. I'll just wait for you.
Now-
I'll wait for the round trip.
If you tell me, Cobb, if Kelf has any bearing of
Wait,
his own,
Doesn't he
or
get
if
to
it's
fight
like
back?
the ring is making him.
Doesn't
well,
he-
remember we already rolled it at the end of the
Okay,
last
so the
round.
ring is making me do things that.
Well, no,
maybe
you're
I wouldn't
deciding to
normally
run
do.
away.
So wait, you don't get to fight back this round?
You have other choices. You decide to run away, not the ring.
Right.
I mean, if you want to fight, you have choices. You don't want to give this up, and that's what it's obvious. That's what's happening. And so after that, you can choose whatever you want.
All right.
And it's what you chose. Okay. So now it's your guys' turn. So you're going to try to chase him, right?
Yeah, it's
I'll
obvious
So
he's
do
moving.
you want to do?
Times 4 thing.
You're going to try it. Okay. Let me look up to see what the negative is.
Awesome.
Why don't you just try
What are you
to
trying to
attack
do?
us so we can
I'm
catch
trying to
Run faster than
quadruple
me.
my movement speed and catch him.
I want to do the same thing. But I call it a charge or whatever it takes to get whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't attack while moving. There's no attack with that move.
May I refill?
Yep.
with
Man.
charge.
Yes.
You may. Thank you.
With charge.
Charging, you don't move that fast.
Oh.
Charge is 1.5 times.
So just
the
trying
movement.
to,
your butt.
it's just to keep up with him is the
Do
move.
you
as
remember
fast as
your
possible.
seal?
Well, then I don't do it because I don't see the point. If I can't, if all I can do is run and be caught up with him, I don't see the point in running after him. I stop. And I watch them run.
Who's
away.
gonna leave?
I can't do it. There's no point.
Well,
I guess we lost Brother Cow.
I was no. The entire quest was about helping him.
Well, he's been tainted by the ring.
Oh god.
He's lost to us.
Okay,
We've lost him.
Guess he's Sauron now.
Who's Sauron?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Big
why
guy
I
in
did
the
You
that.
middle.
keep saying things I don't
Just to
understand.
see what.
You can't hear me though. Like,
To make sure it
You're not having a
wouldn't
conversation
do
with
something.
him. I didn't
Okay.
Catch him.
it's correct.
Come on,
It's
catch me,
true.
fellas.
I'm not chasing him. There's no point.
If he rolls a strength check with a -4
could just
penalty,
stop
he
and
can
attack
quadruple.
us.
So that's what you're trying to quadruple.
Okay.
If I run
So
fast
strength
enough,
check at -4.
catch
So what's your
anyway,
strength?
so no point
My
in
strength is 18.
So you need to roll a 14 or less.
That's a 16.
Okay, so what happens is failing a strength check means only that the character cannot increase the speed to the level he was trying to reach. but he can keep running at the pace he was at before the failed
So you
strength
can
check.
still sprint.
So you can still run, which is 2 times.
Okay. Then I'll do that.
Okay. So what's 2 times your movement?
26.
So 13 squares.
So where's this big kelp go? I don't see his pieces.
So 13. Or you're just counting it. Okay, that's fine. Very good. So that's where you are. And then Rock, you said
I turn around and go back. There's
so
no point.
you change your
If all I
action.
can do, if all I can do is run and I can't do anything else, then there's no point in even trying to run because I can't do anything when I run. If I was catch up to him, but I'm just gonna stop, go back. That's why I'm talking to him. Like, brother, Kelp's lost to us.
Okay.
It's
All right, I
So
try to shake
on-
it.
Hold on. On
Why did
the
he go
loser
down?
side of fast, Pikel,
Stop.
save versus spells
Ooh.
at -2
That's
because you are the only one targeted.
That is a 6.
And you need a
Spell 12.
add in your magical attack, a wisdom defense adjustment if you have it.
I do. It's a +1, making it a
Okay,
9.
it's
I
still a
still need
failure.
a 12.
Okay. So coming out of the ground, because I'm cool and I'm going to do an explanation. Pikel's like in Dwarven, you don't understand him. And out of the ground come these rock things that just go, you know, like your hands are stuck,
Oh, my hands?
Oh no!
and your bottom torso, and you're like, and so you're held, but
Hey,
that's the way it
You
looks.
see that? You just got caught in that rock over there.
And then just for a second, then it kind of like disappears, and you're like, and you fall over on your side.
Oh, my.
Look, you just fell over. We can go get
And
him.
that's what happens.
Do we see it?
Okay, then I try to run over to where he's
I'm
not,
not.
running anymore.
Wait, take me to who?
Am I still conscious?
Yes.
I grab, I take him.
I'll get
I
in the
attempt-
saddle. I'll
Okay,
get
so
in
you're
the
done
old
right
wait, I
there
can get in
with,
the
by
saddle.
going by him.
I do the mental
Okay.
block.
You take the rest of your move and you get up to him.
If I can, I'm pulling that ring off.
Okay, so you can't do anything yet. So at the end of the round, do the opposed. Beat a 2.
17.
Is that a success or a failure?
On my wisdom, it is over my wisdom.
So once again, the ring has control. Okay, so that's the end of that round. New round.
I get.
You're held, and for all intents and purposes, unless you
Immobile.
can't, unless you can
Immobile.
cast a spell just using your mind, you can't do anything.
I climb
So-
up in the saddle and rock saddle because remember whenever Badger was up there?
Remember when Badger? Yeah.
That guy
And you
made a saddle for
No,
me.
no,
action is to go over there. I'm gonna guess.
Yeah, I'm gonna run over there since he
Okay.
apparently sees
And
me
you're
caught
there.
up.
Take the ring off.
You're gonna try to take the ring.
And I heard
Okay.
Pikel
So
holler.
this is an opposed
praise
strength
Hitler or
check,
something.
and this is just to simulate how his hands might have been when he was held. For instance, if it's like this, then you're
I'm
gonna.
sure he wasn't running like this.
Yeah, I'm sure he was running like this.
Like the Terminator,
like
the
this.
T-2000.
All right, so do an opposed strength
You
check.
can't catch
Toes.
me.
Yeah. You can't catch me.
Do an opposed strength check, the two of you. You roll,
20.
you
I'm
fail,
over.
I got it too.
but you're successful. So you pry the ring off of his cold dead hand. Oh,
But then you will
No,
still have.
You got to remember who it is.
But then
He
you
takes
will.
the knife on. Cut it.
But then you will still have trouble
Okay.
because you will have
And
glued it to his cold
then,
dead hands.
you come over with him,
Did you get him?
And there
Did you
you
get it
are.
off?
and then
Good. I
Pike-
pick him up.
So then Pikel says, "I dropped my spell."
But I grab just
You
in case,
do?
make sure. I don't know if he's
and
himself, so
you're
I
on
don't
the
let him get
ground
away.
still, but now you feel yourself not influenced or held.
But I'm holding you. You didn't feel it.
Oh.
You feel kind of held.
So you
I
look
might-
up and you see this goblin peeking over the ogre's shoulder with fucking big
You
old
need-
crunk teeth.
I got
Do you need
both
the
hands
ring?
around your
Do they see
torso
red
and-
eyes or
No, they see regular kelp.
Ghost.
Do you need the ring?
I'm okay.
I have the.
Well, I mean,
You
the other
sure?
ring.
I'm okay.
All right, I guess as long as
Thank you.
I let him go.
I sit up.
He runs away again.
I don't know if I would put that on.
Well, I got an idea.
I slap.
I'm gonna hold him down real good, or we tie him up, put it
Roll
on,
a
see if it does the
D10.
same thing. If it doesn't, then maybe he can use it.
6.
Okay. He's gonna try to slap you. You let him?
Oh
Or do you
Oh my
you try
god,
to
a rock slap
block
would
it?
not feel
I'll
good.
Boom.
Okay. So to do a block, this is fun.
See, it's just a giant like wall of meat.
Come bad Kel.
Yeah. Bad Kel.
Credit.
Mind ring.
Why would you put on the
Mine
ring
ring.
that she told you was
Okay.
evil?
When a
You
character
should've put it
tries to
on me,
block an
because I'm
attack,
put
you make a
protection
normal
against
attack
that.
roll against armor class 4. Okay, so roll a 20, and you're using your
8.
your melee tackle. What does that hit?
7 armor class.
Do something.
Is there a way to purify
What?
that?
Really?
8
He
minus
grabs
15.
Don't you?
Grabs
15
Rock's
minus
hand, flings
for
him
my
over
melee
his
tackle.
shoulder.
Okay. And you rolled a hit.
That's the straight one. It's not like with my knuckles or my.
Correct.
With just my
D20.
You rolled a 20. It's your melee attack on the left of your sheet. What armor class do you hit?
6.
Okay, is your armor class a 6?
It is.
Okay, so you slap. Do you do damage or do you pull?
Yeah, I do damage.
Okay, roll a
What?
d2.
Oh,
So
Yeah, I beat
evens
shit out of
1,
him.
odd
Then
0.
I pissed on his throat.
Well, evens 1, odd
I'll
2.
rip off your head. And...
Odd 2.
Plus your strength.
Plus my strength is 5 damage.
You take 5 points of brawling damage.
What the hell's wrong with you?
What the hell's wrong with you? Why would you put on the ring she specifically told you was evil?
You probably would have wanted
She said if it was like continued use, it could cause harm.
Well,
So you
I
decided
thought
that your
a
god
person
would
could
think
like
it's okay
put
to
it on
the
when
super
the
evil ring?
fire
That's
was
kinda-
coming at them.
that's kind of what I was thinking too. But I think you probably should have like put
Well,
it
you
on someone
know-
like me who's
You
smaller.
know,
and so you get it.
if we didn't bum rush you, maybe you wouldn't run off.
Probably not.
And also,
I wasn't-
I tell you, I charged you because your eyes turned red. I
I
don't know
wasn't
why. It looked
myself.
weird.
I know that.
I run at you because your eyes turned red.
Can I get up now, Rob?
I let you go.
I get up.
You said I'm all
Can
right.
I-
Slap me again.
Don't put on stupid stuff again.
Well,
Use
don't
me.
you put it on.
use
If
me.
anyone were to put it on, it'd be me.
Oh.
I've had people in my head before. I can handle it.
I think I'm. Well, I think
Brother
I'm.
Cal?
Yes.
I suggest let me tie him up, hold him down. We put it on him, see if he has an effect.
Are you sure you don't want to put it
We
on?
can always
me?
take it right back off.
I'm perfectly fine.
It may
with
not.
that.
He's weird though. Remember you said
I didn't
he's-
want to attack you.
Well,
guys.
maybe he'd be.
I
Just
just
fine
didn't
with
want
it.
you to take it off.
You
I didn't
gotta
want you to take the
you got-
ring from me.
Well,
That's
see,
why
we
I-
didn't know what happened when your
Take
eyes
it
turned red.
up. Take it up.
We didn't know when your eyes turned red. We didn't know what to think. So
Yeah,
we,
it was. It,
we thought it was bad. We probably jumped at you and shouldn't have.
Well,
That-
here. Let me see it. I can use this.
No, I don't think
and-
he should
no.
touch it.
I have the anti-mind
No.
control where you can tie me
No.
up.
That's not how it works.
Daryl, roll me a 30
I'm also very
for
easy to
Michael, and then roll me a 30 for Eddie.
that is a 19 for
That's a
Pico.
Fine. I'm gonna.
Addie gets a 20.
That's a no. Okay. They're saying nothing. They just walked out.
I'm gonna say.
I say since you think his aptitude is more towards leaning towards that direction, whatever. Let me tie some rope around you, make sure you don't run away, and we put it on and see what you feel like, what you got to say.
and
I'm
then
fine
we,
with
Because
that.
we can always pull it right back off.
Right.
It's under a better what on you is called a controlled situation.
Yeah.
I take off the boots and I toss them to Muggleb.
oh, thanks.
Why?
Because if this ring doesn't affect me the way it did him, and I can just use it normally, I'll have the ring. He can have the boots.
Well, like I
We're
said, it
waiting
didn't
on
make me want to
that.
kill you guys or nothing. It
Yeah.
just.
We
You don't
charged.
I wanted to keep it on.
We charged.
There's
Yeah.
Clark.
And that might be the
Hi, Clark.
issue.
Put Mugleb's ring on him. Thought he was possessed. We can use augury.
So yeah, you can use this.
All right, so
maybe
I
this
tie-
so
use
we
rope
can
use
not
and-
run away.
Well, just hold your hands at your side, or like this, I guess would be. And then,
I'll do like this.
all right,
Or my
and
hand
I
is straight up.
I-
Well, not like
just
that,
hold
but-
your arms out like this, and then I tie it around here, and then I go down, and tie his feet up.
Roll rope use at advantage because you took it twice.
Would a willing person also?
He needs a 7 or less.
No, neither one.
Okay. Well, you think you did a great job.
Okay, and then on top
Can I
of
tell
it,
that the rope is kind of
It
loose?
looks good.
I'll put 50 feet of rope around him, in addition, like I said, I'm gonna hold him. Somebody else put the ring on
I'll
him.
put on the.
And
I'll
tell
put
me
the
what
ring
you
on.
think or do whatever.
I
I'll
take.
Okay.
release him if you think
Hold
it's
on,
good
wait.
to release him.
One at a time. What
I
is it?
take the ring and put it on his finger.
He has. Well,
You take your
the ring.
mind.
No,
He-
no, I
put it on.
take the big red. I take
Oh,
the red.
okay.
No, but you don't have the ring.
Well, I take the red.
He
ring
has
and
the
the-
ring.
He has the ring, and we're not.
What?
Just you put the ring on him.
Okay, I don't mind.
Fine.
That's fine.
Well, I have this ring in case he goes crazy.
I have the
Okay.
ring in my fingers.
Here, let's place it on his ring finger on his left hand.
Now, just so you know, I got one arm around him above his hands and one arm around him below his hands, and I'm just holding him tight. I'll even lift him up off the ground a little bit so he's not touching. Not hurting him, just holding him.
You'll be
tight.
fine.
I'm letting him do it. I'm not.
Right now you are. I just hope that sticks.
Okay.
Tell us if his eyes changed. I can't see
All
it.
right. I slipped the ring on his left hand ring finger.
Okay.
We're doing science here. Welcome to experiments 101.
Do a wisdom check at advantage. Beat a 1.
That's a fail. That's a success.
Okay.
Feet over.
So
Oh.
you feel a warmth coming from the ring into your finger, traveling up your arm slowly
And it bites
and
you.
nestling in right into the back of your skull. Now there's a little tickle.
Do I recognize that kind of a feel?
From demon.
Not really.
Nothing from demon.
You know it's weird and it's different and it's not normal.
You need the ring.
And you feel as though the ring is where it needs to be.
How do you feel?
He looks okay.
Is his eyes red?
No?
Well, maybe he's okay.
How do you feel?
Talk to him.
Feel fine.
You need this at all?
Feel fine.
Okay.
Arms kind of warm.
Okay, we're gonna take the ring off you now. How do you feel?
Do you want us to take the
They just take the ring.
No, I said that.
Oh. Do I feel? I want. I think that you should just leave the ring on.
Oh, there it is. Wait, now I'm gonna
I
try
don't
to
see a point to take it off.
Hang on, I'm gonna.
Fine.
Do you have a problem if we took it off? I asked.
I don't see the point in it.
The point is, he didn't want to take it off.
There's a
before
little
you.
bit of mind
So
control.
is it controlling you?
Should I try?
You said my eyes turned red?
Yeah.
Your eyes turned red, and you didn't
This
want the
don't
ring
look red.
removed, as you said.
Well, I think it's not.
He's saying the same thing.
I don't think it's
Right.
I let him go, and he runs away because I didn't red. I don't know. Maybe everybody's eyes.
Maybe should we leave it on and move on?
What do
Yeah.
you suggest?
Let him wear it.
Cal?
Let
Well,
him
shall I
wear
let
it.
him go?
He seems to be all right.
I think
I undo my arms, and if you don't try to run away at that point, then I go ahead and start to undo the rope.
You have the boots of spider climbing,
Yes.
so ride them on your sheet.
so. We're not going to give him the ring of anti-mind control at all.
I'd
No.
also like to say that Sean would like to say that don't forget we have 2 other players just happen to not be here tonight too.
Right.
I mean,
Well,
We don't have enough items for everyone.
I know. I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
anyway.
I'm just saying.
Right.
Yeah.
I hear
do
you.
the boots fit me at all?
Yeah, how does that work?
Actually, they don't fit you very well.
No.
If you want to wear them, you're going to be there's a chance that they can cause you to fumble at any time.
Well, these things aren't going to fit me. very
Boots
well.
stuck in the ceiling. And there's no.
I'll
What
take
we got? It was
These boots appear to have been made for a larger person.
Okay.
Magic items don't work the same as they do in 5th edition. So
Yeah. A lot of times they
yeah.
will change to
Yeah,
it
fit the
depends.
wearer.
Yeah,
Right.
you know, I Rock don't know. Rock don't have nobody.
Yeah.
This one fits anywhere where
Hopefully
for some reason.
the other items will be useful to others and we can all, share this stuff. I'm not trying to keep it all for myself by any means.
Man,
I never thought that.
Yeah.
Says Rock.
I was hoping those
Ah.
leather could work some magic for you.
Apparently, I'm curious to see what she has. To
I
say
know.
about
That was so weird.
I know it was. You have no idea.
One time I'm tied, I think about doing like a fake out runaway, but I think, no, Rock will hit me.
oh yeah.
So
I look around. Is he still here?
I just stand.
You still
So
here?
after a
Yeah.
while, does
Okay,
it
cool.
change?
Do we have a fire going?
It's
Only if you
daytime.
want. It's the morning.
I didn't know we had just one
Oh,
hot embers. and
Depends
one
on
not
if you wanted to heat up
Yeah,
your
food,
pottage.
We're
I
staying
should've-
here and we got food. That's why
I should have said some.
one
Is it-
continually
Is
burning.
it still raining?
Yep.
Okay. Making a fire would be difficult.
I didn't say make a fire. I asked if we had a fire, like from eating and just to keep one running. It's not really warm out, right? We're not going anywhere. It's like a camp for several days, so
Right.
we're not trying to hide from anybody. So when we have a fire, just kind of at least something going. It's easier to keep fire going than to start.
We are trying to keep a low profile.
I
More.
mean, we're surrounded.
We
by
got a lot of weirdos, with
Yeah.
them, including me.
My point was that there's something or a hot ember. I'm gonna say, well, see, you can pick up some hot ash and see if it does what he said it's supposed to do.
Right.
So, what do we have?
There was one. There might still be hot ash. If there isn't, I think there would still be one
I
going.
go to the
Doesn't have to be
embers.
huge.
Do they appear to be hot?
Mhm.
I'll touch one. I'll touch one with the hand that the ring is on.
Okay. Nothing happens.
That's
It's like you're grabbing a piece of charcoal.
I get my hand near it. Don't hand it to me. Does it feel warm?
Yep.
Oh, that's hot. Oh, cool. I don't know how that would come in handy, but cool.
Oh, okay. I could see that it'd be very
Make a
handy.
dex
I
check for the
Rock
juggling
don't
of
know
the
how
hot
that.
thing.
Rock don't
Okay.
normally
It is
deal
just
with
one
fire
thing,
where
but-
you got to touch it. So don't-
That's a full-on 20. So
Nice.
Yeah.
Just
With
saying.
that roll, it ends up going and it burns through your shirt, but it does not burn you.
Oh, so well, that's good to know for later, I guess. Like your clothes won't survive.
falls in the lava, gets back out. He's completely nude.
don't try to
Mudleb,
I have the high ground.
come here and let Cahulan bless your wounds. Let me bless your wounds with Cahulan's healing power. Oh, mighty Cahulan, heal these wounds. The burns are so hideous.
Maybe it'll help a little bit if you use the chart.
Sure. The
You
burns
gain
that are
3 points.
I still think.
Oh,
it's
did that
improvement.
temporary point of damage heal yet?
Gives us a character that we can deal with.
Remind me where the.
The rock hitting on the head, like whenever I
Oh.
drag.
Yes. Yes, it did.
That actually fixed something.
It knocks
So you get
something
3
back
hit
into
points
place.
back.
I'm still not doing that well.
Then I will use my healing and my herbalism to gain you another hit point. I will tend those wounds and put medicine on them and clean them properly.
I ought to be okay for now, but if you have any,
You look
good
better
ideas,
with
cool.
leaves and goo stuck to your face.
Oh,
And then I will go back to what I was going to do and just robe and put my things in the tent. And in the rain, I
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot. Rock will
Finish
take
washing
some time.
my-
So Rock continues to
my
wash his schmeckle and whatnot.
Oh God! Rock was holding me while completely nude.
he was
I
also
started-
holding
I was.
Kelp completely.
Yeah.
I'm letting a mohawk type
I was sitting
hair
on Rock's
just
back.
shot through the
While he was
middle,
completely
bro.
nude.
For the record, Rock did not teabag anyone.
Good. Nice to know.
But he did whip you.
Was that a rope
Can't help
or
that.
something else?
Can't help that.
I use rope.
See those
time.
trucks with the big steel balls hanging behind it? Yeah.
Hey, where'd you get that extra rope from? Oh no.
Rock's got truck nuts. That's wonderful.
That's his nickname, Rope.
He's the rope
Why you
master.
call him Rope? You don't want it.
Hey, truck nuts. Go kill that thing.
They call him the drain snake.
It's as thick, luscious ropes that get squirted on.
Okay, so you guys are free to do whatever you want the rest of the day.
Does
I'm gonna
do
set some-
normally like kind of chilly things feel even more cold, or is it just hot stuff?
I don't know how to
doesn't
answer that until something comes up.
I feel.
Why
I
don't
feel
you go
like
get in the
rain
river?
would be a little chilly. I hold my hand up.
The
to
rain feels like rain.
Okay.
So who gets the boots now, though?
I have them.
All right.
Just hang on to them for now. See what everything else does. And
I'm gonna
Right.
set some
I
scenarios.
mean, it maybe you need them to do something, or Addie needs to do something. I mean, you know,
I understand.
whatever.
It's a shared item.
Yeah.
for the moment.
I
With
will
my
just-
things in the tent.
I don't like climbing shit anyway.
This was the coffee maker.
I don't know if I would be comfortable wearing them
I'm-
all the time, but
I'm really good at climbing.
You know
things
that-
already, though.
If you were to wear that, you're not trained. That will affect your
fighting.
capability.
They call
had
me
a feeling it
Slipknot,
might.
the man who can climb anything. Boom.
Even if it's only just
Slipknot,
a
the man
minus
who can climb
one.
anything.
it
Yeah, I
still
don't
affects.
understand what that,
Right.
how that.
But you
makes
can
sense.
still choose to wear it.
Sure.
What a slip
They
knot
would
climbing
actually fit
have
me,
to do with
but-
that?
Some guy
I'm
who died
fascinated
the
with the
first time
fact that I
he
can
climbed
touch on stuff and it doesn't hurt, so I'm just
What
like
was that you
looking for
got?
fire.
It's a coin. I just found it. Yeah, I think it's a token.
That's
Well, it's
very
like a giant
powerful.
coin.
Michael
I
asked,
hope
"Why are we camping for several days?"
Getting things identified in town, Michael. I have to go back in the morning to get another
Or
to
tonight.
retrieve the.
Getting cool
I
stuff.
told her I'd be back
Okay.
at sunrise.
All right, so
I set some stairs there.
you set some snares, sure. No roll till the morning.
I'm continuing to work with the dogs.
You're continuing to do that.
Are they making any progress?
They are still dogs.
Oh,
I know that much.
it's a copy of the trade dollar, which is normally silver, but it says copy stamped on it, so it's made of some other thing. It's pretty cool though. At first, I'm going, "What the hell did you get
That's
this?"
worth about $20.
It might be. I mean, it's
The original's
It's a copy.
worth about
it's worth the
five,
minimum
yeah,
its
it's-
weight in silver.
it's thousands,
But that being a copy, I'm assuming it's not silver.
it's only worth $20.
Yeah,
I already researched because I was like, check that out. That's cool. What is that?
And I see
Oh, trade dollar. Oh, there's like thousands of. Oh no, and then
so it's
next
copy.
thing
So
I
it's
could have bought a new
probably-
house
Never
with
mind.
that.
Yeah.
But
But
whatever.
it's still cool.
I just thought it was neat looking. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so for the rest of the day,
I'm gonna do some leather working. If
roll me a
anybody
D20.
needs
Roll me a D12.
Is Muglev's armor like bad
Oh,
or
yeah.
just
10.
his clothes?
Oh yeah, my armor has like cinch holes.
What kind of armor do you
Well,
wear?
let's see. Roll a D20.
What kind of armor do you wear?
Leather.
Leather. Oh, it's just leather. Okay.
13.
Okay. No, his all of his possessions. If the outermost thing saves, then it does. Nothing else has to. So he didn't save, but his armor did.
okay.
So therefore, everything's just looks like it's been
Burned.
affected,
I got
but it still has the same properties.
Well, I
Smoke
offer
is
my
black.
services to each individual if they need help repairing their armor.
I have a
Will.
question for the DM.
Otherwise,
If,
I'm gonna.
let's say the firebomb burned his hair off. Didn't harm him, just burned your hair. Like your hair is shorter because it got burned. Would he? And I'm just this is Sean. Just be curious. Healing wouldn't bring your hair back to normal length, would it? Because you're not. I mean, would that be considered damage if it's not? You're not hurt from it. You know what I mean? It's gonna be like a barber cutting your hair.
Yeah.
Correct.
It wouldn't
Makes sense.
healing.
I don't think
You'd
it
still
would.
be
Well, your hair is
buzz cut
technically
from the fire on one side, maybe. But
But
I was
the
just wondering
scars
if it
would
would-
heal.
your hair is
We're-
Right,
technically
yeah.
dead skin. What? Your hair is technically dead skin.
it's
So if nobody
completely
needs
singed off.
Help
But you know
with their
what?
armor.
There was a
Hold
guy
on
who
with that. Let's
there's-
let them.
There was a guy who had his arm completely sort of severed off from an arrow shot, and healing only made it end up being a stub because it didn't obviously replace the arm. So maybe it's the same thing. If your hair is burned off and away, it won't come back. It was just something I thought. I was curious because it was a fire truck.
As I look around, I don't have any hides.
I might be able to get some hides with the snares.
Yeah, I know. At the
Do
moment,
you-
I'm
does
not. I
somebody
don't
need
have
something?
anything. I'm working. I have a project I'm working on
Like
with my light stone. I'm been working on it for a while. I have like a basic headband,
you
but I'm
mean
gonna make a cover for it where I can mount it in
Like
there.
my belt,
Yes.
my stone in my belt, and I got
Exactly
a flap
right.
of leather to hang.
Yeah, I
over
pull
it.
it out of the pocket. Ooh, it's a stone. that
Oh, I lift my belt. Oh, I go get it, and I'm like,
Right.
oh, look.
Okay.
Um,
I think
put
they
it
call
that
that a
way.
headband.
You made that backpack. It's huge. There's lots of hide there. Do you need a piece of it for whatever you're trying to do? I mean, there's lots.
No,
of
well, you still need that.
Okay, I'm just
For your
saying.
gear.
There's lots of it. I mean,
Thank you, but
okay.
we'll get another hide and I can finish up. I just kind of need a flap that can cover it up right when I'm not using it, and then I'll be able to wear
Didn't
it.
we have somebody here that hunted?
I set snares.
He's a snare.
No, I
setter.
mean actually hunted
Nope.
stuff larger than
No.
rabbits.
unless
I don't
Eddie-
remember. I thought
Unless
maybe
Eddie,
I don't remember. I thought we had somebody.
or
who's
maybe
doing that.
Michael tried to go hunting.
Michael tried to hunt, but he wore his heavy armor, so he's like, cling, 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 and the deer was like, ah.
a hunter. Away.
Whereas Addy, if you were to hunt, he'd be like, oh, animal.
Wait. My God says I can't hunt.
Brother Kel, I know that there are spells that like make fire. Do you have one of those?
Okay, so wait, let me just say, about some time has passed. It's now noon.
We're just
The
chatting.
sun has quit. You put on your clothes again, and now
Right.
you can have this conversation.
Now can I set listeners?
Do you have a spell?
You
that
can set them
makes
whenever,
fire?
but you
I know
roll
that-
in the morning.
I know that there are spells
That's all.
that shoot fire.
Well, I was so
The roll
That's
is
not
to see if
really
you
my
catch anything.
field
I'll have certain
of
snares.
knowledge, but let me think about that for a
You
moment.
see Mugleb leave the camp area
Fire.
carrying his
snares.
things.
Because if you have like a spell that would hurt someone with fire normally, like you would attack somebody with it and make them go, "Ah, I'm on fire." Maybe you could cast it at me and see if.
Would it burn all your stuff off?
Well, I would take off my stuff first.
So you'd be naked and
Yeah.
he's firing. What if it didn't work? Then you'd be hurting.
I think
he'll
we-
heal me.
Oh, right.
Seems like a waste.
It's just I want to find out.
Well, you said that you were holding that ember in there, aren't you? So I would assume the same thing. That's an assumption, but I don't know. When we get the fire roaring, we'll roll around with it. Same thing.
They call that a hot.
We'll make a waste spell for that. Just roll around the fire in the flame.
Take
Go take a shit in the middle of this. Ha ha! Look, don't hurt.
They call that the hot seat.
Yeah. Yeah, let's get a stick nice and hot and shove it up your ass. See if it still hurts.
I don't think I want that.
Well, it doesn't hurt you.
Well,
think
it'd
the fire-
probably be less of the burning, more of the stick.
You can write down on your character sheet for reference, ring of total fire resistance.
Oh, I just put ring of awesome fire resistance.
Complete difference.
Awesome. That was a good comeback. I like that. That was.
That wasn't a joke. I did do that.
No, I know, but
It's a good
well, either way, it
description.
was a good comeback. If you didn't mean to do it or meant to do it, it was awesome. Oh, that was
Did I interrupt you guys having a conversation?
No, he's looking.
He's
at spells.
researching stuff.
I can create a log that will burn for a really long time. Like a
My logs burn for a really long time once they're dry.
bet. But I don't really work with fire.
When we build the fire up again, I'll just sit in it.
I
See
go
what
collect
that
some
does.
wood that might not be. I don't know.
Moist.
Yeah. I'm just
Well, it rained, but it wasn't. I don't think it would be considered long enough to be a soaking rain. So if somebody has fire building as a non-weapon proficiency, you are able to get a fire going
I do.
when the wood's wet.
Me and Rock will work on getting a
I go
fire.
collect some. I look for some dead
And
trees
if
that
there's
haven't
any
fallen
forest
yet.
around, there's always
That
dead.
haven't fallen yet, so they won't be on the ground where it's wet.
Okay.
Well, they're everywhere. And I yank a couple of those and bring them back. So they're.
I wear my.
I use my axe.
You collect firewood.
Cut them up, make a nice little warm fire.
I wear my thick
Yeah,
shirts so the cat can't
Heal.
It's working.
Once it gets, I put a few extra logs on there to get a nice little roaring fire going because he wants to try some.
Jump over it, like just jump over it.
Addie had asked me about showing him how to use
Common sense.
my spear because he was trying to become more proficient with his staff. And I told him that, some of the moves would be similar, but not completely. So if he's got time, I will work with him and show him some of the basic moves that I use with
If
my
anybody wants to
spear.
learn how to use my giant axe, I can definitely show you.
Once Rock and I get the fire going, I will disrobe and I'll just step into the fire.
You
So
got a small
with the elements in play here, that it takes you about twice as long to make a fire, but you do make it.
True. But like I said, I made it a little bit more hotter
You
and
can
more
do
because he's going to try something. I said that before. I don't know if you heard me.
okay.
I disrobe and I just stand into the fire.
All right, so you walk in there, and then you need to roll a dex check to see if you fall down because it's on, and you can't see through fire.
Do
Necessarily.
you have a scared turtle
So-
or do you not feel
Roll.
like it's cold?
3.
All right, no problem.
So he's like standing
So I'm-
in the
do I-
flame,
I guess
on the
I
hot
got- Oh
embers
my
of the
goodness.
flames.
Wherever he wants.
Am I back at the campsite of this?
You don't feel nothing? Does it even feel warm?
Not quite yet.
Does it feel? I feel warm, or I just feel nothing.
It feels like as if you were standing on logs that aren't on fire.
Rock, you ever stand on just regular wood?
Yeah.
Feels like
In
that.
other words, you can feel like the whatever that stuff is that grows on these trees, that like a green
Moss?
fungus or whatever. I don't think it's moss,
I
but
know
it's
what you're
something
talking
else.
about. Yeah.
So like you can feel
Yeah, it looks like
but then
algae with the top.
as it burns away, you can kind of feel your toes kind of pushing in to the wood as it softens up, which
That's
is kind of a
amazing.
weird feeling.
That's actually disturbing, but yeah, amazing.
This is weird.
It looks weird.
You do feel like the breeze from the warm air that's
Well, yeah, it's probably
Doesn't it
uplifting
go
his
up?
hair a little
Yeah.
bit, because he's in the middle of the updraft.
so it's kind of like tickling your balls.
So his pubes aren't burning.
I gotta tell you guys, we were at Gordon's.
Oh, here we go. I
We-
say tickle
we were-
pubes and suddenly, oh, I got a story to tell you, fellas.
We were at Gordon's Stoplight Cafe.
I have a
in
relevant
Festus,
story.
And,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the one
And-
in the corner.
yeah.
Yeah.
And we were sitting all the way on one end, and then there was a space between me, and then there were like 4 people at the corner, and the kid had a hot dog. So he takes a bite of his hot dog, I guess. I didn't see it happen, but his dad was like, oh! And he goes, man, it got me right in the eye. He says, he gets his napkin and he starts wiping. He's like, well, that's a first. Never been squirted in the eye by a hot dog before. And I turned to Lee quietly. I said, I bet he says that to all the boys. I thought it was funny. But then Lee was like, huh? Nothing.
You don't understand when you're older.
That's a good one from you. I like that.
It was one of those moments I had
Not
to.
on.
I
Yeah.
stepped out of the fire. My clothes.
Yeah,
It's funny because when you step out of the fire and you step onto the wet dirt and whatever. So you're almost like it's not as good of a feeling to be on the regular wet ground as if you were standing on the dry logs
So it's like
because you feel the moisture on your feet versus something dry. And if
Is
you've
it-
ever walked and you had like wet feet,
Yeah.
I don't like it personally.
I don't
That's-
like it either.
So
Is it like steam coming up from out of the ground though? Since you probably
Oh, am
Yeah.
I like steaming now? Because of
I would think so.
That is an amazing.
I'm gonna go up and try to touch his leg. Is his leg like real hot or?
Feels like a leg.
Huh? You're not hot.
You're actually warmer
How does that work
with
fevers?
being closer to the fire than you are with him.
How would that work with a
That's
fever?
really cool. I don't know where you use something like that, but I guess somewhere it'll come in handy.
When a evil wizard throws a fireball at you, it won't.
I don't normally have that happen.
Come
I
on,
can't
one of you
think of
son of a
one.
bitches get a low number.
I can't think of the last time that happened.
Addie says, how about if like a wizard lives in a volcano? That's probably why I had it.
Yeah, makes sense.
So do you think maybe those other things would be related to things that the wizard would do in the volcano?
Well, I mean, it's possible because of the spider climbing boots. He would be able to get better traction on
Or
slick
walk-
surfaces.
Walk past the traps he set.
Uh-huh.
Okay, what else was there? Oh, the leather straps that
That
you
they
don't like.
smell
Wait, there was an
bad.
ogre. There was an ogre in the dungeon. Remember?
No.
There's a monster.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there
there's-
was an ogre magi.
But Addie
So-
wasn't in there, was he? But
No,
You-
not yet. I was in there.
what
I
other,
don't
what other
remember- I don't
times
remember from
was
the
there
first
something
time,
in there?
though.
Oh, there were also those weird like mummy things that came crawling up the staircase.
There was
that
the
you
large
turned back.
monster thing in one of the holes.
Oh, yeah,
and we
the-
put
That
it
was
into
an
the
ogre.
water. Okay.
Oh, there was also the
This
weird.
this was
demon.
pre-rock that we saw.
It was pre-rock.
There
It
was
was
something in
not
there before you guys
pre-A.
went in there.
So there was ogres in there. So
I was
it's
in
like-
there before.
There was also-
Hmm.
There's also the
Okay.
weird.
I've been in there a
comet
long
that
time
turned into
ago.
the
I
demon
just don't
thing.
remember.
And then the other ring, which
Was a vampire in
No.
there.
Oh yeah, there was also a werewolf in there.
No, we don't know.
Snarla.
werewolf.
Yeah, Starla.
We don't know it's a
Oh
vampire.
yeah.
Because there was a coffin,
There are all sorts.
and we destroyed the coffin.
Well, remember the mist vampire? The mist.
I think
I remember
yeah,
him
we
saying,
went through the door.
"No, you don't know it's a vampire. You don't, the word vampire doesn't exist." Or something.
Whatever.
He said that when
The
we
thing
were-
with big.
Once we found the coffin,
I'm just saying. He said that we don't know the name vampire. So
I
that's
don't
what he
remember
said.
that.
I did.
Okay.
We immediately made the association he was vampire, and no.
my thing was, how would you know anything about a vampire?
Right. So
Oh,
the
I see.
vampire doesn't
Any
make any sense.
non-weapon
to us.
proficiency, which would lead you to know anything
Right.
about it, and everyone said no.
Endurance.
Yeah.
That's
I don't know who this guy is, but man, he can really fly a long time. He can be a thing of fog all day long, man.
I have
He
alertness.
sleeps in this coffin.
I have
That's
alertness. Does that observations?
weird. This guy's weird.
All right, so anyway, go ahead.
So I guess that's just to keep the ogre thing away from him there, I guess. Or maybe.
Maybe.
But
Maybe
I thought
it
he
works in-
controlled everything in there.
Maybe-
Remember everything we ran
maybe
across?
maybe
I'm
that's how.
stuck here because of whatever.
Maybe it works on other things too, like
Doesn't
the
work
giant
on you?
scorpions or the giant crayfish,
Maybe. I guess we'll find out.
or maybe even the Sphinx.
She won't.
Maybe the other ring will
Thanks.
let somebody fly. That'd be cool.
Hey, speaking of which,
So, bring up
Speaking of sphinxes,
you guys remember the Nutty Professor?
Oh yeah.
no.
The original Nutty Professor.
Oh yeah, the only Nutty
Well,
Professor in my
They
opinion.
found the original book that this was based on.
Yeah.
It was written by a guy named Mac-Adamia.
Oh, how about that?
How about you don't say?
I wonder if
Is
the
that
nut was named
right?
after him.
Well, looky there.
But was the
I'll
nut
be
named
there.
after him?
That sounds a little nutty.
Was he
That
named
does.
after the nut, or was the nut named after him?
Anyway, Mac-Adamia.
I heard Roseanne Barr had it in Hawaii.
She is nuts.
She owns
I actually
a
saw
maca-
that story.
She
Yes,
owns a macadamia
that's correct.
plantation
Yeah.
in Hawaii. She also lived there.
I heard that.
That's nuts.
Yes. Thank you for repeating the joke.
Yes. See,
It's actually not as bad as loud as the computer.
I have like a
Comes in
I have this monkey that makes that exact same noise. It's horrible. Like
What a coincidence, man.
Okay.
anytime I
so-
touched
I
it,
continue to work with the dog.
Okay. Roll a d12. Oh, you already rolled a d12.
I did, it was a
so
It was one. Do
anything else there today? Going once, going twice.
we have enough food to eat?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I don't remember.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Michael bought a bunch of stuff when he was in
Okay,
town
that's
last
a
cool.
bunch
time.
of cider.
Roll a
And I-
d12 for overnight,
Ah.
and they hold to you.
Speak for yourself.
No.
So
That's
now
a load of horse.
Now I roll to see if I caught
For
it.
the
Yes,
record, I
you
would
do.
take first watch.
So you leave the camp in the morning
I
and you
made
go
it.
check your snares. No, roll it in the sloogie.
That worked. Honestly, it's been a lot more.
Oh,
Still worked. I got that was even
All
better
right.
with a 1.
So you get
Do I catch a line?
you get a squirrel and a grouse.
Look at the grouse.
Okay.
I got a grouse.
In the morning, you do your morning ritual. I
It
said.
doesn't take me
Have you
very
ever
long
caught a headwind?
because I only
No.
did one
Okay.
Which
spell,
way?
and
Oh,
I will.
headway.
Does anyone wish to come into Thayer with me?
Should put this on the lady.
Oh, I'll come with you,
Like,
Brother
I'll
Kel.
Right.
I'll come with you.
I'll come with you.
Wait.
That'd be fine with me, Rob.
I'll wait here.
Okay.
I'll wait with you.
Always nice to see disgusting
It's,
Sean.
it's good to have
Yeah,
someone
me too.
guarding the
I'll
coffin.
go with you.
Which, by the way, Michael, it would be great if you could cast another flame trap on that.
The best is when Jim Garrison says something mean to one of Sean's characters. Sean's like, his fucking face basically collapsed like fucking the Muppet. It's like, goddamn, Jim.
Jim's
Relax.
good at making mean comments.
You never made any-
Sean,
Yeah.
Sean will do this.
My favorite was when Caden first started playing with us, and Jim's sitting next to him, and he says, "Don't worry, Cobb, I ain't gonna cuss in front of your kid." And then Caden's like, "I rolled a 20, fucking cheater!" Right off the bat.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah.
That was pretty funny.
I'm gonna try to be chill with the language. Oh, she's got a great ass. Look at the titties. Very good.
So,
I don't remember that.
As you can imagine,
That sounds amazing.
Have fun,
Jim's thinking
Kel.
of how, well, Chris.
oh yeah, I'll bet that's a blast. Sean's like, "I'm not the target," so that's good for you.
No, I still am, but I
You're used to it.
yeah, Chris is that goat UK.
Uh-huh.
He is on Thursdays. He is on
Anyway,
Okay, so who's
and he
going
does it
with
to
you?
himself.
Just
He'll
me, it
so
sounds
make some
like.
idiot
I'll come with
remark
you.
and just
Okay.
like
Are you,
What?
put your
Wait.
hands on.
yeah, I always put my hand.
Roll a d6. Well, that's right. You had to pray for a little while, but you went out to check your snare. So roll a d6,
Okay.
and you roll a d6 and add 1.
Add 1.
Oh, well, you rolled a 1, so he does get back
Okay.
before you leave.
I'll
Okay.
come with you.
All right.
Don't ask how I heard that.
hey.
Oh, when I put my hands on his face.
Oh
Heal
God,
these.
you're ugly.
Oh, you get 1 hit point back for overnight,
Oh, yes.
and then plus he's going to cast the spell apparently.
He gets 2 because of my healing proficiency.
Aren't you
Wow.
squeeze a life out of
Herbalism.
Okay,
Right.
You guys are gonna do better.
Right?
And
I'll
I'm
just beat up till he
casting
looks better.
Cure Light Wounds for 1d8, I believe.
Correct.
That is. That's an 8.
My squish.
This is.
Why?
and he rolls a.
Is that a 7 or a
It's
1?
a 2.
Two, you
I
get-
care about it when we're
Again,
not
you
gonna
get
do
2
it.
points.
It's of use everywhere else. in the world.
And I need to
All right.
knock that off.
Okay.
A little
So
at
you-
a time. I
I
don't
don't
want to
slip your hat on.
Yes, I always put.
Oh, and by the way, he
Gold?
comes back
Yeah,
with
you want
a
some?
rabbit
And a grouse.
and a grouse.
Gold?
Oh,
Yeah.
look at the
You
squirrel,
can't
but
live out
that's
here
fine.
without it.
Look at the grouse.
Now
So
it's a big
what do you
city
do
where
with these
everything costs
creatures?
I give them to you for leather.
I mean,
The-
I'm not
the
gonna turn
bird
it
I
down.
can't
I'm hoping we
work
find
with.
something.
Well, we
that's
can
gold.
sell it at the market.
How much do you want?
Or somebody can eat it. I'm sure we can eat it.
Well,
but I
I
can't
mean, I
use
don't
the
need
skin.
it right
I'll-
now, but
I will skin
when
the,
we get back
the
to a
squirrel
town
or
a
rabbit.
town that likes
No, it's a squirrel.
ogres,
Okay, I will
do
So you
skin the
take the
squirrel.
squirrel and go.
or
Yeah,
we part
skin it.
ways.
Got
Has
it.
to be done.
Here, you guys, cook this up. There's a squirrel and a grouse.
I throw the.
I
It's
will
a grouse.
You throw the grouse
bird.
and he
Yeah,
goes
Is it like a henway?
flies away.
Oh what?
Oh.
No, I thought it was dead.
Hey,
No,
Is the
you have
grouse
to
like a
kill it.
henway?
Never mind.
I
Is a
don't
grouse
picture you
like
killing
a
these
henway?
creatures.
I thought it was like caught it and like
No,
it was like a snare.
a snare is something that catches something alive.
Oh, okay. Like
A,
I see
tra-
what
a
you're
trap,
doing.
maybe.
I'm not gonna
I
say
don't
it.
throw it.
I'm
Except
not
that
gonna
you said
say
you
it.
did.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I thought it was gonna. I thought it was already
What's a
dead.
hint?
All right, roll an intelligence check.
That's it.
All right.
What do you need?
That's a guarantee.
10.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember that.
But I run it every
16.
week. He says it
All
every
right.
Thursday. He tries to say it. And I always say, when he says, he says something, I'm like,
Yes.
what's a henway? I say it every fucking week.
Guys, check out this cool
All
trick.
right. For some reason, Mugleb threw a grouse into the middle of everybody. And went, and then Kelp's like, "Here, you can eat
I
this."
bet that would have tasted good.
I didn't know it was alive.
I will attempt to cook this squirrel.
Seems like something you can put on a spit and put it over the
I
fire.
could just hold it.
You could.
I
If you want to
do that.
waste your time there,
I don't do that. Well,
and you want to be naked.
Hey,
Remember,
Brother
your clothes
Phil,
are not
yes.
protected.
can I see you in
You
private
are.
for a second?
I
course.
cook the squirrel.
Okay.
Julio,
The old-fashioned way.
The old-fashioned way. I
Okay.
ain't gonna hold
I'll
no
go
squirrel in
with
the
you.
fire.
All right.
Yes.
Don't let him say anything wrong in front of this person that you know, he's going to be all whatever. You know, he's going to be mug love.
He'll be fine.
Oh.
He'll be fine. Don't worry about that.
It's gonna be fine. How much?
Fight any fine.
9.99.
I don't know.
Late night at the El Cabo.
Oh, so
Yes, indeed.
the El Cabo.
Is that
Clark's
Clark
one.
trying to
He's
be
wanting
funny
to cast an
from a
augury.
distance?
Clark, augury is only for something that's going to happen in a half an hour, and you only get like yes or no answers.
No,
So-
go ahead and cast it in about 40 minutes for him to do so.
All right, so you and Mugleb trudge off into
I have put
Towards
on.
the thayer.
I put on my hand.
put on your hat. Okay, so you go back to the same place. I'm assuming.
To Wanda's
Okay,
magic.
roll a d12.
So while they're gone, I clean my armor and I clean my weapons and make sure, got that light oil
That's
on
a 2.
them so they don't rust in it. So I've got nothing else to do all day. So that's what I do.
Oh man,
I'm cooking the squirrel.
I'm still.
Literally.
There goes.
So you walk into
That'll
Wanda's
Flip it.
magical elixirs.
Hello again.
She's
Greetings.
you hear ding ding,
Hey.
and she is there once
Oh,
again
hey.
behind her counter and her all of her shelves full of bat wing and Eye of Newt.
She pulls one of those. Oh, new customers. I'm in.
Hey, I've been here before.
She says, roll me a charisma check right off the bat. And
That's a
you
weird
as
thing for her to say.
I fail. That's a 10.
Got 20.
Ooh, okay. So she seems to be in a bad mood this morning. And she's like, yeah, I'll be with you in a minute. And she stomps around and goes back and flips the curtain.
Just stay quiet. She's didn't want to help us yesterday, and I talked her into it. So just chill.
So she comes back out and she says, I have your items, and she sets them up on the counter.
Thank you very much.
There's
Were
a
you
ring
able to
there.
glean any
Leather
information?
straps. She says, I was.
Please tell me.
These items are not, as far as I can tell, tainted with the evil.
Fantastic news.
And she gives you the skunk eye. Evil. She says, these leather straps, I don't know what you've gotten yourself into, but these, when worn, allow the owner to command ogres.
Oh,
If Ruff wears them, he can command himself.
Yeah, that's wrong.
Bad rock. Pick up.
So you see him talking to himself while he's cooking the squirrel. And you're over there like cleaning your thing.
Oh, I heard him say bad rock.
Yeah.
Oh,
This rock over here, it looks bad. Look at it, it's all bumpy. It's not a good rock.
okay.
You're a good rock.
Then she says, this ring, notice the diamond set into it.
yes, I did notice. that.
Diamond is a component for the powerful spell of stone skin.
Oh,
And whoever
Oh.
wears this ring can confer that upon themselves
nice.
once a day.
Can I have that?
He looks
Settle
down at you
down.
and she's like,
Hey, hello
did you,
again.
did you pay for it?
Yeah, actually.
She looks back at you. Who is this young man?
He's my friend. He's been in here
You
with
s-
me
yeah,
before.
you've seen me before.
Oh, that's right.
What's up?
Don't touch anything.
Oh, okay. What's
Squirrel's
up with me
done.
today? Something
She rolls her eyes and
Yeah,
looks
sure.
back at you.
Okay.
Got another one.
Well, that is definitely helpful. I appreciate your work and your hard work and all your efforts.
I have to ask, even though I told myself I wasn't going to. What do you plan on doing with that evil ring?
Well, it will protect someone from the effects of fire, as you clearly know.
Someone that is
Cut to me
trustworthy.
pouring the grease from the squirrel.
It
into
can
my
all,
hand.
yeah. I'm not going to take any chances.
I
with
would
it.
be, my warning to you still stands. Whoever is capable of
Kinda armor
wearing
you are.
such a thing
Hi.
should
I
not be
know.
trusted. But
I
it is your life
will
to
definitely
live as you see
It's the
fit.
best
take
armor for
that
sneaking.
into
It has hide in the
consideration.
name.
Other than that, I guess we'll get out of your hair and let you be
I had
Thank
the
you
same
once
vibe
again.
as well.
for your talented knowledge, and we will be on our way.
She says, looks at you, she is, didn't you buy a potion here before?
Yeah.
Would you like to buy another potion?
Why? You got any other interesting potions? I'm always in the market for something cool.
Something tells me you might need potions of healing.
They're always handy.
Yeah, I guess so.
I still have the three that I purchased from you before.
Maybe not. I happen to have one I just made up last night after identifying those items, and I put a little special something into
Like what?
it. It can not only heal, but it can
Thank you, Peters.
restore strength to anyone who might be exhausted.
It seems like it would be pretty useful. How much is it?
200 golden coins.
All right, I'll take it.
Does it also have 3 doses in the vial?
It does.
Very good.
So you purchase a potion of
Cool.
healing and restoration. I call it the potion of second wind.
Cool. Did you ever find any use with that coat? Full of stuff?
It is being looked into.
Very comfortable. I'll tell you that.
She looked you up and down, now suddenly suspicious.
Oh, I took it from the wizard. I mean, it was super awesome.
Okay.
Say no more.
We
The
should
less
be
I
on our
know.
way.
Yes, get the fuck out.
Okay. Have a nice day.
As you leave, you hear the traveler wipe their path away from my door. Ka-ting. And you're outside the town now, or outside the establishment.
All right, let's get back to camp.
So you go back to camp, and
Six stones.
that squirrel's done. So if you want to eat it, or you give it to somebody else.
Yeah, I finished and I tossed it to Rock and he just ate
And
it.
Rock finished it.
And then I poured the grease on my hand.
Then Rock asked him for no.
I said I
And he
didn't.
gave
have
me
no.
this look while he was pouring hot grease.
I can't believe it's not mine.
So the DM doesn't want to know what the barbarian's going to do with a greasy hand. But all I can say is we're not going to role play that out.
Make a Constitution save.
You should have just rubbed it all over yourself and just slid around.
That's kind of what he was going to do, except he was going to stick to his exposed crumpkin. Come here, you little squirrel. At least they didn't explode this one.
Oh god.
Hey, squirrel fucker, get out of here.
Hang on, almost done.
Okay, so they come back, and there you are.
Cobb, for gaming purposes, is there a level of the stone skin spell? Because as I look it up, it's 1d4 attacks plus 1 attack per 2 levels of the caster. So is there like a level that this is at? So
I can't tell you yet.
Hey, can I have that stone skin ring?
The
and
thing,
you just want everything. As soon as you see what it is, it's like, oh, that's cool. I want it. Well, you can't have it.
Oh, do you have any? Are you guys back yet?
yes, they're back, and
Do you-
they're arguing with each other.
Do you
They're walking
have
back up.
anything that's magical now?
Yes.
Like what?
This ring of anti-mind control. I can't be.
And
Nothing else.
A hat on your
Nothing
head.
Oh
else?
yeah, other than the hat.
and
Nothing else.
how many magic items do I have?
Well, there's that coin.
What are those
You got a point.
straps? Do?
It's a light.
Do
They
you do this? Do you gather everyone around again, or do you
Yes.
just kind of walking and?
as I walk in, let me explain what we found out.
All right, so everyone comes together at the campsite.
I'm asking.
Okay, very good. That's
This
where you are.
ring with the diamond in it will allow the wearer to cast stone skin upon themselves once per
What's
day.
that?
I don't know what that
It's
is.
a spell that wizards use to.
Do you have spellcraft?
Practice.
No.
I do.
Then you're not really sure.
Well, actually,
I think it like makes your skin hard and makes you harder to hit.
Caractus used it, and it like made his skin tougher, so you couldn't hurt it as much.
Was that what he was using?
Yes.
When I couldn't
Yes.
pull his head
In
off?
fact, he even
Yes.
screamed.
That's effective.
He even
There.
screamed stone skin.
Bitches. I remember him saying that.
Is that what that meant?
Yeah.
I had no idea what the hell that meant.
That was his last words.
That could be quite effective for anyone,
Yeah.
honestly. That gets in the combo.
And these bracelets, when worn,
Yeah, what are the
No,
bracelets do?
they
say
allow the
nothing.
caster to control ogres.
Oh, we need to destroy them.
I can see why you would think that, friend, but I won't use them.
You
against
keep them, and I'll be okay with it. You might need them against something else,
That's right.
but I won't trust anybody else with them.
I don't need them. So.
You must hold on to them, and no one else is to use them. You would choose the right time when they need you, even if it's against me. But I
They
don't
have
trust
nothing
no
to
one
say.
else.
So, in the spirit of these other items, because we're ogres in the mountain.
Right, that's
kind
why
of goes
that-
with the
wait,
fact that
yeah.
he had
Do
the
you need-
fire.
Oh, I
Do you
protection.
need
see.
both of the
Yeah,
straps?
that makes sense.
Do you need both of the straps to control an ogre, or do you only need one?
You're gonna keep them both anyway.
She said that when worn,
Both? Yeah.
she didn't say whether it was both or one or not.
Well, doesn't
Anyone who has this strap can control it.
Addy does magic stuff, and he's probably easy to hit. He should get the ring that makes you hard to hit.
It's fine with me.
Does he wear armor?
I don't remember.
He wears.
Michael also does magic stuff.
If I was
but
to
he
guess,
has-
I would say leather, but
I
I would
would
tell
say
you.
so too. I would like to point out that
You.
I can't wear armor
Why not?
Oh.
because it affects
he
my
wears
abilities.
leather.
Well, maybe you should wear it.
Yeah, you.
But I don't want to keep everything. You want me to keep these straps?
I don't want
I would
anybody
like-
to use the straps, including you, unless absolutely necessary. I don't trust anyone else as much as I trust you
Well, I appreciate
because I've
that,
known you
Rob.
for a really long time, and I prefer you. It's either that or we destroy them. So if there could be a possible use for them, then I want you to keep them until that use comes around.
All right.
I don't want anybody to have the ability to control me that I don't trust as much as I trust you. That's just simply why.
It's also good in case he gets charmed again. You can like.
And why would anybody else want them? I mean, seriously.
Right.
I don't need them.
Unless
I would love to have the boots, but I don't really climb walls. So that wouldn't really, it's not really my thing. I prefer not to climb the wall anyway. I'd rather go through it.
yeah,
I'd love to have the extra protection from this ring of stone, but I won't fit my finger.
I'd
Never know.
I don't want that. I don't plan to walk through fire even if I could. And I don't want to turn evil or whatever that thing does to you.
I hope that it doesn't affect him the way it did me.
Well,
So,
okay.
kind
Maybe
of
we find
control
something
my
more
mind.
that I could use that would make sense for me. Then maybe then. But as of right now, I don't see any of those things being of use to me.
You're able to wear armor, aren't you? You've got that.
I'm wearing hide armor now.
Yeah.
And I have a big breastplate on top of it, but I'm fine. My champion Blood Bowl breastplate engraved.
Yeah.
What is Plane of Eternal Fire like?
Never been there.
How could he get in without instantly dying?
Yeah, I have no idea.
I'm trying to picture this valley of grass on fire.
Well, maybe it's just like a planet of lava
What?
or a place of lava. Just the entire ground
A
is.
place of lava?
Yeah, the entire ground is lava.
I've only ever seen lava ever
Well,
in that mountain.
Oh.
It was boiling the water that was being held out by the bubble
Yeah.
that Kelly cast fireball inside of and broke the bubble and killed almost everybody.
If I were to
Had I
stand-
not been so tough, I would have perished. But I was able to be in the water and still get the door shut and save a person or two. I think I saved you or something. Did
I
pull
wasn't
you out
there.
of it? I thought you were that first time around. Always. That's what.
Yeah, that,
I
that
saved a-
wizard that was
I
with
saved
us
a couple other people.
was there.
The only other person who survived was Durant. But he had some way of. He was like a mage. I don't understand what he could do. He was able to. It's hard to explain what he could do.
magical
He could-
mumbo jumbo.
He was there and he wasn't there, and things that hurt him that should hurt. I don't understand it.
A teleport spell?
They're the only ones that made it out.
Well,
Yeah, it's a scary place. Every turn we took in there were traps devised to kill us.
Yeah. Yeah.
So hopefully we
remember
can
that.
use these items to help ourselves avoid those traps.
Well, hopefully my
return.
girlfriend's still there, and then she can help us too. She knows something.
where exactly are we throwing this thing in?
There,
In Central Shaft.
it needs to go into the pool of lava.
Maybe our friend here can
Where
walk
is
it
that?
in.
It's below. You know where the giant crab was?
Yes, I do. So
Okay, and it was like on
we're
a,
going
a
there?
a stone pedestal, but beyond that, you could see the lava.
So we're gonna throw it in there. We're gonna go.
Well, there's a bubble that keeps the water from collapsing in on that place. We got to find a place where.
fire. Have him pop the bubble.
Well, that's not going to help him swim.
Well, it's still
It's water.
Isn't it still a platform?
Yeah, but if the
Wait,
bubble
wait,
bursts,
wait.
the water.
Couldn't somebody make somebody be able to breathe in water?
I have
Oh,
the ability to do that.
Do that.
It's a spell or something you do, right?
There's this blue ring on my
Oh,
finger.
well, what if he had that ring too?
Wait a minute.
Then he could. The bubble wouldn't. It wouldn't matter. He was in the water, and
wait,
he
wait,
wouldn't
wait.
hurt him.
Don't
we
you
need to
specifically
burn?
have to
Yes,
try?
I am going to throw his body in the lava.
Well,
Well,
I
maybe
mean,
you take
We'll
the
figure
red
it
ring.
out.
And
We're
I
going to
don't
figure it
know.
out once we get there.
you could
We don't
take
have
the-
to think about it right now.
well,
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just saying you could take the red ring and this ring so you wouldn't get controlled.
I don't know if that would work or not.
Well, we can try it now.
Yeah, we could do the tie you up thing and put both on you and see if it works.
Yeah.
And you can like take the coffin in there.
Well, we have to get there still.
Yeah.
So let's not put the.
Let's
cart
hope
before the
Pykel's
donkey.
friends made it
Well, it's
there
always
to,
nice
to
to
guard the place and prevent stuff from being ransacked.
Yeah, hopefully
Whatever
they
he
got
said
the
is-
message.
Always nice to have a plan though.
I'll take him ogre, is what he just said.
He'll take the ogre blaster.
He said ogre, so I'm
Ovary?
Ogeri. I'll take him ogre.
He's talking about the leather straps,
Straps?
probably.
Okay.
I don't think so. I'll arm wrestle you for him.
Excuse me.
You just grab him.
Are we doing like double? Are we doing teams?
Yeah, me and Rock versus you and Hush.
I don't know. I think it would be fair if I would be with
You
Rock's
Pykel
team.
and Abby.
See, I'll just hang on to your arm and like.
Yeah, Mug Up and the cat. Flipping around.
Sad thing is, like, actually
They
picture that.
cast a spell on your kitty. No, I told you I found messing you.
I can't talk to animals.
That's what you get, Randy. Fuck.
And then meanwhile, Muggleb is like with his arm completely twisted around. Like, I think I
Then
lost.
Addie speaks to the cat, and the cat goes, "How are you?"
Why did you let me do that?
Yeah. You son of a bitch.
Put me down, I want to sniff my butt. Then yours.
The cat and the guard dog. One team versus Rock. Look out.
Why did we buy the guard dogs?
In order to warn us, and they've been kind of working.
Thank you, Michael. Warn us from what?
Enemies.
Thank you, Pykel.
What?
I asked Pykel a question. What are you talking to me about?
Yeah, but he doesn't like to talk today.
You can't even say that much. There's got to be the little
Very true.
goblin thing.
He doesn't.
Why did we buy the dog?
Oh, Pykel wanted to buy him so we could have them alert us in case enemies were trying to take the thing.
Are they trained?
I'm working on it.
Do you know how to train dogs or animals?
I know how to train animals.
Speaking of which, they're very they're hungry, so they're eating the food that you guys give them. I don't know if you have anything for them.
Yeah, we bought. I'm pretty sure we bought.
Beat the hell out of me.
I don't remember that.
Well, we would have shared our food with them.
I ain't shared my food with them.
No, we have like a bunch of grant.
I'm lucky I got enough for me.
We could go into.
Okay, so now what?
I guess.
Well, we're done here. We just gotta wait till probably morning to leave, or how do you want to do it?
We can
time
travel.
is
It's
it?
still early.
What time is it?
Okay, I start
Noon.
in my part of the camp.
It's noon currently. Or the sun is
What do you
over,
want to do?
the sun is over there.
We should begin.
Yeah, let's continue on, and then when it gets dark, we can.
Sure. I start taking the fence time.
Alright.
I don't know how. I just kind of pull it all up and roll it.
Well,
I tie my rope around it, and then I throw it over my back like it's a.
didn't
walking
Michael set it up?
stick. I don't know.
So you think he would like help take it down?
We can
That's
all
fine.
take it down and
I
pack
don't
it up and put it on the cart.
Oh, there's a cart. I told my little cart.
There sure is.
Get a bigger
And there's 2 donkeys still.
There's the indefatigable donkey that pulls the cart,
and Donkey
and-
McMoney bags.
and Mugweb's donkey that has saddlebags.
Are these dogs going to follow you now?
I'm still working on
Or
it.
do we need to like put leashes on the
They
cart?
have leashes,
Like hook it to the cart?
if you
Oh,
want to
walk
do that,
along
or they can walk along
with you. They can walk.
And off goes.
So it's a
Most-
leash back then.
Most animals in the medieval times were used for hauling versus actually riding. Riding was more for people that could afford to have multiple animals.
Right.
So it is not a shock for everyone to walk alongside these 2 donkeys.
What kind of a dog are they?
They're just guard dogs, so they can be whatever he wants them to be.
I just wonder what they were.
Wow.
He might have said, "What
The
kind of
poodles.
dogs are they, Clark?"
Oh, I think they were like Rottweilers.
Tell us in the chat. And
Clark, turn the vacuum off. Remember when he used to
Get out of the wind
What's he
tunnel
doing,
on the
vacuuming?
plane.
It
Bad-
sounded that way. It
bad
was
connection?
weird.
I'm like, no, it sounds like a vacuum.
But it did.
It sounds like a bad connection. It sounds
Bad
like-
connection. He's also in a wind tunnel on a plane. I got a job. You guys hear?
Right.
You guys hear?
Bad connection.
I'm currently headed towards space in this rocket ship, as you can hear.
No, currently I'm driving a Tesla through space.
I'm in a helicopter right now, as you can hear.
It said something like the Tesla's traveling at 42,000 miles an hour towards Mars.
Oh, what? You mean
just so you're aware, the dogs are considered small creatures.
the Tesla that was launched from space?
Yeah,
Like
They
2 hit
can
Mars.
move.
That's what
You can move as
advertised.
fast as they can. That's how
Okay.
quick you move.
Wow.
shit.
What are you, a marathon runner?
And
What's marathon?
they says they're
long
omnivores, so they
distance.
can eat
Stupid
like
shit guy won't stop
if you throw the bones from the squirrels
Oh,
over
no.
there, they'll chew on them
Hey,
just
I
like
ate those.
any dog would. If they did that,
I ate those.
that's fine.
What do you think cleans up my shit?
I haven't given that much thought.
Well, you should
I'm
ask
assuming
more
your
questions.
finger.
Oh, I'm not disgusting.
Yes, you are. You're,
Stick a finger record.
you're more disgusting than Derek Darkbeard.
I walk. I walk.
Don't spray, Daryl.
I walk up behind Mugwin.
Get your son
How you
again.
doing, Mugwin?
Hey, is my left arm more brown than usual?
Mugwin's diaper needs changing.
Oh. I don't have a diaper.
All right, so you break camp and you set off.
Yeah.
Going back north.
Clip, clop, clip, clop.
Okay.
I'll take the lead unless somebody else wants it.
Nope.
Or somebody can scout way too far ahead.
I will be up with.
That's fine.
I'll just be wherever.
And all you need to do is start rolling me some 12s there. And
I'll
let's see
roll.
how far you
I
get.
don't care, but how late are we playing tonight?
It's up to you guys.
I can roll.
I don't care. I just want to know. Have an idea.
It's up to you guys.
I can't hear on the left side.
I'm rolling.
Midnight.
Go ahead.
I'm cool with that.
Okay.
I'm waiting on something to build my
5.
game.
Evening.
9.
Oh, I thought it was just morning.
Yeah.
I thought it was just day and night.
10.
It is just day and night.
Said morning
12.
there. I was like, whoa.
So Daryl.
Next morning.
So my buddy
next
Mike's
day.
young
8.
son Dimitri. He's 4, probably 13. maybe.
Is this the fellow you were shooting with?
Yeah, we had a bunch of family over.
The meat
Uh-huh.
that
Um, so I said,
Go ahead.
I'm gonna fire my
9.
AR-15. He's like,
5.
oh, he was scared of it. I'm like, no, because he was firing some of the other guns. I'm like,
11.
It's just, it doesn't have that bad of a kick.
6.
So he goes up,
Okay.
he leans up against the tree, and to for some support. And First 3 shots, he hits all 3 clays. I mean, yeah,
Nice.
he's like, that's the coolest thing ever. I'm like, now you can go to school, you shot an AR-15 like they do in the games, and and he's like, that's just fucking bad.
That's cool.
I knew he was some kids. It's like,
Sure.
wow,
They are neat weapons.
Yeah, I love it. I got a kick-ass sight. I got the sight cheap
Mm-hmm.
on Amazon. It was one of those.
All right,
$8
keep going.
cheapest.
I got a bipod.
Is it got like the laser?
It's got lighted. The reticule's lit. I can dim it to either green or red,
Right.
and it's got a laser dot sight also.
I've seen one.
It's all in one thing. It's got lens covers I can put on that are
Cool.
yellow.
Right.
You know how to wear yellow glasses.
Yeah.
But that's really cool. Never had anything to fit it on.
Oh.
So I was like, woohoo!
7.
But
Perfect.
did you get a
There.
bipod
No
for
kidding.
your
Okay.
knife, though?
Actually, I got a tripod on the way coming from Amazon too.
Does anyone remember how
A
much food you
bipod for your
guys got?
bipod?
I
We had
What?
just
A
stocked
bipod for your
up
bipod.
and
No,
things.
tripod.
have 17 days of dry
Tripod
rations,
for your bipod.
and
Which is weird because
with my newfound schools or spheres
see,
that
no,
you
tripod
gave me,
is
I
like
can create.
3. A
Yeah.
bipod is 2.
And I've been working with dogs every day.
2 coming out.
Okay.
Maybe it is a bipod.
Well, you just went 10
That
days,
makes more
so
sense.
everyone needs to subtract 10 days of your
What?
food.
Oh, I thought it was just one big food supply.
So did I.
Well, then how many days was in the big food supply?
Yeah,
I
I don't know.
thought he was carrying.
Michael-
Where did that
Michael had
order
on his
come?
sheet.
He
Yeah.
passed you
To
like
be
a
honest
big
with you.
sheet.
Yeah,
You did?
Michael had like
Where
a
is it?
whole
He did
math
30
thing.
days for 7 people, or 15 days for 7. He did the math on
But
it.
he did it also including me as being extra or something.
Yeah, and
I don't
spent
recall
I
what
a
mean,
bunch of money. So
I
you
don't-
have to
Because
look at
there's a
his
paper
stuff.
on it somewhere. I don't know where it is.
It is a bipod. That is what they call it.
Okay, well, all I'm going to say is
I
I
looked.
subtracted from mine because that's all I mean. My
And
dry
tripods are like another thing.
10
now.
days.
I know. I was calling it a tripod for some reason, but it's a bipod because it's only got 2 legs. I was like, well, that wouldn't make sense why it's a tripod.
What's a quad pod?
It would be
That's
4
four.
legs.
A
all right,
quick
he's
pod.
saying the dogs are German Shepherds.
Cool.
So not knowing much about dogs,
So we're living in
all I
Germany.
know is they are of the stats of this.
Yeah.
No matter what
Right.
they appear.
Whatever breed you said, just whatever breed we chose.
Oh man.
So that's cool.
We should just ask Clark if he has the
This
paper
video-
about like how much we have.
I don't have any idea where they say German Shepherd, they come from Germany.
Yes.
German Shepherds specifically were
Well, they're shepherd.
bred. It's a shepherd breed. They bred. They're,
So in other words, these
German
ones
Shepherds
are
aren't a
called
natural
German
creature.
Shepherd.
That's something that was
We're going to say
made.
the breed is
They're just big dogs.
In medieval England, specifically, you had
we bought 'em down
English
there.
wolfhounds and mastiffs
Mastiff.
were very common hunting or guarding dogs.
All right.
And then there were smaller dogs, but those were things that women carried around like they do today. But the hunting dogs are the dogs that would be running along. Things like this specifically were English wolfhounds and mastiffs.
You're probably gonna have a mastiff. I guess.
There wasn't a huge amount of different types of dogs.
All we have are bulldogs.
We'll
Now in the
just drop-
deserts, they had different types of dogs. They were
We'll
smaller.
just drop the term German and just call them shepherd dogs.
There you go. Do you realize that when you slap me, you put me at 37?
Ooh,
Nah.
37.
Well,
You propped me
that's
up.
all. That's all. gone.
Yeah, because 10 days.
No, it was just the 37.
Brawling, you get back 1 point, I think, a round or a turn or something.
Oh, okay.
So it was
Okay.
all gone.
I see.
And so 1/4 of them was real. So you took 7 actual points. So you had 2 points, and then 1 the next day, and 1 the next day.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys are traveling along the western side of the bank, and according to Mugleb's bank or Mugleb's map,
Bang.
Give me my donkey.
the Valley of the Giants is coming up.
Oh.
And so the question would be, do you want
Remember
to
that.
take a little bit longer to go avoid the Valley of the Giants, or do you want to cut through the way you did when you came down, which is there's the valley is got all the high cliffs and all that, and the river goes right through it, and you can go on
Yes.
the side of the river.
Past through here.
Do we want to do it?
Well, I think it's best we avoid them.
Yeah, I don't want to mess around with the giant.
Yeah. Throw rocks.
You came down through here
They
with
throw
no
you.
problems. There were no giants to
Yeah,
be
but they
found.
move.
It's
Giants
hit and miss. And maybe if they're there,
And you know it's going to take
they're not
you,
going to be fun to deal with. They're not going to reason with us. I would suggest
Oh,
around
also,
not
If you're in a hurry,
I'll be setting up some.
I've done this
obviously you'd
before,
have to
but
go
we've run into
through.
it.
If you're not in a hurry, then you would go around, and by the looks of the map, it could take an extra 3 to 5 days.
I'll be
With
setting up
So
everything-
that's up for you guys to decide.
With everything just randomly attacking us, even if we didn't see giants through here last time, I don't want to take the chance.
I agree.
Oh yeah, remember a giant was getting controlled last time by something or other.
That's right.
I do.
So
Let's
I don't
go
want a
around.
bunch of them doing that.
I think it's worth taking
Yeah.
an extra few days,
I
but
agree.
and I can.
it's
still
up to
see
you because you're the one that needs to do this as soon as possible. And I agree with the need to move faster, but
I think we should skirt.
I'll only tell you what I run into in the past here.
All right, let's go around.
All right, I'm like setting some snares. I forgot to do that.
Okay, don't even bother rolling. So along
gotta
the way, you get you can roll me a D6 and then one other D6.
4,
So 4 rabbits
4.
and 4 squirrels.
All right.
And it's
I pass them over to Kel for scanning.
I'll scan and gut them, and then we cook them as we go.
I released them. Yeah.
Okay, so this is gonna just for color and detail. You give the dogs rations, and then you guys eat the fresh meat.
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, I mean, the guts
think-
and stuff that we take out of the squirrels, we can give them to the.
yeah, the shit we don't eat.
Which is fine.
They'll
I'm just
chew up.
wondering.
Also,
And raw is fine for dogs that age.
I feel like rations could be interchangeable for dog food. I don't know why.
Sure. I mean, it's just like nowadays you can give your dog
Since rations
human
are kibbles
food.
and bits, I can't tell.
The only thing is they say if you give dogs human food, that sometimes it fucks them up. I don't know if
That's
true or
today's
not.
human food.
Yeah, well,
That's today. Back then, they all
It's all
ate the same
natural.
shit. They get sick if it was raw.
they didn't have the preservatives, I guess.
Right. Well, there's a lot of.
What's it gonna do? to
I
them?
tell you, my
mean,
dog gets the wrong thing, and in hours it's gassy, and the next day it's sloppy shit. And it don't take much to. If you change their dog food, if you don't gradually mix it when you're changing it, it shits the next day. A lot of dogs have that issue.
Mm-hmm.
Some dogs will eat anything, don't give a
I'm
shit.
just saying some of you may prefer to eat the rations versus the.
I subtracted 10 days of rations.
Yeah.
from
I
my-
prefer real meat and when I can get it. 'Cause
I don't
that's
know
what
if
I
I
do
prefer
when
real
I need it.
I
But
guess that's-
Some of you
My own.
might prefer the not having to fuck with the small amount of meat you get from a squirrel and rabbit compared to the rations as well.
Well, I mean, I
So
might
you can all
mix
pick
them.
however you want. I'm just saying there's a difference.
I
Are we-
pictured it as
so-
adding the fresh meat to the rations. Like
I'll be
a
eating
little bit of both.
the rations, but I'll help cook the meat.
I might
If-
eat. I might eat a little bit of
people want
both.
Suddenly he's a chef because he can hold his hand in the fire. And make sure.
Well, I don't do that because it'll burn.
But
Okay.
no, you think you know, you
So-
roll your sleeve up.
I'm gonna attempt to read. I'll be on the way. I just want to attempt to read some of these tiny books.
So you've been traveling,
Yeah,
and
I'm
the weather's
curious.
been
What did they
pretty
say?
decent.
So
I'm
can
curious,
am
what
I
do
at
they
all
say?
able to read
Anybody else curious to know
books?
what a book says?
Those tiny
That
books?
these tiny things have been reading? These tiny trolls?
One
Uh,
of them's the diary.
I knew I needed to say this at the time, but I didn't. Whenever you grab the bookshelf and you can roll me a dexterity check. If you fail, the books fell out.
Well, I would pick up books.
He was going just for the books. He picked the shelf up because it was
Yeah.
easier.
I would have picked up the books too if they were to fall out.
Okay, that's fine.
Doesn't-
So you try to read the books, roll your read languages.
To be honest with you, he probably tossed the shelf after he got
So they're
out.
they're in like troll language.
You're not for sure. It's a language you
Oh,
may or may not
9%.
understand. What is it?
9%.
9. Okay. So they're written in very small things, and you need a magnifying glass.
You guys got a magnifying glass?
What's
Yeah,
that?
just pull out my magnifying
Uh,
glass real quick.
It's a piece of glass.
Because
What's glass?
if
The
the
things in mirrors.
if the
What's
bookshelf
mirrors?
is
I've seen a mirror before.
if
There
the-
are no such
if
things
the
that I've ever
bookshelf
seen in any
I pull out
city.
the
is
mirrors.
this
I'm
big
from
or
Greyhawk.
smaller,
There are no
which
mirrors
I'm
with
picturing
glass.
smaller. Bookshelf is half the size of
Largest
this
city
thing,
of the planet.
and
You
the
probably
books
seen a
that means they're
church.
like
I
What
will
does
point
the
out.
church do then?
They have stained glass in their windows.
There's no stained glass. I don't know what stained glass is. What's glass?
I will
Colored-
point out I did have.
There's
a
nothing like
small
that in Greyhawk.
rock. I did have a small small mirror,
Yeah, me
but we
too.
discussed it's not glass. It would be like a reflective
Polished
metal.
metal.
Well, he keeps talking about glass. I'm like, I've never
There
seen
is,
this in
there is no
Greyhawk.
I don't know
glass
what
on
glass is.
Skell.
I don't know what
There
glass
is, but it's super rare.
There's none in
Some
Greyhawk.
people may have, like for instance, none of you are wizards, although you know that in the Wizard's Lair Parekos, there were glass vials and beakers that he would do experiments with.
Well, he said all the churches have stained glass windows.
How would you know that?
Wow.
Well, you
I
know, you
probably
say
could-
it because you know in this world that that's the way it is. But Mugleb, I don't think you've ever been to a real church.
I probably would have
Glasses.
seen them.
So,
I might-
Probably.
like out from the outside that you could.
There were none of these churches in the Elven lands, that's for sure.
There aren't any in Greyhawk that have what you call
Well,
colored glass windows.
Oh, I didn't know.
None that I've ever seen, and I walk by them all the time.
The desert just had a lot of sand and rock and.
If you heat up sand enough, then it turns into glass.
I still don't understand what
Your
glass
character
is.
might not know that.
Your character most definitely would.
You
probably
can
not
roll
know
a
that.
30 if you want,
Uh,
if it's important to you.
Sure.
14.
Nope, you don't know how glasses
All
work.
right, whatever.
You have seen it, but
Well, it's
most of us haven't.
it's a thing that
I don't
Okay.
believe
that
it.
So,
makes stuff bigger.
I've never seen it.
While you're
I've
traveling,
never seen
and
it
you've got the
anywhere.
marching order, which I wrote
I'm
down
from the biggest
somewhere.
city.
Well, I'm not talking about it. I'm not
Uh,
talking about glass anymore. I mean, like glass in general. Well, a magnifying glass.
The-
If you look through it, it makes things up here bigger.
Anyway,
never heard of this
we're
magic
continuing.
glass you speak of.
I haven't seen
I'm
it.
looking for the marching order. Well, how about you guys just set up your marching order however you want?
I'll be near the dock.
Because something's gonna happen here. So
Me and Rock up front. I'm up there.
Oh, well,
I
I
still
go
think
by
I can tell you how I
still
think I remember it.
I wonder if there are any.
Which
logos
was-
posted.
Rock and I are, or Rock and I.
Rock
Two of
and I.
us are up front. I was putting them back here so we're not so far away when we draw what we come up to. And then Kelf would be behind me
I'll be
with
by the
maybe
donkey.
somebody else.
I'm near the cart.
I remember
Then the
Kelvin-
cart would be directly behind you. We need people behind the cart. In case.
That's where Addie and I were hanging back by the cart.
I wouldn't put the cart last in line though.
No, I'm behind the cart.
So put the cart.
Sorry,
behind
this
us.
is the way this is the way I remember it.
Oh, you-
Zane
No,
and him
Club.
were
No.
because Zane has his.
And they's
phone.
always walk near me.
You forgot about Morglub.
I always take the lead, and
Mugleb,
they
I
always
usually
says
picture
I
him
will
in the
walk up
back
with Rock.
Yeah, pretty much.
with his donkey.
I want to be back at the cart.
Yeah, I was gonna
There
set
you
it
go,
up,
like that.
but Cobb decided to come over and take over.
That's all right.
Dogs would also be by the cart,
I have no idea where to go.
like right next to the
So
cart.
you want to be up front, huh?
You with Rock, yes.
Okay, so your guys, where do you want him?
This
Oh, I forgot about Janice.
Janice Bubanis.
You forgot to roll for him also a lot of times. I guess he's just super quiet.
Janice, but banish me, my banish.
You done? So which talk is his donkey's pulling the cart or the infatigable? Which one's the infatigable and which one's not?
This one is.
That's the infatigable. Okay.
Mugleb's the original. So
Okay.
he gets the original
You
donkey.
need to get some more donkey or
I was looking.
mule.
I was looking.
He did find.
So now, do you want me to put you behind the cart like you asked?
No, that's fine.
In front of it, then? Okay.
I'm just I'm walking alongside him.
I think having Mugleb only behind the cart is probably not the best thing to do. It's not you.
Trying
It's just you by yourself.
Well, there's
back
no
there.
hurry. You guys can do it however you want.
I was thinking the cart. That's got the coffin in it, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
in
that's
the
fine.
center,
That's why
in
I'm
the
saying
center
yes.
of the group, so we got people in front and back.
Well, the
is what I
cart,
was
the
saying.
cart isn't that big anyway. Though. You could probably like see around it really easy.
That's not. My
But-
point is the cart's got what we're trying to protect. I wouldn't have it in the back of the group. I have it in the middle. That was my whole point.
Okay, Michael is right where we got him because he walks alongside the donkey. Yeah, Addie and I were staying back on either side of the cart.
So you might want to move Addie and his cat.
I think that's a wolf. I ordered a cat for him. So
Like mountain lion type cat. Or,
Real-
yeah.
a real cat.
I love cats.
Cut it out.
There you go. And I think the dogs should be near a name.
I thought
Or no, we had
The
them.
dogs are owned by Pikel, so
Okay.
Owned by Pikel, trained by
to be
Pikel.
honest,
unless Nate, for some reason you want them by you, but then you gotta have
No.
them on your leash and all that.
to be honest, the dogs, unless you're making them stay right by you, are probably running a little bit ahead and stopping and sniffing something and looking around and staying with the group.
Well,
Keep the
they're-
group within. I'm just saying
They're
that's how
on-
dogs act.
He's got them on leashes.
Oh,
Well, yeah,
well,
they
then
still
that's
try to
different.
go.
I mean, Pikel's got them on leashes.
That's different then. No, I put them one in front and back behind Pikel, so they're kind of staying on their leash but staying within their leashes thing. That's about what dogs do.
Yep.
Unless you're forcing it to be at your side and constantly commanding it to stay, and it knows what that means. They're
Just throw it over there.
taking in everything as they walk, or maybe just just what they do. Oh, bird.
Grouse.
You're welcome.
Okay, so
Is that like a hen
you're
one?
making
No.
you're making the traveling, and you hear the cartwheel going along the trail, and you see off in the distance as the
I need to change my stance so it's straight so my base is square and not.
you can do whatever you want. That's your figure. That's not mine.
I know. All my figures are my figures usually, unless there's a different reason. I'm gonna change. I'm gonna change them out too. I think I'll take him home and see if I can't just. I want to. I want to put the axe in his hand. Get rid of this other fucking thing that's in his hand. Maybe have the axe. The something behind. I want to make him more like he normally is on a day-to-day basis.
When
Not the way he is.
you can see coming from your right a
Please tell me it's one
huge
month.
wave. No,
Oh, wait.
Oh,
a huge wave of goblins.
oh.
When I say huge wave, we're talking
Covering
looks
the
like
hillside.
100 or more.
Oh my goo.
All right, you want to take them?
Look
or you
out!
Like run.
And they are flying the banner of the throat puncher tribe.
I don't know them. Do you want to find?
Gee, this looks familiar. I've done this before.
Oh, I will.
I don't want to do this again. It's very tedious and not necessarily a good ending. But no, what do you mean? Do I want to fight them? What are our choices?
Run.
Your choices are to fight them, to
We have a
flee,
horse.
or attempt to move into the Valley of the Giants and hope that they don't follow.
They're probably gonna follow.
Let's.
Or you can swim across the river.
Oh, come on, not again.
But last time
I'm
you
not gonna-
realized that all the arrows shot, so we're bringing people down, and this time there's way more goblins than there was orcs.
Goblins are like cannon fodder. I think we might be able to take them.
So
I've fought hundreds of goblins before.
What's a cannon?
What's fodder? I've fought hundreds of orcs before, and it's not
It's the
pleasant.
dude that banged your mother.
I purposely did not comment. And I was like, fodder, that's hello, mother.
Hello, fodder.
I begged you,
I paid you.
and that's how you came here.
That
Yeah,
made up
I know.
powder.
You were rhyming. Your song rhyming was much better last Thursday. That sucked. He actually was pretty good on for a change.
All right, so I'm gonna give you guys 10 seconds.
I
to
think
decide
we
what you're
need.
gonna do.
I say as far as the rest of you go, I think we need to go into the valley
Let's go.
and hope.
Okay.
In the valley?
Well,
If there's a chance they don't follow, I think that's going to be the best bet because
You know,
You
you
guys
at
are gonna
least
get torn
might
up.
have some cover in the valley.
I've been
There's
in
like,
the same situation. And I was a gigantic pincushion beating the hell out of hundreds of goblins.
Well, if
But we
they're
got
enough to
lucky.
scare
They
you,
were-
Rock, then we better go. in the
No, I'm
valley.
not scared. I'm scared for you guys because
Well, I appreciate that.
I can take it for a while, but
you think it could go
they're
all?
overwhelming. Is the problem.
I'd say let's go.
How is there even
into
that
the
many?
valley?
Not the first time I fought this. They're overwhelming. That's
So
the
we
problem.
turn our donkeys toward the valley and we head into it.
At a quicker pace, perhaps.
you go as fast as you think you can go.
I take the rear. Wait. Okay, so we're going this path to the valley. I guess.
Actually, you're just going straight.
Okay, and they're coming from this side.
Mm-hmm.
Are we moving fast enough to be ahead of them? Because my point, I want to move to where if they catch up, they got to get to me before they get to the group or the wagon. I'm not waiting behind. I'm trying to be on the wherever I'm in the
I think
interceding.
you're being called. Possibility. Or something.
This is something else. It's
No,
fine.
I saw a call. I'm like,
It wasn't. But okay.
colors.
It was a message.
With as far off as you see them, you think you can probably make it to the valley unless something slows you down.
I say
Like
we
a
should-
giant.
let's just
Okay,
focus.
then just to be on the safe side,
You don't do anything yet.
okay. Well, when it's my turn, I move over to the right and I let them pass, and I be that first person that if they caught up would meet before they meet the rest of the group. That's my goal.
And then the rest of you are going to try to move as quick as you can into the valley. Is that correct?
I will go to the rear and keep an eye on them and move with the cart. If they get there first, then I will
I'm gonna
engage.
So it
attempt.
sounds like you and Rock are thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna attempt to speed up the donkey so we can go a little bit quicker.
All right. So, okay, we're going to do this.
And that includes meat shield up from the arrows if need be. Would be the first time there. What did you have on me that one time? 7 or 8 at a time hit me. I forget. Every time I'd kill 2 or 3 in a round. Guess what? 2 or 3 more. It was a long battle.
I'll bet.
Just hold your accent. and spit
What,
it out.
this is like
I can't apparently do that yet. I mean, that's something that Cobb looked up, and that can be done at a higher level.
we are currently
Not
giving
mine.
Lord of the Rings a run for their money on a small group of characters taking on an army.
Mm-hmm.
We had small fish before too.
There it is.
Next thing you know,
And to make it worse, there's a bunch of dark dwarves there too. Cast. They weren't casting spells yet. Yeah, some of them were, and they were building these giant catapults. Or were they catapults or
Okay,
Next
no
thing you know-
surprise.
I forget.
next thing you know, Pikeal and the Nay are going to be
10d6
arguing on how many
squared.
goblins they can kill.
Casting some sort of slow spell on us, and we could. Holy crap! How you like the dice roller thing there?
Works great.
That's
now that I
pretty
put
cool.
the little catch mark
Yeah, I
on
seen
it.
that. I figured that was great. I like how you can dump a whole bunch in there. They come out really neat. I really like it. I had to do the weird design thing.
Yeah, it worked out.
Instead of just being a clink, 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 I wanted to do something special.
Oh, you'll like this. 37 squares away is where the pursuit starts. So, each round, the slowest one of you
Well, it's
is going to roll a D10, and
isn't
that's
that
going to
technically
determine.
me then because I moved 12? I mean, anybody else move slower than 12?
I move at 8.
No. Well, you
I
can,
just said because
you
I'm
can
just-
be on the cart.
Yeah, I guess
I'm
I'll
just
get on
having
the
him
cart. I'm
roll.
going to get on the
That's-
cart.
that's all that
with
was.
the donkey can
Okay,
drag me home.
so
I think that's probably the best place for you if you're slow to just be on the cart.
it's going to take
I have short legs.
3d4 to get in there. 5 plus
We should
3,
just
8.
invest in
Okay.
shields so we can just like put them up and block a bunch of arrows.
All right.
Or
Sounds
just
good.
get like an iron curtain.
Shoot! Whoa! Advance forward!
That's
You ever
true.
watch those shows? Pretty cool.
Oh, okay.
So the Spartans kicked ass.
See, next up, we're gonna just hire like an army of henchmen to
All right.
follow us around.
Can we hire an army of Spartans?
Approximately 300.
Yeah. Yeah, we want the 300 best. That, the women kick ass. I
One of
think
them could be
300 are women.
Leonidas. One of them named Leonidas. Like, so we're fighting Persians.
Jimmy's
Some Persian cats.
You killed me.
Thank you.
No cats.
Oh no, you're not. You knocked me off.
Well, I don't remember.
Sorry.
It's going to change in a second anyway. Remember,
All right.
we're changing
So-
positions.
First round, you roll D10.
There. 9.
9.
9.
9. Okay.
9. It's a 9.
What'd you roll? 10.
You're the one
Oh, okay. So,
They're instantly there.
You got to do something better than moving us all that.
first
direction.
round. There's that. Okay. So, okay, again. Roll D10.
Can I?
Five.
Can I intercede here? Real quick?
5. Okay.
I wanted to change our column. Can
Go.
we do
Yeah.
that?
Go ahead.
All right.
Go
All
ahead.
right.
I'm getting on the card.
Yeah, I was
So I
like,
can
you need
move
to be on the
quicker.
card.
Okay. Again.
Oh,
Damn,
two.
you're rolling good. Shit.
2. What is that?
And then you
Do I
leave
want
the
high or
column
low?
in
You want
case there's
high.
a problem.
Roll
Okay?
again.
6.
Another 9. I can't believe this. They are closing the gap.
8.
9 again.
Change dice.
Dice
4.
to death.
3. Okay, so you got a little bit better on that.
4.
one. All right, 2 more.
2.
Okay, at 22 squares, you're almost there. They start to fire their bows, but they all can't fire them because they all don't have bows.
I'm hanging back with Rock.
Yeah.
Does this
So
good
you can. That's great.
for those of you that
Eventually,
Are
the
involved.
month levis.
Okay, so
Well, these
everyone
are-
suffers from volley fire.
I thought they didn't have those.
So
no, not
Goblins?
all of them have bows.
Oh.
He said.
okay, and they're at extreme range. No, that's right. That's missile squares.
They
Okay,
have tiny bows.
so at 7.
They have tiny. They probably have tiny.
All
They
right.
have Cupid bows.
So right now, as you guys are
They're
No,
gonna
they
fall
have-
in love.
They have fully automatic
They're,
weapons. Light them up. Get the coffin. Get
they're shooting from there. Okay, and
Launch the
so everyone here make a saving throw versus paralyzation
Oh,
Why?
because a volley of arrows are just coming down. I'm not going to take all the time to individually.
Two.
Love
I don't. Do I need higher or low?
You want high for a saving
I
throw,
got
Made
2.
by 1.
I got
No
2,
penalties?
so you make it.
I made it by 3,
You
which
make it,
means I parry them.
and you fail.
Yeah, I got 2. I got pink cushion.
Not according to the books.
Okay.
there he is. Here he is.
I'm just
My
saying.
monk trading.
The book's parry is you don't do nothing.
Okay.
Say,
So
what,
those
which-
of you that save, you get to roll a d6 and subtract it from the amount of damage that I tell you.
Oh god.
So first, no, don't roll it yet. Don't roll it yet.
You just-
Don't roll it yet. Okay, we'll start with you.
I'm parrying missiles.
What are you, Wonder Woman?
Tell me how that works.
Missile parrying on successful paralysis save.
All right, that's 1. 1 missile.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, roll a d6.
1.
1. Okay. So you would take
They're sending the goblin
3
lunches at us.
points of damage.
All right.
Now you roll a
Here come
d6.
the goblin children.
You take 5.
Wow.
You roll a d6.
Oh, should I roll a save for Janice?
Oh, you take none. Yes.
Okay.
Hold my axe up.
That's a 13.
That's
Axe,
a change.
Fail.
axe wall.
Okay, so roll a d6 for. Oh wait, yeah, he just takes a straight 5,
Okay.
Oh, Janice might.
and yeah, he's hurt again.
Fire back him.
Mughead,
I
you
don't-
don't get to save, so you take
Back to a cart.
2.
Oh, I just hope you went on at 30 seconds.
That's awesome. Okay, and then the people that aren't here, they take damage, and we'll worry about that if I need to.
Alright, I should be able. I don't think I can hit them from this far range.
The dogs.
Oh no, not the dogs.
Oof.
Oh, no.
Oof.
They don't get a save.
They sure do. All right.
What is?
They're dead.
What?
Okay.
But you spent so long.
The
training.
indefatigable donkey has 2 arrows sticking in it, and it doesn't give a shit. Roll a saving throw for your donkey.
What do I do?
I always thought it was.
What is?
roll
Wait,
a
what do I
D20.
need to get for that?
Roll high.
Oh, what am I supposed to get? 19.
Oh, good. Okay, roll a d6.
Nice. Hold on.
It takes 3 points of damage, your donkey.
How many health does it have? I don't know.
Did you have a pencil to work with instead of a pen?
Yeah.
Just hit minus
You
three
just
for
need a
now.
notebook to write in versus your
Just put
sheets,
minus
that's all.
3 for now. Your donkey is minus 3.
Okay, and okay.
I don't suppose these arrows are made of fire, are they?
Okay.
No,
So,
they're made of
All but
explosives.
the arrowhead.
They're
1, 2,
explosives.
Okay, roll another D10.
Everybody?
9.
Oh, 6. Okay, so
Something to
you
do with
for some
distance.
reason, so you make it right to the edge of the valley because that's the way the dice roll said it. You get up there, and you manage to somehow, like, there's a hill, and when you get up there, they're like further behind. They ran into some brush and some other hills, and they all fire last ditch at you.
Then they don't
So,
hit right. They don't hit.
Everyone save again versus paralyzation.
Me, fail, Janice.
You failed
12.
Fail.
Success.
15.
I made that.
versus paralyzation.
Yes.
All right. So we'll start with you. Roll a d6.
6.
You take none. You roll a d6. Yeah, you take none. You roll a d6.
Man, I like how you're playing with being a
6.
pincushion.
You take none.
it.
Excellent.
You guys both fail.
Usually I'm thinking.
Yeah, our
So
dogs
Janice
got like
takes
destroyed.
7. He is
They're-
unconscious.
Well, don't take much.
And you
Not
take
war dogs, are just dogs.
10.
They probably have a couple of points.
Maybe we should get armor for it.
The cat
Oh, D12 per game.
saves
No shit.
and takes a whopping 1.
Meow.
Okay, we'll just say fuck it, Eddie. That's a save. That is a failure. Another save. Another failure. So Eddie ends up taking none because of the dice.
Nice.
And Pikel takes 16, and he might be out. We'll see.
Did you roll 6 for him?
He failed to save. Both of them.
Oh shit.
We'll have to pick up some.
Well, if need be, I grab him.
Man, we can't kill off a character while they're not here again.
No.
This will be the second time.
This is
Does
not
anyone
over.
pick up the dogs?
I pick
Because
Janice.
If the dog, do the dogs look dead?
of course you're on the other side. So
Yeah, but I'm standing at the
Well,
back.
back.
Eventually, there's going to be 2 dogs that aren't going with them.
you can roll me a level check at advantage to see if you notice the dead dogs or if you're concentrating on the enemy.
Concentrate on the enemy.
No, you roll to see if you.
Oh, you
if
said.
just
Oh, I
happen
thought you
to
said.
look.
Oh,
This
okay.
is just one of those random. Oh, I happen to see him out of the corner of my eye.
He said with
At advantage.
At advantage.
Oh, well, that might help. Yes.
Okay, so you do see 2 dogs.
Pick them up.
Do they look dead, or do they look like, or is it like,
You'd have to go over there and
Get him.
are they moving or not? When
no.
then I'm not gonna.
Does anyone else want to do that?
I'll pick
No,
them.
I pick up Janice.
Wait,
Janice is down too.
so who has their
Well, you
leashes?
didn't tell me people. You just said no.
Who has their leashes?
Is
Clark?
Michael down or not?
So wouldn't they be getting dragged?
I will stop for a person. If the dog's not moving, I'm assuming it's dead because it would be trying to move, and it's a dog. I mean, I'm not opposed to it.
Yeah, he's still up, and he will scoop up the dogs and he'll say, "Mugland, help me, please."
I help him.
Just throw him in the back of the wagon.
I help him
Mug
get
loves
him
in.
into the cart.
Okay,
Yeah.
you throw him into the cart and you keep going. And then he's
And then
like,
I've been.
"They're bleeding out. I got to say, I don't want to waste my money." And while you're going up there, he's like,
Well, then come in here.
curing. So he cures
Get in the
one
cart.
and stabilizes it, and he cures the other one, and he stabilizes that one. But it's like, oh,
Get in
this
the,
is bad.
get in the cart.
I'm gonna lose Rufus and Ducius,
I like it.
or whatever he calls them.
I think Rufus
One of us might
Caduceus is a
use
good name.
Okay, but you make it, and when you start to enter the valley, you see a long, basically a stone totem pole with all these faces carved into it, and then a sign that's in Southern tongue, believe it or not, and it
Hey, I can read it.
says Valley of the Giants, keep out.
We're not
Does
supposed to
everything
be-
look the same as last time I was here? I mean, nothing looks out of. I mean, as far as design and all that, everything looks the way it did way back when.
Now boulders start coming after
Yep.
you.
Are you expecting anything?
Yeah. Well, what he just said.
What?
I seem
Boulders
to remember
start
boulders
flying
start
after
coming. not just thrown. Little ones get thrown. Little for
Okay, the
us
sound-
is big,
The sound of the
but there were bigger ones rolling.
the sound of the encroaching goblin army is left behind, but the sound of the rushing water in the valley is more loud now.
I will move to help Janice right away.
Okay.
Looking
And
back
use my-
while I'm watching it. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'll wait till.
So do you stop?
Well, that's what I'm wondering. I mean, if
Well, that's why I was going to ask. Did they stop or did they continue? And are we out of arrow range?
Well, it's hard to say. Some of them might have super arrows, but
But did they stop?
they appear to be stopping.
If no more arrows have been hitting us.
I
You
will-
kind of got cover, so
Okay.
I think we gotta keep on going.
they would have to come into a more a line of sight place.
Okay. Maybe go on a little bit more, very little more, and then stop, and then do whatever you need to do to whatever you need to do.
Dogs.
I'll watch
I
the
will
road.
cast Cure
Okay.
Moderate.
So you
Wound.
go a little bit further and then you stop. And Pikel will cast healing on his dogs.
Addie,
And he says, I brought you back, but you're still hurt
6.
there, douches.
what's your guy's name? Again?
What is he not
Janice.
Russian?
Janice, Addie,
So
watch those hill lines. See if any,
Janice,
announce
Janice
if
is
anything-
in his arms bleeding out. I'm
Janice
curious.
Oh,
stabilized
I'll watch
with
it.
the
I can
spell, but
watch
still
watch the hill line.
Okay.
Announce anything
I'm-
you see moving or coming this way.
I'm barely hurt. I'm fine.
If you see small things coming this way
I
in
know
the
Michael
what
air,
that
says,
one
they
looks
get a
I'll
lot
get-
bigger.
I know what they
Come back to me, Pooch. One again. God damn it. I can't roll for sight.
I can't tell if you're Russian.
I'm going to cast again. 2. God damn it. These dice suck, I tell you.
This impression is on point.
I cast again.
Okay.
And that is 3, not an 8, so 4 more for Janice.
So stabilizing, what would that put him at? Just stabilizing.
0.
Okay, so plus the 4.
No, he's at 0 right now.
That
Okay.
was 10 total.
Wait, did you keep track of how much he took?
Yeah, he took 5, which put him at 1.
That's
and then
all?
he took 7.
No, how much did he take total? Did I tell you how many hit points he has to begin with?
6.
Oh, okay. So you're keeping track of all that. Then I don't have anything to say. Go ahead.
So
He
you
gained 10.
so you stabilized him and then you healed
So
him.
roll percentile. See if he wakes up. If you roll an 85 or less, he wakes up.
20.
All right. So he's like, bling, bling.
And he heals to 4, he's at like 1.
No, he gets back whatever he gave him.
My donkey's.
Well,
My donkey has a couple of
hurt the
arrows
first
in it, if you
so
want.
much stabilizing and then the 4. So does it-
Okay.
Is Addie healing anyone?
He is
Who?
his cat.
No. You want to heal my donkey too? It took a couple.
Yeah, I'll do it.
And also the indefatigable donkey. I don't know if it feels pain, but.
Hey donkey, do you feel pain?
Nope.
He's probably worried about the dogs too.
And actually, when you look back, you can see there's no arrow stuck in the indefatigable donkey. And then Pikel's like, "Oh yeah, only things that are magical can affect it."
That's useful.
Very good.
You can use it as a meat shield.
That's what I was like, I'll carry it.
What's going to happen
Okay,
later?
so-
It's going to be filled with arrows. In
All of you
it.
roll
Yours is a meat shield.
all
too.
of you
It's
roll
got
level
bags of gold
checks
coin on the side.
on a 30.
I'm checking out the
Made it on the
Man, that
on
was
the button.
close.
24. This wasn't.
Pikel and no, never mind. Pikel makes his.
This wasn't
I
a.
didn't-
Didn't make it. Okay, so
Fail.
I'm watching
those
the
of you that
hillside.
make it,
Should Janice make one?
you're looking up the trail, and you just happen to see a small creature there, about 2 foot tall, and he's tapping his foot, and he goes, "Well, well, look who it is." And he's staring right at Ron. Been a long time.
Do I notice this?
You want to try again?
to?
I didn't think so.
Wait, who's that?
You want to try me?
Who are you?
I'm your worst nightmare. That's what I am.
Do you have an actual name?
Fuck you. That's my name.
Oh,
That's a dumb name.
Okay, then.
Hey, fuck you. Where you from?
Oh, a funny bunch of people, eh?
Yes, I would love
Maybe I need to fucking kick all your fucking asses.
No, I'm good.
You want to watch me kick all their asses?
Not in particular.
They probably deserve it, don't they? The fucking people don't respect the fucking betters. Especially that weird looking motherfucker over there.
But who are you?
He's weird.
We don't know who you are, so how do
It
we
doesn't
know?
matter. Ask him who I am. He knows
He
me.
talks a lot.
Do you know
Just
that
ignore
is Rock?
Yeah, you're gonna kick everybody's ass and he can do it.
Who is he?
Why?
It doesn't matter. He just, yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Can we have safe passage?
Do you know where you're going?
Yes.
Yes.
You know there's trouble ahead.
I know there's trouble back there, and we were trying
And
to skirt.
I hate to tell you this, but they know you're coming.
Do
I
we want to do?
feared as much, but we can't take the.
I heard
Massive.
them talking amongst themselves, and they say you carry a lot of evil.
Yeah.
And some of them like it, and some of them don't.
Well, we're carrying it to destroy it.
I don't give a shite what you do with it.
Can you tell them that?
It's the only reason we're carrying it.
It's not my job. My job is to protect the valley, and that's
Okay.
what I do.
Oh, we
Now.
just said that.
If you say, please, sir, may I pass by with your permission, you'll get my answer. So let's hear it from you, you little green shit.
May we please pass the Valley of the Giants?
You may. And he backs off the trail and just crosses his little arms. And
Let's move. Let's move now. I said,
Thank
get
you.
everything moving.
All right, let's go.
he's giving you all the skunk eye. And he looks at you and he's like, good to see you learned your lesson.
It was a pleasure seeing you this time.
And you guys go on past. And then
Tell
now
us-
it's the sun is setting, and now that you're in the valley, it's even darker because you're all in shadows. And
So
it's
what-
like as you go, the rushing of the water and the occasional crumbling of the rocks, it's kind of a creepy feeling, especially not knowing what's in here.
So,
So what exactly did that guy
explain the water.
Do you? To me?
The river comes through here. Is that what you're saying? And it's like coming down the rocks, and it still keeps running. It's
No.
white water. And
I don't
It's,
know what you
it's
perceive
fast
him to
moving.
be, but
Okay.
I
The-
guarantee you he'll kick your
the,
ass within an inch of your life.
Imagine a smaller version of the
Very
Grand Canyon.
adept.
okay.
You can't do it.
But
Very
there's a path on either side,
He's not full of himself. He really can.
and then it's a sheer
I've seen him.
cliff
Okay.
that goes up like maybe 100, 200 yards high.
He's arrogant and he has.
So the river's kind of over time cut through this here because you know how water just goes
Yeah.
where it wants.
I just didn't realize because you said the water was
No.
making noise now. and
Have you been?
I just wasn't sure.
It's
how.
making
Well,
noise simply
Wait a-
because it's bouncing off the rock walls
echoing,
and it's
moving
quicker.
faster over rocks.
Brother
Okay.
Cal, have you been
So-
cloaking that? Have you been cloaking the coffin?
No.
We probably should have.
Yeah,
Especially if we're getting closer.
I had forgotten about it
Oh.
until yesterday, and then
You know-
at that point I thought, well,
What we could do is we could cloak
We're
the
getting closer. It wouldn't hurt now.
we could cloak the coffin and go back out of the Valley of the Giants. No,
Michael
so
had
that way the
said-
Goblin
Michael-
Army couldn't find us.
Clark had said cast entangle. Like, yeah.
A little bit late for that.
Oh well. All right. So do you guys you tell me what you do now?
He's not still. Be on the lookout. He's not the only threat. He still is.
right.
So
I think
he's
you
a
might
threat that looks to take your ass out because he says he can and he can. So now we're past that obstacle.
Well, tell us more about it.
He's very adept at. Can I roll my 30? Because I don't know. I haven't rolled it yet today.
Sure, a disadvantage.
I just don't remember.
because it's a long time ago.
Well, no, Sean just doesn't remember. It's not a question of.
I don't remember either.
Well, you're the one that brought him up. I remember that part. And I just don't remember the rest of it. I remember getting my ass kicked, but I don't remember how.
Yeah,
Okay.
I
That's
remember.
that's good
I
enough for me.
remember that little shit, and Rock. Well, no, I remember the second time. I'm okay. I don't need you to show
That's
me
good
up.
enough for me, Ron.
But you don't remember, so it wouldn't do me any good to roll it. You'd have to make something up. Then I ain't gonna roll it. It ain't worth it. I mean,
No.
I couldn't remember exactly. I just say he.
the only reason I even remembered this is because I was looking through the CD the other day and was like, "Holy shit, this is all already on there. I don't need to make anything up."
So yeah, he is very arrogant, and he is. He says he can do it. He can do it. I mean, he would best.
Is
you.
he a magical being?
I don't. Maybe I don't know. I don't know. All I know is he's very. You won't know what happened until you're on the ground.
If he's
done
tough
the
enough
shit
to earn your respect,
I
then
couldn't lay a
that's
finger
good
on
enough
him.
for me.
And I mean, this is much worse than in the arena. at his place where that guy just kept. I mean, this is much worse. It just ain't worth it. Just treat him nicely and do what he says, and you can get by with no problem. And that's the best way to handle it because
Well, I
He
just
ain't
hope
worth
the
the fight.
Giants can be dealt with as easily.
now who said let's do the thing,
Cloak
and turn
the
around and go
coffin.
back?
Cloak the coffin. We go out of the Valley of the Giants because then the
Where the
goblins.
hundreds of goblins are.
Yeah, but then they can't find us.
They're standing at the entrance of the valley.
Oh, we're past them.
They're still at the entrance of the valley. Who wouldn't leave scouts behind to verify? They're probably not far. They had to haul ass to catch us.
Well, if we
Wherever
still
they
if
came
we
from.
still cloak the coffin, they wouldn't.
I still think that's a good idea
We
because
could
whatever
s-
we're approaching is
we could
probably
sneak
sensing its
past.
arrival.
we could sneak past the Giants.
I don't know if they
Can-
sense it.
can
That's
giants
going to
see
be
in the
a
dark?
whether. I don't know. I'm not a giant. They didn't attack us at night. We moved through the valley during the day, but it's rocks the size of me, or well, half the size.
Rocks
The rocks the size of you come flying out in the air is not fun. They hurt.
That would kill me.
Yeah, they hurt. I suggest we continue to move
But we cloak the coffin.
until we leave the valley
Eddie says, and
and
Clark
keep an
will
eye
say, I've
out.
got a couple more spells I can cast of healing if anybody needs it.
So can you cloak the coffin?
Wait till somebody's almost dead from
I'm
a
fine,
boulder
really.
hitting them
I'm
when
fine.
you really need
I
them.
only took like a couple of arrows.
I'm fine. For some reason, Kahulin smiled down on me and protected me from all arrow fire.
That is awesome.
All right, so you guys tell me what you do next.
Let's
It's
go
now
back to
pretty
the
much
front.
dark. So I'm guessing you're not going to light a torch and travel at night, or are you?
Should we camp?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's set up camp, but let's not make a fire. Shouldn't draw
So there,
too
you
much
see a
attention.
place where there's like a cave set back into the cliffs that looks like might be a good place to
I can
camp.
go and check out the cave and make sure there's no giants in there.
Go ahead and do that.
All right. I'm gonna go up there, but I'm gonna be trying to move silently.
Okay, roll your move silently.
Here's just so you
Giants
know,
have
Hold
weird-
on.
Just so
you
you
haven't
know.
gone up there yet. You start to move off and rock. Stop.
just so you know, giants do like the taste of that.
Okay.
I personally don't. I've tried it, but they do, and they don't care. So
How do they feel about elf?
I don't. I think that they eat elf too, but I'm just saying they don't mind goblins. So keep that in mind. You don't get caught.
What do you need?
I'm gonna go on.
What do you need to roll?
They eat humans.
Less than a 55.
I don't know
Okay,
they catch
good.
many elves. They eat humans all the time.
80.
Okay, well, you think you're moving silently. All right.
I
So you
cast
see him-
obscure object.
Those of you that cannot see in the dark, you can't see in the dark. And
I
you're-
cannot see the dark.
Yeah, that might help to have someone just leading us on the path.
The moon is starting to
You guys just stay
wax, however. So that's good. You got a little bit of moonlight to work with, but even so, those of you that cannot see in the dark, you have penalties.
I'm just
If
trying to
anything
stay on the
happens.
road. If the moonlight's enough for me to see the road or the path we're on, then I'm happy.
Remember, goblins can see in the dark.
Oh, this is where you guys are looking to make camp. So I'm guessing.
Oh, we're gonna make
Yeah.
camp.
Yeah, that's why.
Look for a large outcropping of rocks
That's why I'm
that we
checking
can
out the
use for
cave.
shield.
That's why he's
Oh,
checking this
Okay.
out.
Well,
So it looks like a cave.
tell you what. little
Okay,
caves here.
So you
You'll
move
find
on,
out in a moment.
Yes, I-
and you're go to
I
the entrance
Must
of the
have
cave, and it's
must have
like
overlooked that, Daryl.
I
15-foot tall opening, and it's about 15 wide, and it goes back,
I'm going
and
to
the floor is
What are
made of the
chances
same
he's gonna
stone
work
that the
on
cliff
there?
face
do I
is
have to
made
roll
of.
guys to move silently inside.
Noise.
No,
Well, I'm looking inside.
you don't see anything in there.
anything hunched over.
That's
or anything
No.
standing?
You see just what looks like an empty cave as
Can I
far
see
as
the
your
entire-
infravision shows.
So I can't see the entire cave yet.
Apparently not.
I'm gonna go inside
You're gonna go inside.
and
Okay.
look.
Now
Right.
roll your move silently.
I actually made that one.
Okay, so you think once again you think you're moving silently, and you go in there and you see that the cave is naturally formed from probably some point in the past. Water had come out because it's kind of like pretty smooth. It doesn't appear to look like a human or demi-human's hands carved it out. For instance, the floor is still the same rock. There's moss growing in here, and occasionally you see like a bone from some long dead animal. There also
Do they look
appears
human?
you also see something that looks like at one point it was a fire. Fire was made here. There's a ring of rocks, and
Do the bones look human? Do I find like a skull?
not necessarily.
I don't find
No
a
skull. Just maybe a leg bone or an arm bone.
I'm gonna take it in case anyone can identify.
Okay.
It. And I also look at the fire. Does it look like it's been put out recently?
No.
Okay. How big
And
is it?
then about there you see the back of the cave.
And do I see anything there?
The only thing you see back there, it looks like a sack.
How big is the sack?
Oh, medium sack.
So it's not like giant size.
No.
I'm gonna go over good.
Okay.
I also look around. I'm constantly looking around the
This is
cave.
when being greedy is.
Okay.
Biting.
You don't see anything alive in there.
I pick up the sack.
Okay. It feels like it's empty.
I open it.
It's empty.
Close it. I go back out.
Okay.
Should I roll my move silently?
Yes.
Did you take the sack?
Yeah, I took the sack. I made that too.
Empty burlap sack. Okay. And you come back out.
All right. I didn't see anything in there, but I did find some bones of I don't know what. They're old. I also found a campsite that's super old. I also found this empty sack, and I also took this bone.
I don't want the sack.
I also took this bone, and if anyone can identify it.
How long is it?
How long is the bone? About a foot.
Not mine.
So, however, I didn't see any giants in there, so
Well, that's good.
I think it should be safe.
You see no other ways in or out? No other ways in or out or anything?
No. Just a
Only a
little.
couple quiet guys in there.
Addie
Did
Addie
you roll for
says
Janice?
Addie says good a place as any.
I'll
What are we
take,
supposed to do? Camp outside and let them throw rocks on us?
Well, I don't know. I hope the giant. I hope if there was a giant in
they don't
there,
see us. They won't do anything.
it hadn't just
I'll take first watch.
gone out for something.
So if we go up there, I stay on the outside of the cave and just keep an eye out.
All right. So I guess we'll go in the cave. I suppose.
The ground that leads up to the cave is fairly flat. And
I don't see any
do you
footprints.
take everything into the cave with you, or do you
What?
leave things outside?
Do I see any footprints?
Try to.
You can roll me a 30
I
if
think
you
we should
want.
take
Well,
everything.
do you think a giant's footprint would be pretty easy to spot? But I made that level check.
What'd you roll?
5.
No, you were doing a tracking check.
Oh,
And what is your wisdom?
that would be 17.
Oh, if there were tracks there to be found, you would have found them.
So then no.
Nope.
All right. No giant tracks here. That's good.
And do you do anything other than go in there
Well,
and
you
go to
never
sleep?
know.
It's like I said, it's dark, and those of you that can't see in the dark, you can't see anything once you.
Well,
enter the
I'm not.
There's no
opening my-
moonlight.
I'm not opening my coin up, but
Okay.
I am going to take first watch at the entrance.
I could
cave. So
take
Eddie
two.
can see and Pico can see.
I can take a second
can see.
watch. I can take like a
You
second
can see.
watch.
I guess you and you are the only two that
But,
can. And
but you
Janice.
guys need to rest all night.
I
The
don't.
dogs can't see.
I don't need to rest.
Or don't,
That's why I.
I'm talking about the other three that he mentioned. Need
I'll
to
take
rest,
that.
don't you? Or you can't do whatever you do in the
Correct.
morning or
I'm
something.
gonna meditate before I go to bed.
I'll take third watch.
Are you sure you want to take third watch?
I'll have the most chance of getting any line.
I'll take first watch. If something happens, it happens. I take it, then I expose it, and then I fight it. And everybody will know what's going on. So it just gets first jump
Well,
on me. I'm fine.
A thing I would recommend if like something comes and try to keep hidden, but wake everyone up. So
You'll know something comes, and it's going to get a free jump on me, but you'll know it's there. Trust.
Are the other guard dogs watching? Or are they?
I wouldn't
still-
call them guard dogs. I'd call them just
yet,
like
anyway.
animals
I mean,
that are
They'll certainly bark if something comes around,
yeah, that's what I'm talking
wasting
about.
supply.
but
I think we should keep them in the cave.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah,
That's the
I
plan.
agree.
I just say.
Everything, if it's big enough, we pull the cart right in.
it is big enough.
Do we set up the? So are we gonna set up the tents, or are we just gonna sleep?
No.
No need for that.
All right.
And did you hear I cast obscure object on the
Okay.
caster?
I take first watch.
You're gonna want to probably stock up on those obscures.
I take
Stock up on
I take first
You
listen.
got a whole book of
As
obscure
the
objects
first
or
meat
something?
shield, they'd have to go
Just
through at the
make sure
entrance
to be
of the
able to
cave because I
cast a
can't see
bunch.
anything.
I can't.
And I'm not
I can
exposed to my
only do
light
so
bulb.
much.
I'm listening and just staying still and just waiting for whatever is going to happen on my shift. If it's going to happen.
I'm taking third one.
Roll a d12.
Roll one, roll one on it.
5.
All right.
During my watch, I do want to just add, at some point, I just kind of think, hey, is there someone in my head? Do I hear no response? Okay, then I just continue with my watch.
Yes, I'm your split personality. How are you?
You said you take third?
Yeah.
So I guess I'm waking you up for a second.
Yeah.
So you're changing it. We got Rock, and then usually it's Mugleg and an A, and then the third was Janice and the donkey.
Yeah, but Janice is hurt. Well, I guess the donkey would just be watching whenever.
I don't need anybody else. I'm fine.
Well, I mean,
like I said, they get their first shot.
So I
on
guess
me.
it's
I'm pretty
Rock
sure-
first, Mugleg your second, and
I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure the
the
donkey
day is
doesn't have to
yeah.
sleep, so it would just be
Alright.
standing there the entire night with its eyes open.
Would it tell you somebody was coming?
Probably
I
not.
just wondered. I don't.
Probably not.
I never hear it speak unless when you ask it something.
all right, next day.
Alert! There's somebody coming.
Yeah, like Eeyore. I guess it's okay.
No, from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, the robot. Remember?
I remember that a little bit.
He was depressed. He thought everything
Super
was
depressed.
right, okay.
And he was which guy from the actor that plays voice from the
Come on, Sam Rockwell.
no from
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
the I can't think of the name of the movies, the series, the book series. He's got the Z on his head.
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter. He was the black long-haired actor. He was
Snape.
one. Was it Snape? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it was Snape. I'm pretty sure that's
Alan
was.
Rickman.
10.
Yeah, I'm not positive, but it
Yeah.
sounds like him.
Yeah, I think you're right.
That could be
Anyway,
anybody else.
All right, so the next day comes, and there's a little bit of light shining, not directly into the valley, but there's light because that's what happens. That
Do we
day.
see
I
any-
pray.
we don't see any giants in the
No.
cave or anywhere.
Okay.
Is there anything that has been
They're
revealed?
all sitting around.
Hello.
They were actually the wall.
There's
So-
one. I just want to bring it up right now. Do we want to keep continuing further down the Valley of Giants, or do we want to
We've moved quite a ways through.
go
it.
out?
I think we're
I
gonna
think we
have
need
to
to continue.
I think we're gonna have to stealth this though.
Yeah, it wouldn't hurt. I think we just continue on at this point.
Okay.
We don't know how long the goblins are going to stay back there,
We're probably gonna stay there.
and if they are there in any number, it's a lot to deal with. No matter how you look at it.
And now we're not gonna probably be being tracked.
So
Magically. Has anything been revealed in the cave that I hadn't seen before?
Nope.
I say special
You went and
prayers.
checked it out, and you saw everything there was to see.
I say special prayers to Hulin about thanking for the protection against the arrows the day before.
After I pray, I will again cast Obscure Object on the casket.
Okay. When you pray and you attempt to cast that spell, in your mind, there is you feel a gentle nudge that says, no.
It didn't work.
Wow.
No, when you try to get the spell, the response is no.
It didn't work.
Why?
My God has forbidden it.
But why would he do that?
I don't know. I'll have to pray on this.
It's because you put on the super duper evil ring.
No.
Well, he was able to heal. Can you perhaps ask our God?
Well, it takes some time.
Well,
So you still have that slot open.
We do have time.
I mean, this may be important, and we do have the safety of the cave. Whatever's going on between you and our God, that sounds important. What if tomorrow you have this problem with several of your abilities?
Right.
Maybe
Yeah.
try to figure out what's going on while we have some safety.
We don't. I mean, we've been getting.
I'll take watch all day if that's what it takes.
I can also help with
I
watch.
will watch.
I can actually hide I can try and hide this camp.
It's a big open
Yeah,
hole in the side.
but I
of
can
the-
try.
I don't know how would you hide that?
Well, magic. I don't
How?
know.
I'm curious. You said magic. How? I don't.
I guess I
don't
could
know
like
how.
pull up some dirt around it. or
pull up
something.
some dirt around the
or
stone.
maybe move some like rocks.
It's a huge opening, right?
Yeah.
Right? How big is the opening?
15 by
But could
15.
I try?
15 feet high.
Could I try?
You can try whatever.
To obscure it with rocks?
Or I could just try to make it a hiding spot.
I think that we're safe, and if something's coming to this cave, it already knows the cave's supposed to be here, and something
Well, I'm
blocking
not
it
saying
we're
I'm hiding the cave. I'm saying I'm hiding the campsite.
in the middle of the cave.
We're not in the middle of the cave. I thought we were.
You guys eat?
I was
before you
thinking we
came
were
here?
like off to the
We had
side.
lunch.
I'm thinking we were like off to the side of
Think
the
we ought to order
cave
pizza
because
down?
I think it would be a bad idea to sit in the middle of the cave.
Would you rather save your money?
I thought we were like
I
Around
was
the
thinking
side,
we
like,
ended
at
it.
the cave.
Oh, okay.
we're a circle.
Mine's like 10 minutes. So,
Yeah.
Okay. But it works for you
If the
guys.
cave were like a circle, this would be the opening. We would be off to the side, not like here.
I would assume, and then God can correct me if I'm wrong, that the fire is not that far into the cave and probably more centered as you come into the cave.
I thought I described it where it was back in the close to the back where you could finally see the
Yes.
wall.
Oh no, I didn't hear it that way. But
I
that's
mean,
fine.
Were we even by that burned out campfire?
I figured we went all the way back into the cave.
I assumed that we used that fire pit if we needed to build a fire. We
Well,
probably
we
did
did
last
not build-
night,
we did
but we
not
probably need one if we're going to cook some sort. Well, there isn't any food to cook, so I guess we don't technically need a fire. We don't need to keep warm.
So I'm gonna try to
Never mind.
obscure the campus. Like I've done those other times.
So obscure the
thought we
three
were
animals,
leaving.
2
I
donkeys.
thought we
and
were
people.
heading out.
Well, we want you
Well,
to
I was
talk.
asking, do you
We
need
want
to
you
do
to-
something to find out what's going on with your thing? If so, we've got more protection here than we're going to have. We might as well utilize
I'm
it.
not seeing anything that's going to
Utilize
help me.
I thought
Ogre
you,
word of the day. Let's utilize it.
I thought you talked to the.
I just I don't know what you can and can't do. I just thought it'd be best if in safety for you to do what you might.
It
need
may
to
be
do.
because it's an evil presence in there, and he doesn't want me to.
Well,
Can
you've
you
been able to do it
detect
every
that
other
in
time.
here?
That's true.
Can you do something to see if there's evil presence in here?
There's evil in the.
Oh, you mean the
casket.
casket?
But you
Yeah.
obscured before.
Yes, I have.
Which is why that's why I'm concerned because
From outside the cave, you hear a deep booming voice.
deep booming voice.
I think I know what's causing it.
And you hear, "Come out, little creatures."
I'll do it. Here, I'm gonna go and talk. I'll go.
Okay, yeah, you do it.
Yeah, this will be interesting. Go ahead and speak.
I'm gonna go. I'll go outside of the cave, but I'll
So
like.
as you
do
go
the
to the
same-
edge of the cave, you look
Giant.
around
Mhm.
and you can see off about 30 feet, there's the river.
Mhm.
And then as you look to the right, you see a pair of giant legs.
Mhm. I look up from
And
the
then you
giant.
look up and you see this gigantic humanoid wearing
Oh, you're talking.
what appear to be
Loincloth.
a loincloth
There
with
you
a
go.
toga over the top of it,
That's cool.
heavily muscled and bald. And he's standing there with a staff with a big curled like almost a tree-sized, some kind of
It's a
symbol.
staff.
And in his left hand, he's holding a ball of some kind of reflective
Oh, it's a
material.
crystal ball. Would it have to be
He looks
glass?
down and he says, "Come out, come out."
I step out.
No. Hello.
I do as well.
I will.
No.
No, you guys stay
No.
back. If he eats me, I'm fine.
No, I'm not like holding my weapon in a.
Is it
anger
the
manner.
same voice that I heard in my head?
Maybe.
That's what draws me out.
You guys
It sounds kind of like
stay
vanilla.
back.
When you look up,
For now,
you
I
see
can.
that
I'll know
the staff that it's holding, it's got like a tree on the top of it. And then Addie's like, "Holy shit, are you a worshiper of Obadiah?" And he says,
Actually, Addie, you come up here.
"I am."
Uh,
He says, "This valley is protected from the enemy of Skell. You have nothing to fear while you are here,
Oh,
while you are with me.
Well,
There are those here that are coming to take that which you carry."
so can you help us get through
that
here?
would be much appreciated if you could help us.
I can help you fight, but there are 5 of them. And off in the distance, you kind of hear a rumbling as if a thunder coming down the valley, mixed with the water. And it's just like getting louder and louder until you see coming around into view 5 a little bit smaller giants, but they look like the one that was all messed up that you saw earlier in the adventure. And they're just going, "Roar!" And they all look down at you guys and they say something in their guttural.
Do I understand it at all? Does it
You
have-
speak giant?
I speak Goblin, but that is kind of a lot of things are weird. We speak Goblin before.
And you see him say, "They have come to take that which you carry. Prepare
Oh.
yourselves for a fight."
Jesus Christ.
so we left the cart and everything in the cave
Mhm.
still.
Including the dogs and the donkeys.
And that seems like a good place to stop.
All right.
We're gonna have a big old giant fight in the valley.
It'll
I
be
just like
fun.
to add, I told Janice to wait with the cart.
He's like, "Yes, I think that's a good idea." And he's like holding the sword out.
Oh, you guys ain't here tonight. Be here in 2 weeks because it's going to be definitely
Yeah, we're gonna
necessary to have everybody.
Clark says, "Not that you care, but I'm very depressed today. This valley will kill us. I have sodas in the fridge if someone wants one."
You're right, Clark. We don't care.
So,
All right.
how close are we to White Plume Mountain anyway?
Well, if you look on your
Oh,
map,
like
it shows
little pointy
there's
on
the
map.
Valley of the Giants, and then it shows White Plume Mountain.
When we get over the hills,
Your map
you'll
doesn't
see the
have-
mountain in the distance. If I remember.
Your map doesn't have mileage markers on it, so
But you should see it in the distance once we pass over the hills. You should be able to see a mountain in the far distance, which has a plume of white smoke on it because it's got an active volcano shit going
Kelf,
on.
roll me a wisdom check on 20.
19 is higher than
Okay, I was going to say you were going to figure out why it is the spell thing was glooshed, but you failed your roll, and so I cannot tell you.
There you go.
So that's where we'll stop. I hope you all enjoyed our game, all one of you. And
Has there been the last 37 subscriber yet?
we're up to 38.
Oh, you missed.
Who got the prize?
Yes, I did. I don't know. Look what you win.
This was the
punch in
37.
the throat.
This was the 37 episode of the 37 subscribers special. It's special.
All right. So normal time in 2 weeks, as far as we know. No jam for you, I guess.
Sounds cool.
No jam for you. Nothing.
What do you mean no jam? Nothing going on.
He had a competition today, is why we
Oh,
sat
okay.
there.
He had a dance. No, it was singing. It was American Idol.
I'm pretty sure that I'm free.
Well, all right.
Wonderful.
Is that your phone that made that noise?
Clark Store
Okay.
says, sorry.
Because it sounded like
gas."
it came from my phone. I'm like, my phone never makes noise. I haven't set the vibrate.
All right, that's it. Thank you.
I used to get off vibrate. That's what.
Bye. I don't want giants to kill us.
I thought it was